Oh, we got a very special guest on the phone.
Oh, who?
Very special guest. Who is our special guest? Hello, who's our special guest on the phone?
Hello?
Hey, Opie. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Colin.
Hi, Marion.
That hurt my ears.
Hey, Diana. How's it going today?
Oh, she can't hear you right now. She's being put in kiss makeup.
Yeah, she's
Hey, Jimmy.
she's having a
Hey,
makeover
Jimmy.
done.
She's having a makeover done,
yeah.
Jimmy. What are you talking about?
Look good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that's a little...
Yes.
It's okay. It's all right. Marion!
You look good.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I'm doing this for you,
How's
Colin.
it going over there today?
She can't hear you because she doesn't have headphones on. Or,
Marion, I have to be...
What's going on with her?
Marion, I'll be honest with you. I thought you gave a good, tough love talk to her yesterday. I was listening to the show.
Colin, hey, I'm trying because, Colin, honestly,
Yeah?
I know everything, and I know exactly what she's going through, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to say too much.
I know,
Just
but
leave it at that.
let's put it this way. Even she has Dr. Steve and Dr. Lydia on the phone willing to help her. She's got to want to take the help.
Yeah.
But you know better than anybody, she's going to do what she's going to do.
Who's the doctor? Who? Dr. Lydia? Who's that?
She's a psychologist.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Dr.
Are
Steve...
they willing to come to the studio and talk to her?
No, but they were willing to help in any way they could, they said.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve's going to call her later.
Yeah.
But you know better than anybody. You can offer help, but you can't just, right?
Yes, what did she say?
Yeah.
She was kind of talking to Sam about some other stuff the whole time, so it was
Yeah.
kind of, she seemed less focused than she needed to be, considering Dr. Steve was giving her time and effort.
Well, she's a little starstruck, too, because Colin's in here.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
I know, she's madly in love with Colin.
I know that, but that wasn't pertinent to throw in while I was describing the scenario. Colin, no, you go right ahead. You know, you're at home. You know what's going on. You tell us.
I mean, truthfully,
Sure, no, I'd love to hear your opinion about it since you weren't here. What do we know? We're just the idiots sitting here. Go ahead, go. It's all about you. No, you tell us.
Very fun week with her.
Yeah, no, we were just trying to give you the... yeah, right. Okay, sure.
Marion. Marion.
You go right ahead. Continue.
What do you know that you keep saying, like, I know? What do you know?
I'm not saying because it is personal to me.
You have to say because we were trying to help her.
No, because I don't want too much of this. You know, one day I'm going to come up to the studio, and one day I'm going to talk to you, and it's going to be off the air.
Yeah, no
Okay,
dirty
that's
laundry
it.
on the air. You're right.
But
Yep.
just
Literally, in this case.
think about it. Marion she needs help.
Marion needs
And
help?
Diana needs help, but just think Marion knows what she's going through.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's what I'm saying. But it was a little frustrating because Dr. Steve is right there. But I mean, you better than anyone know. You're trying to,
yeah.
right? You're
But
trying
the
to talk.
thing is, though,
you can only
if you put somebody
lead a horse to
in rehab,
water. What?
right, and she goes
What?
to rehab, anybody for 30 days,
Yes.
or 90 days, 60 days, whatever. When she comes out, or
Right.
anybody comes in, they can't go near a drink.
That's
Excellent
right.
point. Very
So
salient.
so they're going to have to give medication to people that need help with their drinking.
Well, they have that medication.
If he's willing to do that, fine.
Right. But here's my point. You can only watch it for so long because then you're going to Florida at some point.
Exactly. Well, I'm moving in about 6 or 7 years.
Let's hear some more about that.
That's
Good
my
trip down the
plan
road.
is.
What's that? The plan is
My
Florida?
plans to change.
Cool.
Where?
Where? I
Near
don't
West
know
Palm.
where. My-
I'll tell you
my
where.
plans
West
to
Palm Beach
change,
is gorgeous. I love it there.
But I'm going to tell you something. I have relatives in Daytona, and I have relatives in Orlando.
Daytona-
I may want to go.
Daytona's better.
eventually.
It's by the beach. Orlando stinks.
But you know what? I'm talking down the road. I'm talking.
I know.
Years and
Oh.
I know.
But I'm saying that if somebody's going to go to rehab, and if they come in, what's to prevent them from not stopping in the bar or stopping at a
Right,
restaurant?
nothing prevents them unless they want to
good
stop.
Right.
They have to have control.
Oh, you already
Yes.
knew the answer. Why would you ask?
Now, Bill,
Glad to hear
Bill
answer your own
drinks
questions.
too.
Bill drinks too.
Bill drinks.
He done. Oh my God! Really?
Well, then she can't live there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe she could live with you.
She'll have to live with you, Marion.
I have a husband. Are you kidding me? I have
You got a spare
I got
room?
enough issues with him.
You got a spare room?
What kind of issues you got with your husband?
Yeah. What do you
I don't
got?
have a
Erection
spare room.
difficulties?
What's the
I
issues
don't have
with?
a home, sorry.
What's the issues with the husband?
Yeah, he can't continue. He can't keep an erection.
Let's just leave it at that. I have a husband. This is leave it.
We know your husband.
Wait, yeah, is he trying to bring a black gentleman into the bedroom and you object?
Excuse me. I'm going to hang up on you if you don't stop.
Well, that's a fair question.
Yeah, that was a good question. I guess.
Now,
What
it
are
was a
you guys
little
doing
beyond
to
the pale.
Diana today?
What?
I
you
want to
tell
know
us.
what you guys are doing to her.
A makeover.
Yeah, she's getting her makeover today.
Give her a haircut, put some makeup on her, take her out shopping.
Hold on, let's put the makeup artist on with you because she wasn't sure what to do. Hold on.
Yeah.
How about
Good.
Brazilian bikini wax?
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're here.
And, hey, I want to ask you something now. Is Dr. Steve willing to come into the studio and talk to her face to face?
That's a good question. I don't know. Is that true?
It's a great
He
question.
said he's got.
He talked to her on the
Now,
phone.
it's Dr. Lydia. Is she willing to come to Diane face to face?
Well-
And where are they
How
from?
many questions would before
These are
answers are
both-
given?
Where are they from?
Good point. Well, you know Dr. Steve.
Yeah, he's from.
Heard of them, yeah. But if she gets help,
Does she
and
want the answers to any of these questions?
No,
or
no,
She just
no.
wants to ask questions.
She just wants
where are
to
they
talk.
Gonna be?
In high school, were you a one-man band?
Well, they were going to set her. I think they were going to. They were talking about setting her up where they go to they call the hospital as a doctor, and then they say, "Look, you should
Marion.
recommend her to be admitted because of this."
I mean, they're going to just take her to a hospital and just leave her there?
Dr.
Well,
Steve.
no, but it's not leaving, but it's like a detox type of environment.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Steve is going to make sure she has medical testing done.
And I bet you.
All right.
Won't she listen?
All right.
You have an I'm almost in awe of your ability to trample what people are saying. I've never seen anyone be able to do this on purpose, much less
Yes.
accidentally.
Yes.
It's a gift.
It is a gift.
Yeah.
You've asked 12 questions and we can't answer
I
it.
bet you she said no, correct?
Well, she didn't exactly say no, but right, she was kind of avoiding it by talking to Sam the whole time. Her and Sam had some little coffee clutch.
Exactly. She avoided it. Let it go. Guys, let it go.
I know.
You tried. Let it go. Maybe another time we could try again.
Do you hold the phone in the wrong place when you talk?
Yeah, is it upside down?
Yeah, do you hold the ear part against the bridge of your nose? Or your eye?
Hey, you said you were going to Virginia Beach to do a show. When are you going?
Good
Yeah.
question. Oh, well, thanks for the plug. I'll be there tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Tickets available, aplenty.
Hey, my cousin Mandy lives in Virginia Beach.
Cool, more pertinent information. I was wondering how we'd circle that back around, and artfully done.
You never know. There could be some of my relatives in the studio.
I know. Well, if I hear yapping at the critical points and punchlines, I'll know.
Never know. They could be related to me.
Not
boy.
she doesn't laugh or anything. She doesn't listen. She doesn't laugh.
No.
All about Marion.
No, it's literally a machine gun interrupting.
Caroline.
Yeah, when's the Caroline shows?
When?
Soon.
Good point.
Yeah, I'll be at Caroline's in April. Hold on, at the end of April, 24th through the
April
20th.
what?
I was trying to tell you, April 24th through the 27th.
Okay, maybe I'll go.
I would hope so.
Oh, my God. How do you survive?
I would hope so.
All right.
We will both go.
Good.
Can we get Marion on a Lady Di on a microphone, Sam? She could get up from her makeover to have a little conversation with Marion, please.
Don't touch your face.
Or she could just sit there. We'll give her headphones if we got anything.
hold on.
I got it.
All right, hold on.
Hold on a second, Di. We're putting headphones on you.
Right.
Because you have to be able to hear.
Right. The makeover's looking good, Lady
You have to be able to
Di.
hear.
Okay, thank you. I can't see myself.
There we go.
Don't worry. You'll see yourself in the end.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. All
All right, thank you.
All right, Marion, you're on with Lady Di.
Hi.
Yeah, Diana, hi. What happened with this Dr. Steve?
Oh, we were talking yesterday.
No, today.
This is great.
Did he call you today?
I'm trying to stay still for this makeover.
All right, what do they do? What kind of makeover do you have?
Just a regular makeover, that's all.
Yeah, what kind? What do you mean?
Your hair, makeup.
Makeup right now.
Oh, God. All right, make sure it's not too dark.
All right.
Oh, it's not too dark.
Too much blush on.
No, it's almost
Yeah.
kabuki-like in
They're
many ways.
professionals, man. They're professionals. They know what they're doing.
Know that, Diana.
Nothing from her. Nothing.
No.
What's wrong with you and this Dr. Steve and the Dr. Lydia? Are you going to go for the help?
You know what? When I get the paperwork, that's a decision that I'm going to have to make.
Diana sounds like she's a little annoyed with Marion's meddling.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a
I'm trying to stay
decision
still.
You're going to have to make.
I think Diane's a little annoyed with your perceived meddling,
No, I'm
She's
trying
Marion.
to stay
annoyed.
still.
She's annoyed.
Okay, we've been trying to help her for years.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so
Because you
it's
know
up to her.
things.
It's up. If she does it, she does it. If she doesn't, well, you guys tried.
What do you know that you're not saying?
I'm
Yeah.
just trying to stay still. That's
Okay, Marion.
Yeah.
Jai, what do you know?
all. All right.
What do I know?
Yeah, say it. Come on, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Stop
Yeah, let's
teasing us.
go.
What are you doing? We're a radio show. We all know each other
I
for
know.
15 years.
What are you trying to get at? There's a lot of people that end up with all kind of liver disease, all kind of problems, and they end up dying from cirrhosis of the liver. And you know what? I don't want to see that happen to Diane if she ends up getting it in a couple of years. I don't want that to see that happen to anybody.
It's very helpful.
And she should go for help, but that's up to her.
Diana, any comment on the words of wisdom?
When I get the paperwork, I will follow up on that. Okay. Dr. Steve told me probably Saturday.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what the
Good.
thing is,
You know-
you can't put too much pressure on somebody, because if you put too much pressure on somebody, they'll turn around and they'll say, forget it, fuck it, I won't do it.
Oh.
You're 100% right. At the same token, she's got you for a few more years, but what happens when you move to FLA?
Excuse me?
I'm saying what happens when you move.
That's,
Then she,
Yeah.
That's years down the road. If I decide
that's
to
true.
move 5 years from now, I can hit the lottery before then. Who knows?
Wow.
Whoa, that would
Now
be
you're
nice.
talking.
From your
Yes.
mouth to everyone's fucking.
Yes, or maybe your
tweeting
phone
ears.
will be lost, and then we'll feel like we hit the lottery.
So, Diana, this Dr. Steve, he's going to send you some stuff in the mail.
Yes, he is.
Just
He has my
All right,
address.
we'll read it.
Marion wants to
Yeah.
know who this Dr. Lydia is. She feels a little bit.
I don't even know who Dr. Lydia is.
And where are they from? Are they from New York area?
you already asked
Where's
that.
Dr. Steve from?
Tennessee. We already said
What
that.
do they root for in college? Who cares?
Okay, all right.
Well, Tennessee.
No, but,
And Lydia's from Long Island.
okay, well, Lydia's kind of close, so maybe Lydia can help you.
Right.
On the psychiatric end.
Oh.
You know, maybe
great.
can
You really
refer
think so? You think
Great
Dr. Lydia
conversation.
can help me?
Maybe she can. Could you
I don't know.
Give you her phone number. Get her phone number and give her a call.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
This is such a
sorry.
waste of a phone call.
No, they're really going back and forth and getting something done.
Right.
You got to take the first step, okay?
Oh, that's a good.
That's true. That's
And
actually
the first step is a phone call. And you see what that, you take down.
First step is to get the number.
yeah.
Right.
Second step.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, first you get the power, then you get the woman,
This woman's gonna stick her big tongue out to this guy.
then you get the
I
success.
hear you, Marion. I hear you.
Really? He's got to stop fighting with you and downing you. I mean, that's not fair.
Who's doing that?
Yeah.
Bill fights with her all the
Bill.
time.
About
Yeah.
what? They're just
Everything.
roommates.
Everything that she does, Bill yells at her for. Bill acts like she's 20 instead of.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Bill's got problems too, but Bill's got to stop howling and screaming at her. She's trying to do what she's good at. She has been out putting applications in. She has been out doing, finding looking
Thank
for work.
you, Marion.
To the fight, really. If I see a head wanted sign, I tell her,
raining.
Diana, this is hiring. Go try it.
Listen to this.
Sounds like Bill's got anger issues, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It does.
Bill has a
does.
lot of issues.
Anger
He does
issues?
have anger issues. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Lady
Yeah.
Di.
Mm-hmm.
What is he so angry about?
Hold on. I'm trying not to. I'm
could
trying to stay
talk.
still.
It can be
All right.
frustrating, I guess,
Yeah.
dealing sometimes with somebody who doesn't
Yeah.
like. But he's got to deal with his own thing,
You know
too.
what? You know what? It's usually about
Physician,
money
heal
issues.
thyself, right?
It's money issues. It's money.
Hold
Words of
on.
wisdom.
Hold on the line. I got to go to Texas. Phone
always
call.
money.
Hold on, Marion.
Yes, it is.
Eric in Texas. Go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? Good morning.
Hello, Eric. Thank you for the phone call.
Yeah, this Marion chick is just grating. Did anyone put anything else on? She's just a fucking bore. It's like root canal with no fucking painkillers, man.
Wow.
Marion, comment?
Who? A root canal? I got my teeth in. What is he talking about?
You was talking about that, but you straighten him out.
Cell phone.
You really should start MissedYourPoint.com and be the president and CEO and founder.
Missed your point.
That is fucking. Does he know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he's a dentist. He's concerned with your.
Tell him to go back to digging his fucking oil rig.
Whoa, man.
He's from Texas.
Got him. Showed him.
Get back to digging your oil rig and put yourself in it, buddy.
Yeah.
This girl's good.
That's rough.
She's getting tough since Bob leaving.
Let me go to Eric in Jersey. Eric.
Yeah, it's just kind of getting a little boring already.
Boring?
Something else.
If you think it's boring, then don't listen.
I actually set it off for the first time in a year yesterday.
I'm telling you something. If you think me and Diane are boring, honey, then don't listen. Because let me tell you something. If you think you can go up to the show and do what me and Diane do, and I'm not even there. I'm on the telephone. Go for it.
Wow. Love the confidence.
You think, I'm serious. Because me and Diane are a lot of fun together when we're up there. And when I'm not up there, I'm on the phone, and I'm still having fun.
That's true.
Right.
It's a lot of fun for you and a lot of misery for the listener.
All right, thank you.
I tell you, I get a lot. Hey, me and Diane are getting rave reviews.
All right, let's go to Lisa. Lisa in New Orleans. You're on with Marion.
Good morning. How's Mardi Gras? How was the Mardi Gras celebration?
You know what, Marion? I don't drink, but just listening to you makes me want to become an alcoholic.
I don't drink that much either, but it's not me. It's Diana with the lip problem.
President and CEO of MissedYourPoint.com.
Oh my gosh! Shut up!
No, you shut up.
Good comeback.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
That's true.
Talking.
Maybe when you want to hang up.
You are a fucking hypocrite. And no wonder you drink.
You don't know me, so if I were you, I would shut the hell up, okay? You don't know anything about me.
Oh, my God.
Let me say hi to Ken in Texas. Ken, great calls coming in right now.
This is
Ken.
a lot of fun.
If I had a friend like her, I'd be a chronic alcoholic too, man.
Well, good. Go to the first bar you see and have a drink and keep drinking. And I hope you're driving, and I hope you get into a car accident like that. Here's the reason why. If you don't like it, turn the radio off.
Hold on.
Somebody said you have to listen to it.
Hey, guy, she's not the reason why I drink. She's not.
Jesus.
All right.
Marion, quit discouraging people not to listen to this.
Right.
Hey, I think let me tell you something. I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, if they don't like it, turn it off.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what you do.
That's what I say.
And
Thank you very much.
Diane is doing good up there every day this week. She's been showing up on time.
Right.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job for us. Peter in Canada.
The first 2 days was a little different.
Peter in Canada. Yes,
Marion,
Peter.
comment.
Peter.
Oh,
Go ahead, Marion.
Peter.
God, Marion, do you even know you're talking over top everyone? Like, everyone tries to get a word in, and you just talk over top of everyone.
Sometimes that happens. You know, hey, you just did it again.
Every time it happens.
You know
Sometimes it
what?
happens. Hey.
And when you're on a cell phone, it's hard to hear, and it's hard to talk great on a cell phone. Then open your ears. All right, next caller.
Oh, she's done with you, Peter. She's done with you.
Marion, I believe that he was saying that you trample everyone in kind of a narcissistic blather.
Excuse me? Shut up.
All right, hold on. Big Al wants in. He's a regular. Big Al, go ahead.
Hey, they got a term for people like Marion in the radio business. It's called show killer. Get that bitch off the radio. Play some Barry Manilow records or something.
Wow.
Shut up.
Nah, you shut up. You think that you're fucking entertaining with Di. Di is a sweetheart, and she is funny.
Yeah, Diane is funny. Yeah, I'll admit that. She is.
Yeah, and you're not.
You know what? People have problems. And if you don't think I'm funny, then hang the goddamn phone up, you moron.
Nobody thinks you're funny.
Nobody asked.
You make me want to go listen to the Catholic channel.
took the
I'm
call.
not looking for your opinion, honey, so hang the phone up.
She's feisty
Find her
today.
fucking bitch. Go.
Oh,
You don't
sorry.
know me, okay?
Ray in Philly.
Let me tell you
Feisty.
something. Hey, Marion, why don't you just go suck your dick, you fucking horse face looking bitch? I'm fucking tired of hearing you. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what I look like. Eat a ball of AIDS.
He nailed it.
You know what? Fucking you. Go back to your fucking hole. Goodbye. You fucking queen steak. Shut up, you tough bag. Goodbye. Go suck a dick. Yeah, you know what? Grow one.
Whoa!
Oh, man. The
yeah.
comebacks are flying.
No dick and no balls. Oh. Hey, guys,
Yeah.
Diana.
Oh, yeah, she's listening.
Right here.
Okay, you're right there. All right. Hey, listen, let me go, okay?
Aw.
I got to get back,
Yes.
And give me a call later, all right?
I will.
All right.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Opie. Thanks, Aunt.
Oh, no problem.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye, Jen.
You'll
Thank
talk
you.
at us
Talk
soon.
exactly.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
Okay, Marion. God
right.
bless.
All right.
Be safe. Have a great day at work. Thing they've ever heard, and we should be killed.
Right. It's just all over the place. I think Lady Di's makeover is just about done there.
Yeah, she wants to put her jewelry on.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, you got to get all gussied up.
you gotta
dolled
get gussied up, of course.
That is good.
She should go.
Sam, you just got to bring her over here.
Is she gonna go out at all?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should
Should.
have her go out for a coffee or something,
Yeah.
and then the big reveal.
Oh, yeah?
Should do that.
Because just to get film reactions of people.
Right.
Step up to the table, Di.
Wait, hold on.
Have a flirt with someone.
Yeah.
What?
You don't want to miss it. There's a lot of windows down there.
And
That's a good point.
And Colin's got to
a good
leave
point.
soon. So what do we do? I mean, this makeover is really, really good.
In the meantime, there's some funny stories in the entertainment. You guys are doing good. John Travolta apologized to Idina Menzel with flowers.
Oh, really?
You get about 20 minutes out of that while we're stalling.
That's the broad from Frozen.
Frozen
Right.
sold 3.2 million Blu-rays.
First day out.
Thank
look
God
good.
she's ready.
Pretty girl wants special.
All right.
Yeah, come on, step up to the mic of honor.
Lady Di, look
You should
this
have her
way.
sit.
Yeah.
Step up to the microphone.
What are you doing?
I know that.
Put your jewelry there, dear.
Sam,
That's what
block
that's what I
that.
was trying to move for.
Window.
Yeah, block
Yeah.
it. I mean, just with you.
Yeah, stand there.
Stand in the right place.
So we gave Lady Di a nice makeover.
It was very well done.
It is well done.
Yeah?
Makeup girl,
I
yes.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah, move closer to the mic.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
You ready?
Yeah.
All
I'm ready.
right.
We ready?
Here's
killed that
I
cat.
look like a. Go ahead. Let me see.
what?
Oh no.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
You look good.
You look good.
Jesus.
Let me see.
They worked hard on your makeover.
What you doing to me?
What happened?
You look good, Di, you silly goose.
You look good.
I really
Do you know
did.
what that's from?
I can't be like this for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Do you know what that's from?
What?
Don't you know what that's from? That
No,
makeup?
where?
It's like a goth look.
Yeah. All the kids are wearing it.
Yeah.
All the kids are wearing it these days.
You look
Oh,
great.
I see. I see.
You
What
look
is it?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a geisha.
Right.
Something to
Memoirs of a geisha.
No, hold on.
Hold on.
You gotta leave it.
Leave it like this for the rest of the day.
Just for the rest of just a little while.
Yeah, why
longer.
wouldn't you? What are you?
Have a little fun with
spoiled
it.
Sport?
You have a little fun with it.
She looks like a Joy Division fan from 1981.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Have a little fun with it. Come on.
Right, all right.
You look like Robert Smith's wife.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Help.
That's not a question of being worried,
I'm
but
nervous.
I know.
Don't get
there's
nervous.
makeovers and there's makeovers.
Yeah,
Come
ruin
on.
my party.
Don't get nervous.
Break up my party.
Break up my party.
Nice. It looks great.
Okay.
He shoots like mirrors.
Oh my goodness.
Spit shine Tommy.
See, Di?
go.
This is from a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's from a movie, but
You know what movie?
We're missing the bow tie.
yeah.
All right.
That's probably the problem. We
That
needed
red
the bow tie.
Pee Wee Herman bow
Yeah.
tie.
Right.
We're posting
what are you gonna
pictures
do?
of her new makeover on O&A show on Twitter.
Nice.
You look rather adorable in that.
Nobody will even recognize me.
Oh, they will.
No, they'll recognize
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna know it's me.
Yes.
Because
Try to go into the
put a caption
bathroom
on the
here.
bottom. This
They'll
is Lady
recognize
Di.
you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You look fun and ready to frolic.
Yeah, it's fun.
You look playful.
Thank
You know, for the first time in how long are you having fun? Jesus.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Enjoy it.
Lighten
It's not like
up.
they painted dicks on your face like we at first
Yeah.
suggested.
It was just a shock. That's
Yeah, because
all.
nobody
A
thought of it.
shock?
Yeah, believe me.
Okay.
You look cute. You got your jeans
worry
on, your red
about it.
sweater, and your little silly makeup. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's harmless.
Right?
Don't worry about
Marion
it
would be so
much.
jealous. She'd just be talking over everything you said. She wouldn't even let you shine.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's perfect.
Lady Di is great.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah, she should go down and
You want to
get some coffee.
Oh no.
What?
Not like this.
Why?
Not like this. They're going to be looking at me.
Why not?
I'm going to go to the bathroom, and this time
What?
to wipe the stuff off.
No, don't wipe it.
Don't wipe it off.
No,
You gotta go
can't.
home.
No.
The girls worked hard.
You gotta at least show Bill.
Come on.
Unfortunately,
No, I'm not going to go on the train like this either.
Why? You get right through.
Unfortunately, you're not
Everybody's gonna be
allowed.
looking at me.
Di,
What?
you're not allowed in the bathroom.
That's
How you
true.
gonna wipe it off?
You're not allowed in the bathroom
I'm not allowed in
here.
the bathroom in Starbucks.
Go to Starbucks.
Yeah, you could go in Starbucks.
But don't wipe it off, Di. You look cute.
You do look
Yeah,
good.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Do you want to talk to the makeup artist?
Yeah, we should plug her because
Yes.
she did a great job.
An amazing job.
Here they are. Don't worry so much. Stop tugging on your hair. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hell.
Full of bounce and luster.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, boy.
Oh, she's going for the lips.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Colin, what are you doing?
Don't get makeup all over. Don't get makeup all
Give him
over
a
his
kiss.
face.
Give him a kiss.
Colin.
Take the kiss.
God.
Come on. Enjoy your creation. Where you going? You get to leave?
Enjoy your creation.
You guys are lucky that I have a good sense of humor.
That's true.
Yes.
We're happy.
We just,
That's true.
I think we
like
just
Bill.
broke Colin finally. We finally broke him.
Yeah, I got his number. Don't worry.
Colin's had it.
Colin will call you later.
Yeah, Carl.
Colin's had it.
Colin, remember that.
Yeah, tweet him. Yeah. Just tweet him and remind him to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
She's playful. She's having fun.
If Colin doesn't have time, Jim will give you Carl's number.
Yeah, I got
and
it.
you
It's
could
all good, yeah.
you could give him a call.
Yeah, no worries. See you, man.
Take it easy, Carl.
Have a good day.
Good luck.
Colin Quinn.
It looks really good. They did
I
a
love
great
Colin.
job.
Yeah, why don't you sit down in the
Genius.
chair of honor? There you go.
Let us know how it goes at the doctor.
Yes.
Toodles.
I'm like, yo, baby. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, whoa.
Hold on. Oh, careful. Please don't
Jesus.
fall in your new makeup. You
You
look silly.
really do like Colin Quinn, huh?
Yeah, you like Colin.
Man.
Yeah, and I think he likes me too.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think
he's
there's
shy
something
though.
going
Like
on
you're
there.
going right for the lips, and I think he's getting a little bit freaked out.
Yeah. You're a little
shy.
pushy.
You got to play a little hard to
Little
get, I
pushy.
think.
But when you said that when you told the story about having anal in the 80s, he likes to have anal sex and most girls won't. And that drove him crazy. The fact that you did it.
Yeah.
He liked that.
Yeah.
If you would give that up for him.
You're a goer. She's switching headphones. She knows.
Yeah, I'm
She
trying
knows
to.
what she's doing. Go ahead. Take your time, dear. Yeah, hang on there.
Okay, there you go.
What the hell is going on?
I think you gotta hang out the rest of the day like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
I'm ready for Halloween now.
You look
Well,
good.
Well, you know, it's in October.
Is it?
A little while.
But I know that.
know that.
Oh, I
Maybe
wasn't
Marion
sure.
could have added something to that conversation.
I guess what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Worry,
I don't know.
She'll see the pictures later on.
I'm sure she will.
She sure will.
Do you know a guy named Jake from Elizabeth, New Jersey?
Yes. LaMotta. He said he went 8
I
rounds
don't
with you.
Let me find out. He's got a story to tell. Jake, go ahead.
Hi, so I don't have XM radio, but my friend's a big fan of yours. He told me to call in. Years ago, when I was still in high school, actually, I worked at a ShopRite in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Diana, do you remember me when you worked there for 2 weeks? Do you recall working at that ShopRite?
That wasn't in Elizabeth, my dear. That was not in Elizabeth.
I'm from Elizabeth, but it was on the border.
Yeah, the ShopRite you're talking about is the one in Garwood.
Right. Well, I consider it Elizabeth.
Is that close to Elizabeth?
A few towns towns away from
It's
Elizabeth.
the same one.
Yeah, you really are. You're kind of hemming and hawing.
So what happened here,
Jake?
So she worked there for 2 weeks. This is, like I said, this is years ago, back when I was in high school. But she worked there for 2 weeks. The first week, you go through training where they teach you everything about the store. Second week, when they put her on register, the first day she was on register. First of all, let me put in mind, she was a disaster the whole time working there. But second week,
I wasn't. I was not.
Diana, you were a disaster. They talked about you like months after you left. You were the worst employee ever.
Wow.
But,
How many years ago was this?
Man, I was in high school and I'm out of college now. I don't know.
5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
So what happened that second day?
So when they put her on register, they teach you how to use the checkout machines. When she was processing credit cards, she wouldn't enter them to actually process the charge. People left over $4,000 worth of groceries after her second day.
Without getting any, without being charged for them?
Is that true?
Exactly. She would put the card in the machine, and that's it. She was fired on the spot. It was
Lady Di.
I was fired after 2 weeks of being there.
Why were you fired, Di?
That's what he said.
It was. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Whoever you are, I really don't recall who you are. What happened was no.
Let her
Seriously.
explain.
Hold on
Yeah,
a
let
second.
her explain.
What happened, Di?
What happened was a person came in with part cash and part credit. Okay. And your till back then had to you couldn't go over $30 or something like that. It was some kind of rule or something.
Right.
And what happened was the guy behind me that was working another register. I said, "What do you do in this case?" Because I with part cash and part credit. So the guy behind me said, "Send this person to the courtesy counter. Just in other words, just charge her with the cash, and the rest of it with the credit card. You got to send it to the courtesy counter." She walked out with it. That's how I got fired. My till was $30 short.
$30 short.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this guy is saying.
No, I mean, no, seriously.
You made a few mistakes with the credit cards.
Right.
No, I just.
You forgot to log in. You forgot to actually charge the credit card. Is what he's saying.
No. This person, okay, like I told you, was part cash.
No,
part,
I understand
part
that part of it.
All right, but that's
it wasn't just that.
Why didn't you send him to the courtesy counter?
because the person behind me that worked longer than me over there told me to send this person to the courtesy counter.
Were you only allowed to have $30 in your till or something?
No. The 30. My till was $30 short.
Okay, yeah, no, because
because of what?
You didn't send him to the courtesy counter that you're supposed to. Why didn't you tell him that?
I told her to go to the courtesy counter. Instead of going to the courtesy counter, she left.
Had it.
And
I would have left too.
That's and then when you count your till in the end,
right with the till. I'm sick of hearing the word till.
$30 short. I was the one that was.
Where was the $30 short from?
Well, I don't know. I really don't.
How'd they know it was $30 short?
Yeah.
Because when I was supposed to. What? Go ahead.
Diana, so, all right, that happened dozens of times your first day. So we had a line queue, not only at her register, but at the actual convenience counter as well. So anytime someone had a credit card, she'd have them bag up all their fucking groceries that were already on the belt and then resend them to the courtesy counter. It was a fucking disaster. She couldn't
my God.
do anything properly.
Well, maybe she was improperly trained.
Oh.
It was her second week there. I was fucking 16, 17 years old at the time.
Yeah, but she was improperly trained, sir.
She is literally the worst human, not the worst human, my apologies, but the worst employee that store has.
Worst employee ever.
Well,
they still talk about you
it's
over
okay.
there.
So your pictures.
They still talk about you.
And you gave it a good try.
Absolutely.
I did give it a good try. It just
Go to the
didn't work
courtesy
out.
counter.
That's all.
Didn't work out.
Go to the courtesy counter. If there's a problem,
Well, I was listening to somebody else.
What'd they tell you to do?
They told me to send the person to the courtesy counter, and that's what I did. So that's why I could move on instead of having the line. The line.
Where was the
back up.
$30 short from?
See, this is what I'm trying to figure out.
She's still working it out.
All these years later.
I might have gave that even, through the course of the day, I might have gave the person the wrong change. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So many people that it added up to $30.
Yeah. How'd they know you were short? What happened?
Well, at the end, you got to count.
But this guy's saying it was thousands of dollars, not $30.
And everything like that. You have to count everything, and the money that you have.
Where do you put them?
Got to match.
The till.
I forgot.
Shut up with the till.
Well, you want to know, right?
No, I hate the till.
Wait, what about the till? I wasn't listening. What's up with the till? What is a till?
I didn't know what the till is.
Yeah, what is a till?
That's your register.
What is?
Oh,
just
that's
say
your
it.
register.
Why would you just say the register?
Right.
My till.
It is a till.
But that's what it is. That's a till, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's when you do something when the cards are dealt and they know you have a certain hand.
Exactly.
It's the lingo of the trade.
So for some reason, my register was short.
What is a register, though? Is that the till?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
All right.
I was supposed to have a certain amount at the end of my shift.
Right.
And I was $30 short, and they said, that's it. And
where were you short, though?
They took me in the office.
Where were you short to $30?
I just explained everything
I wasn't
to you.
listening. I was checking Twitter and making sure the phones were cool.
You have to hear me.
Where was the $30 supposed to be?
It was supposed to be in the till with the rest of the money.
Oh, I see.
In the register with the rest of the money.
Time.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
So what she's saying,
I get it.
She was $30 short in cash. like actual money-to-money, hand-to-hand
Cash.
credit charges. So she fucked up not only the credit charges,
I did.
but cash transfer.
You fucked up.
But Jake, I got a question for you.
I did.
Why?
I did. There was...
Why the anger?
Well, all right. So during her training, I was in high school, so I was one of the kids that had to give her the tour of the store the first week. She had this cough. I don't know. I don't remember him. She had this cough that it would echo off the wall. You knew when she was walking through the aisles. You could hear her cough bouncing all over the store.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Threw up, like day 3 or 4, she had to throw up in the bathroom. We had to send her home early. She was.
Did you have to go home early because you got sick?
No.
One of those days?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Maybe.
This guy.
Maybe.
First of all, I don't remember who he is, and second of all, somebody did give me a tour of the store, but not the actual store upstairs, like your break room and stuff. Because I already knew what the store looked like.
You did?
Yeah, of course I did. I used to go shopping there.
Oh.
So I already know.
Did you ever
what the
think
store
when you were
looks
shopping
like.
there that you'd actually be working there?
Yeah, well.
Just wondering.
Now that job, 2 weeks, what are you going to do?
Right.
And plus you had to park. You couldn't park in the parking lot.
Oh,
you had to park because
what were you supposed to do?
you were supposed to park at Gumpert's Field, which is
Gumpert's Field,
which is a baseball field, like a park over there. That's where you were supposed to park.
Who's Gumpert?
Yeah, what kind of?
I don't know who Gumpert is.
What kind of?
20-foot walk. You had to walk 20 feet. You're fucking lazy.
Why the anger, though? I don't understand why you're so mad about it.
First of all, this was so many years ago. You guys weren't even on the air back then.
I don't understand the field.
The what?
The field. This
Well, that's a park where the kids,
What kind of
the
park?
Little League
Like-
kids.
What do you mean Little League? Like
Little League kids. My son was there too. He was Little League back then.
What's Little League? Though? Is that like football or
no? That's
soccer
baseball.
or something?
That's baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a baseball field.
It's a baseball field, and nobody was playing baseball because it was early.
Right.
You
so
know,
what,
and that's where you had
you
to
park on the field.
No, you don't park.
Why
on
would
the
you
field.
park on the field?
Parking lot.
Yeah, wouldn't there be tire tracks once the kids do get there?
Yeah.
What?
The tire tracks would still be on the field, no?
You said you parked on Gumpert Field. So I would assume
that's the name of the place.
So you parked on the actual field. That's crazy.
Did Gumpert give you his permission?
That's the Gumpert Field. I can't even say it. The Gumpert Field parking lot.
Gumpert.
Oh, in the parking lot. Gotcha now. Okay.
Right.
Anything else, Jay?
No, I just wanted to say my friend told me to call up. She's literally one of the weirdest humans I've ever been around. It was only 2 weeks. So
That's what she thinks of you. She just burped.
I had
belching into the
belch. Huh?
I had a sip of ginger ale. That's why.
Oh, it's gassy. It's understandable.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Don't beat
All right,
yourself.
Jake. Thanks.
Bye, Jake. Whoever you are.
All right, we have Mike Baker on the line.
Real quick.
Oh, Mike.
Hold on, Mike.
Can we mention the makeup artist?
Sure, of course.
Is she leaving?
Yeah, they
I just
probably
wanted
got.
to make sure she got plug in.
Oh, okay.
They did a great
Deadly
job.
Darling on Instagram.
What's your name?
Alyssa Bono, and my Instagram is @DeadlyDarling.
Dudley Darling, is that your makeup company?
Yes.
Nice.
You did a really good job, and actually relatively quickly.
Yeah, real fast. Very cool.
Painting like this all the time.
Hold on to the
Oh,
mic.
Jesus.
Right.
What? No, you couldn't hear you on the microphone. You asked if she did face painting.
Do you do face painting like this all the time? Is that what you do?
Well, this is a little bit of a special case, so yeah.
Yeah.
Today I'm doing
I
God's
can
work.
see that. Do you have anything to clean it off with?
It's fine.
Yes,
You're
a
not-
shotgun.
this all day. I can't stay like this all day.
No, you look good. Just go with it.
All right.
And if you go to her Instagram, Deadly Darling, you can see girls in bikinis getting turned into zombies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We got our pal Mike Baker on the phone. Ex-CIA.
There you go, sir.
Does this come off?
I don't think you're ever ex-CIA.
True. Good point. You always got to keep your eyes open, right?
Oh, man.
Constantly keeping those eyes
Keep the
open.
head on a swivel.
Mike,
Hello, Mike.
we
Hey, man, how you doing? Thanks.
Good, how are you?
well, we called you a day late, I think. Because it looks like they found the plane. We were going to get you on with your theories and stuff, but it's starting to look like this is the plane off Perth, about 1,500 miles out into the ocean.
Am I added onto that?
I know. I like how they say that. They give that description as if everyone knows where Perth is. Oh, okay.
Perth, Australia.
Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Mick
Yeah.
Jagger's hold up.
Which is like southwest.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
The southwest tip of Australia.
Yeah.
No, but that's true. But I've been amazed by how everybody's had a theory.
Yeah.
And, and some people have, with almost no conclusive evidence to point to anything,
right.
they've had, really strong emotions about that particular theory that they've fallen down on, right? They think, oh, this is what happened. And you talk to them and you say, well, look, that's a nice scenario, but that's as probable as any other scenario that's out there right now. You just don't know anything. But for me, it was interesting just how in a situation like that, everybody felt so invested in it because everybody flies. But then after it drags on for a few days, the tinfoil hats come out and everybody starts thinking they know what the hell happened to it.
It was just an amazing display of people coming up with their own theories, and then just changing them as more or less evidence came in. A lot of speculation. The terrorism angle was kind of a movie plot thing to go with. I was caught up in that one early on. It's like, oh, well, planes can't just disappear like that. But this does kind of open up some security risks. I think we saw something here. Regardless of what happened to this plane, there is a scenario where a pilot could take a plane, divert it, and use it for evil.
Well, that's right. You know what they had, ever since this thing started, right, from the very beginning, you had really three basic options, three broad options. One was the idea of some sort of catastrophic or cascading mechanical failure.
Right.
The other was terrorism in some form and for some reason. And the third was pilot action. Now, that never changed during the whole course of this thing. And from an operational or investigative standpoint, until you get some information that looks credible and solid and points you into a certain direction and says, okay, you can take these other ideas off the table, you got to leave everything out there. And you're going to say, okay, they're all possible. But it was one of those things where, people couldn't help themselves. And it wasn't just as if they said, well, this is what happened. They took the plane and they landed it, somewhere. Well, then people started saying, well, they landed it at a particular location. You're thinking, well, how do you know that?
Yeah.
And it was the strangest thing. And everyone had their theory. And like you said, it does point to some issues. And I think one of the things that was for me, again, also interesting was how, we had this whole, crap with Snowden and the leak of all the information, and everybody assuming that NSA is constantly watching us.
Right.
So you had these people saying, well, how come the NSA doesn't just release data about all the cell phones the passengers were carrying?
Yeah.
As if that's what they do. and that story got so twisted and full of crap that, again, it's to me, the story is obviously tragic, regardless of how it ends up, but, for me, part of it was just the way that it unfolded. I mean, I got to the point where they were calling and asking me to come on and talk about, not about the plane, but talk about people's theories and say, well, what do you think about this guy's theory?
Excuse me.
We have
please.
Dr. Urbani is here. She's our guest for today.
Where do you think the airplane is right now? I know it's in the ocean, but where in the ocean?
Good one, Lady Di.
It's a very good question.
We
might have started with that.
I'm going to say what I always say, which is who knows. I mean, they say it's like, like we were talking about 1,500 miles off the coast, the southwest coast of Australia. But at that point, the satellite images were what, 3 days old now?
Yeah, 3 days old.
So you got to factor in the currents of the ocean, the wind conditions, and where that's pushing everything. And it's going to take them some time to find it, but it's floating around out there.
And no one's sure what if this is if these are pieces of the plane. Yeah.
No, they don't know. They got two objects. One could be about the length of a wing.
Yeah.
And they just don't know. And so once again, we've got to stand around, but we've got to also stand around while they fill up 24 hours.
I think we're gonna know soon though, because they did say that the Norwegian ship has made it to the
what's that?
The debris. So. So we're
there's some traffic out there. So they've got planes out there already. The weather conditions are awful, but they'll figure.
They have sent so many ships and aircraft to that location that I'm assuming they're pretty sure that this is the wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
What about Frank?
Yeah, they don't know, but they've got to go off of something.
Right,
so they've got to investigate, every lead, and this is not the only thing they've got right now. But you're right. I mean, it points to some military or some security issues.
Absolutely, I think that's the after all is said and done, they find out, they find the plane, they find out everything that happened. The thing is, what can be done to make this a little safer for people that are flying? If a pilot. They're not infallible to persuasion from terrorists.
Excuse me, Frank.
No, that's right.
What?
Excuse me, Frank.
It's not Frank. It's Mike.
Who's Frank? Hold on, let me get my buddy Frank on. I can't believe she's on for 2 minutes with me. My cover. Okay, I admit it. All
right. Do you think the Sharks know about this airplane? Maybe they could interview one of the Sharks.
Interview?
What do you mean interview?
Sharks?
Yeah.
You can't interview Sharks.
Well, do you think the Sharks know about this airplane?
I'm going to say what I always say. It's as good a scenario as any right now.
Okay, well, I hope everybody is okay.
They're not okay. They're dead.
I just hope that
they're in 10,000 feet of water.
I just hope that
it's pretty obvious at this point. No one's okay.
They're pretty fucking far from okay.
Yeah, there's not a chance they're okay.
Do you think this is terrorism?
Well, you know what? Something diverted the plane. And that's, and again, pointing to what we're talking about, where there's the bigger story. You're absolutely right. The bigger story now, very shortly, is going to be what all this meant. And but you know what? One of my brothers was, he just retired. He was senior pilot at Southwest.
Yep.
And he used to say, because they had this argument after 9/11.
Excuse me, Frank?
What can I help you with now?
In the middle of it.
About the thing about the Sharks, that comment, just forget about that. That's very insensitive of me.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Well, no, we've already logged it. I just passed that comment along to my colleague.
Logged it.
And,
I'm sorry that I said that, all right?
Right.
I'll be talking to you later. But the point being is right after 9/11, we had this argument about, do we arm the pilots? Do we put, and a lot of these pilots are former military. Well, as my brother and a bunch of other pilots would say, well, look, you don't have to worry about us having a handgun. We've got the stick of the airplane in our hand.
Right.
We could take this thing down any time.
Yeah.
So, that's always been an issue, and we've had a couple of other cases where the pilot action is obviously resulted in tragic circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But, then you've got the issues of, everybody out there thought that a plane was tracked constantly.
Yeah.
And now we find out that it's not.
Yeah, that's a little frightening too. I think the security risk in this whole thing is going to be the big story after all is said and done with finding this plane and whatnot. So,
and then we're all going to realize that Russia's already marched into Poland.
At that point.
This issue.
Yeah, what do you think of that whole thing?
No, I think it's amazing. We're raccoons chasing after a shiny object. This thing obviously, was fascinating and has been fascinating. It's tragic, but we can't multitask. So meanwhile, Putin has been engaged in finalizing the annexation of Crimea. He's done exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He's now starting to make noises about Estonia of all places. And we just don't seem to care at this stage because we're all looking over here. We can't stay focused on more than one topic at a time, or at least a lot of the media seems unable to do that.
Yeah, this is just another big distraction while something else a lot more important is going on.
Yeah. And not a single major network thought to even interview one shark during this whole thing.
Not one shark was interviewed.
Sharks Di, put the headphones on. This is bad.
Lady Di, why do you keep talking
put the headphone
into the mic as Mike Baker is
you can hear her
telling us? Yes, you just hear her rambling on in the background.
All right. I'll keep the headphones on.
What were you saying? Tell them what you were saying.
What were you saying? Was it important?
That was a very insensitive comment because
we understand.
All right.
You know what else is insensitive and rude?
What?
When somebody's trying to talk and you're rambling over them.
Sorry about that. Okay.
But why'd you say that though? That was crass. She feels very bad about saying that.
Well, she should.
Well, yeah, that was very tasteless. She didn't get in trouble for that.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. Mike.
I think that it'll be amazing if this turns out to be the wreckage. The speed with which we'll move off of this story will be stunning.
Oh yeah. No one will give a shit after that. That's for sure.
Right.
What else are you working on?
You know what? We're getting ready to film the second season of that Travel Channel show. First season went very well, so we're getting ready to do that. And
what's the name of the show?
Well, it's called America Declassified.
Okay.
Did very well, and basically we just go around to places and film interesting stuff, and I do interesting things, and boy, I'm really selling the show, aren't I?
You are. I've seen it. It really is great.
Hold on. What was the channel again?
Travel Channel.
I think I have that.
Do you get the Travel Channel? You probably don't.
Travel I don't know. Isn't that a basic cable?
It's not the one that broadcasts sharply. No.
No,
Right.
it's not. They're not
I think
that
now
one.
you're just doing
Not that
damage control after that comment.
I like that show. I like I said, I saw the one. I saw the one you did on the MLK assassination. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they want us to lighten it up a little bit. They felt like we started steering off into dark areas, and
I liked it.
So we'll, so did I. But you never know with the taste of the network. But it did very well, and so we'll go out there and see what we can find. Lots of interesting places to visit people just normally can't get to.
Yep.
So that's it, and we got to continuing to do business on a daily basis with diligence. Oh, that was a plug.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you. But other than that, I appreciate it. You're right. We're at the tail end, I suspect, of this Malaysian aircraft story.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I know it sounds odd, but everybody wants some closure on it.
Yeah, they'll just drop it like a hot potato once they actually find it in a couple of days.
Yeah. No, because then the NTSB report will come out or whatever it is. There's a whole second part of it.
There's a whole second part. But as far as this 24-hour news cycle on this thing, they'll stop.
They're going to start focusing on her comments about the sharks and how tasteless that was.
Well, we got a shark expert on the phone, actually.
What?
Who's saying that Lady Di's not that crazy with this theory. Sean in Brooklyn, go ahead. You're on with Mike Baker as well.
I'm not a shark expert. I'm half retarded. But
if
you think about it,
good enough.
If you think about it, they got a lot of sharks tagged in the ocean. They follow the movements of the sharks at any time. El Drunko might be right. If you see a mass movement of tagged sharks in one direction, why not take a look? It's better than what those other assholes are looking at.
Boy. Follow the sharks.
I know what a shark looks like.
That's great.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what? It's amazing to think that the experts didn't come up with this one already.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea, Mike. You got to admit.
Yeah. Well, I suspect NSA's already on it.
Yeah.
So
their own mechanical sharks.
But and Jim's right.
I have a good question.
There'll be a follow-on effort here. They'll be looking at the security issues. They'll be looking at a variety of other things related to this. But I just think it is amazing that you could have a network. Not to mention,
excuse me, Frank.
Sort of 24-hour coverage. Yes, can I help you?
Yes.
Mike.
I just wanted to find out: are they sending scuba divers down? Where they think that the airplane might be?
Yeah, because
as opposed to hot air balloons.
To see if the plane is there.
You want a scuba diver going down 10,000 feet. That's what you want.
Frank, that is a good idea, though. You got to admit.
Yeah. I think they're putting them right over the edge of the vessel now. It's a very, very deep part of the ocean.
It's a deep part of the ocean.
I don't think scuba's
the Titanic is in a deep part of the ocean, too, and they...
I can't believe you're making fun of this.
I'm not making fun of it.
Oh, my God.
Did you ever see scuba divers around the Titanic either?
No.
Step carefully.
No, when I see that movie, all they do is send down some kind of machine or something like that.
Right.
They don't send,
Way to joke about a tragedy.
Really?
What?
A lot of people died on that ship.
What's that?
Yeah.
I know. Was it over 3,000 or something?
Oh, boy. What? I'm flustered right now.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with this either.
Excuse me, Frank. Again.
Oh.
How much money do you make?
What a rude question.
Not as bad as some of the other things we've been going through.
Well, that's true.
Just trying to build.
Well, Frank, this has been a wonderful phone call.
Yeah, I got
to say.
I don't want to subject Mike to any more of this horse shit.
What? This is just like being on Fox, right?
What is your last name, Frank?
I'll say this much: it's a lot easier being in studio with you guys than being on the phone.
Yeah. Be part of the whole friggin' debacle.
Excuse me, Frank.
His name is Mike.
It just never ends. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Frank or Mike or whoever you are.
His name is Mike.
What is your last name?
Mike Baker. It's Mike Baker.
Mike Baker.
Thank you for checking in, Mike.
All right. Have a good day.
We'll talk to you soon.
I love the show.
Hold on, Mike.
You.
One more. Mike.
There goes Mike Baker.
Did you say the last thing?
What?
Mike Baker.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she was asked some poignant questions.
God.
I know.
Sharks. What a friggin' disaster.
Can I say hi to Wendy for a minute here? Wendy, what's up?
Hi.
Hi. I think we might owe you an apology, but we'll see. Go ahead, Wendy.
I'm just wondering why Lady Di can't shut the fuck up ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do too.
Lady Di?
Comment?
Annoying.
Annoying.
I'm sorry to annoy you.
Trying to listen to Anthony and Opie talk to somebody, and you just sit there and talk and make it about yourself.
But Wendy,
I'm making it about myself. How do you figure that? I'm not doing that.
But Wendy, this is all she has.
Yeah, but
This is all she has.
Oh man,
She's got to go back to whatever she does after this week.
Drinks.
Right.
She needs to learn to shut up for 5 seconds.
But this is all she's got.
Oh, man.
Learn to shut up.
Yeah. All right.
People listen to you guys for you guys, not for her.
Yeah.
True. All right, Wendy. Thank you.
Wendy.
Lady Di looks like when Jackie Gleason played that clown.
Yes.
Was it Gijot or Gijo or whatever his name was?
Gijo.
Played a clown one time.
Yes. And the rest of the world who hates us now can suck our dicks.
Gentlemen, look at this.
Sirs.
Fucking feds.
Important people in studio right now.
Oh.
They just came here to see Lady Di.
Yes, that's her comments.
It was very funny, actually.
Well, what happened?
Well, last night I got a text. It's pretty much just like, I'm going to stop in tomorrow. I want to see that fucking retard.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She's a big star.
Oh, a big star.
I'm looking for my wolf permit.
Oh, shut up. They're not looking for your wolf permit.
Rick Harrison is a little late, so why don't we get Lady Di to show the items that she's got up?
Ooh.
That'd be good. I would like to see what...
Can we get Lady Di in here really fast?
What she thinks is going to get some cash. I've seen people walk away with tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
When they come into the Pawn Stars place. And it's amazing. You know, it's just some crap. It's like, oh, I bought it at a garage sale for $10. Oh, it's worth, $5,000. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. And do we have any experts? Because I know sometimes Rick has experts come in and looks it over. Because sometimes he's like, I don't know what to offer you. I know a guy.
I think we could be the experts on this
We can be
one.
the experts?
Yes.
I know a guy. He'll come down and check it out. All right, here. Oh, look at her.
She looks scary when she's walking down the hall.
She really looks
with that makeup from Saw.
We figured her face kind of looked like the Saw dummy thing, so we just decided to make her up like the Saw dummy
thing.
And she really does look like. Oh hey! It just goes. Oh hey!
All right, Lady Di.
To hear about your comments
Come on,
with the shark.
take a seat there.
We got
Lady
Rick Harrison
Di.
coming in from Pawn Stars.
You watch Pawn Stars, Lady Di?
Yeah, that I watch.
Oh, you do.
You
It's
do
on.
watch.
It's on. That's on basic cable.
Right, but they have like.
Were you talking to the microphone? You've been here all week.
They have all antiques on that show. I mean, old things.
Clothes are a big seller too. They have like a lot of weird things with like weird, hard to get clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing. I threw out all my old concert shirts. I'm like, why? Those are worth thousands of dollars. Some of these weird shirts.
You know, if I had my concert shirts,
or any kind of shirts,
I had a lot of Billy Joel shirts.
Those are very valuable.
Are huge.
Those are extremely valuable.
And what else did I have?
Those are big. Yeah.
Especially
Big
in
seller.
XL.
Yeah, wait. Wait a minute. I had Elton John's shirts.
Could you imagine Rick from Pawn Stars going like, a Billy Joel shirt? Look, I'll give you $15,000 for this. I know you probably want 25.
I even have an old. I had an old monkey shirt.
Oh yeah,
a real old one from when they first came out.
Yeah.
Could you show everybody what you brought in today?
Yeah,
to have Rick
let's
Harrison. Hold on. Before you do that, because hold on, put it.
Look at this Pepto in the bag.
Yeah.
And you've seen every show. So what are some of the items has Rick Harrison got excited over?
Oh, it's amazing. Like old posters, artwork. He likes that. Things from like original things from Woodstock kind of a thing.
Okay.
Military memorabilia. He loves things like that.
Okay.
But I did see somebody came in with original denim blue jeans.
Right.
From like the 70s even, and that was worth a lot of money.
That was worth money, too.
Yeah, so clothing can be worth money.
Also, I've seen weird shirts. The highest bid I actually saw on that show was some weird offbeat T-shirt. It didn't seem like it'd be worth much. It was like the oddest stuff. Yeah, because people don't collect them.
Wow.
So the ones that make it through, fall through the cracks, are worth a lot of money because they're rare.
And Lady Di, you brought some things in, and you could use the money, so this could be good.
Yeah. All right. Which one is coming in today? The guys.
The main guy.
Rick Harrison.
Which one is the main guy?
Rick is the guy right next to the guy with the hat.
You know, the one that's
The
front
old
and center,
man.
the bald guy.
See, there's
No, I
the
was
old
just
man,
wondering,
which
you know.
is the grandfather, and
Right,
Rick's
yeah.
father. And there's Rick. And then there's his son, and then there's Big Hoss, and then there's Chumley.
Okay.
Well,
Who, by the way, you look a little like Chumley.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just saying.
Did we lose
I don't know what
Chumley?
to say.
No, that was a hoax.
all right.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
I used to have all kinds of old
All right,
things.
well, show us what you brought in today. For
What?
Let's see what you brought.
Someone said Lady Di looks like John
Dale
Wayne
Earnhardt
Gacy.
Jr. hat,
Hold on, Di.
number 8, which he doesn't drive anymore.
Right.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't drive the number 8 car.
No.
anymore.
The junior one is really because the Dale Earnhardt Senior is very popular. The juniors,
Oh, yeah.
they made, I want to say, like 50 of them.
Yep.
And there was a problem, and so there's very, very few of those because they weren't popular. So that's a
Probably
rare
big
item.
right there.
Yeah, NASCAR.
Big
in the back,
item.
NASCAR racing.
That's absolutely an original.
How much
see.
do you think you could get for that? Well, give us a number.
What are you thinking?
all right, okay.
What do you want to do? Pawn it or
okay,
sell
all right,
it?
all right. $200.
$200 for the hat. Okay.
You'll get more than that.
All right.
All right, $200.
More. You'll get more than that.
Well, I'm not
$200
gonna say
for
more
the junior
because
hat.
No, don't say 200.
No,
Don't
you
say
gotta-
200.
if you
Let him
want-
say it.
If
All
you
right.
want 200, no, he'll ask you how
Right.
much do you want for it.
Right.
But if you want 200, you don't say 200. You say 500.
500
Because then he's
for a
gonna,
hat.
Because then
He's
he's
not
going to
gonna
go
give you the-
down and say, "No, all right, 200," and then you go, "No, 300." So you might get 250.
All
out of it.
right,
Let me go-
I'll
let me go
try
off
that,
mic a
but
little
I don't.
You Jew him down.
I don't know.
Right.
Jew him down. Yeah.
Hold on. We got another person
right.
from Elizabeth, New Jersey, checking in with a Lady Di sighting.
Uh-oh.
Dave, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Dave.
Hey,
Welcome
Dave.
aboard.
It was Tuesday. I went to Bayway Liquors where I saw this monster online without underwear. She smelled like shit.
Oh.
She was chasing everybody out of the store.
That's not true.
That's not true, sir.
Did you go there with your diapers on?
No, I did not. No, I was trying to think. No, I did not. I didn't go there Tuesday.
Lady Di, you didn't park in the parking lot across the street from the school and have them carry your beer for you?
No.
You monster.
Why the anger?
I don't understand. No,
She's in bad shape. Why the
You
anger?
did say somebody carried your beer out,
Yeah, well, that was the person that works there.
but that's what this guy said.
Yeah, your brewskis.
I was standing right behind her. It smelled like cabbage and shit.
Jesus.
Wow.
First of all, I didn't have any corned beef and cabbage, and second of all, I have no idea what you're talking
The
about.
vice president of MrPoint.com.
I have
Vice
no
president,
idea,
very
and
good.
I wasn't there on Tuesday.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dave.
I don't know.
All right, what's your next item for Pawn Stars?
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I was there Tuesday. No, wait. Hold on. No, I was there Monday.
No, you were there Tuesday. You said you spent your money.
Yes,
We
that's
gave
true.
You for your panties.
That's right. That's
That was
right. Okay,
Tuesday.
all right. Yeah, okay.
So after all that, you were there Tuesday.
And you ate cabbage.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Really. I remember I wasn't hungry.
No, remember that was chicken
yeah.
fingers at TGI Fridays.
And I don't park in the school parking lot. I park in the Bayway Liquors parking lot.
Oh,
so I don't know where this
easy.
guy is
That's
coming from.
hilarious.
Easy,
Oh, well,
Chief.
All right, what's your next item?
Next item, up for bid. Oh, what she got? Oh,
We said to bring in the
Is that a
valuable
Ron
stuff.
Jeremy shirt?
Yes, it is.
wow.
Wow.
All right, that's
a vintage Ron Jeremy shirt for adults only on the back.
spiced
That-
rum.
Show everybody else.
Is a mint condition, original
Mint. Jim Mint 10.
spiced rum shirt. I knew what that was the minute I saw the top.
Oh, you
because
did.
when you go on eBay, I've
Yeah.
seen that selling for $6,000.
Jesus.
Because
That's a lot of money.
Because it was one of those things that because he's in pornography,
Yeah.
nobody wanted to carry the shirt,
Right.
so they made them and they burned them.
Wow. How'd you
Because
get
he's
it
in
there?
pornography? Hey, how did you get that? It was a moral.
It was a promotion from the liquor store.
Yeah, if that was just a shirt, but the fact is, and it says Ron DeJeremy. It's a whole special
Yeah,
promotion thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw that on eBay for $6,000, and it wasn't even in this kind of condition.
So you could get at
That's
least
mint.
at least
it's
a couple
pornography.
thousand today,
Yeah.
at least.
I would ask for
5?
probably 5.
No, you asked for more. I've seen it on eBay for
Well,
6.
Yeah, but he's got to make money also.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me see back.
What do you think, Lady Di?
Be very careful with that.
Lady Di, that's good news. What do you think?
Yeah, for adults only. That's the problem. Nobody wants to be. This was a bootleg shirt that was done by these rum people, and they used Ron Jeremy's image. And the promotion people did it, but the rum did not want to be associated because he's a pornographer. There's a weird stigma with porn.
Yeah.
So just fold it up nicely.
Right.
Okay.
But
So
that
careful.
was why it's such a rare item.
I'd ask for $5.
$6
Actually, Ron Jeremy gave it to me.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's probably why he had one.
One of the people that is associated with them, was followed me down the aisle, and he just gave it to me. He says, "Here's a shirt for you."
Wow, that's cool.
I'd ask for $5,000.
Yeah, careful folding that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Don't mess it
That
up
way
now.
he can put it in his shop.
that in good condition.
Are you willing to give
$7,000?
You're willing to give that up today?
Sure, I don't wear it.
All right. What else you got in the bag?
That's it. No, I mean that's it. As far as
That's it.
Jimmy, where'd Jimmy go?
You don't want to sell your
my
Pepto-Bismol?
bagel with cream cheese and and my Pepto-Bismol.
You brought a T-shirt
Just in
and a
case.
hat.
All right, a NASCAR
All
right.
hat.
They're
Both
So,
rare though,
you
because you
got
have the Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the Ron Jeremy with the spiced rum.
So ask for
That's
$500
amazing.
for the hat, and then $5,000.
You're not going to get $500 for the hat. You might get $300.
Yeah.
And for I think you can get more than 5 G's for the shirt. Anthony's saying ask for 5 G's.
You want
I
a
think
quick
it's stupid.
sell on that, I
You can
think.
ask for more. You can ask for 6,500 and then go down
All
to
right.
5. It's
All
stupid.
right, that's true.
All right, I'll ask for $6,500. What do I got to lose?
And these are the most valuable things you had at your house.
Yeah,
Wow.
I also have a Michael Nesmith poster.
What?
You know what? Why did you bring that in?
I decided
Wow.
not to let it go. A signed poster for Michael Nesmith.
Oh, that's huge.
That's a lot of cake
I
right
paid
there.
for that. I think I paid $40 for that.
That's a lot of cake right
And
there.
I just decided not to
Oh,
bring it
boy.
in because,
You're
They're
lost.
amazingly rare signed because he doesn't sign.
You're lost.
Michael Nesmith doesn't sign.
Nope.
Well, he
He's
signed.
No, I know, but that's why that's
He's
rare.
notorious for not signing.
He won't
Not
sign.
signing.
And I even
things.
wait, hold on. I even asked the person that was selling the posters. I said, "Are you sure this was signed by Michael Nesmith? Did you see him sign these posters?" And he goes, "Yes, they are."
Yeah, because he would never say no and then try to sell it. That would be
No,
silly.
well, he sold it
Certificate
at
of
a
authenticity
concert.
right there.
Yeah,
he sold
that's
it
all you need.
at the concert. He sold it at the concert.
Sure he did.
I'm sure his
You know,
word is good.
the same place I got the shirt, Opie.
Oh,
So you
didn't-
bought that signed poster at the concert from a guy, but he promised.
Yeah, he promised, he promised me that
I
it's.
thought you saw Michael Nesmith sign it.
No, I did not see him sign it. I
Oh.
asked the guy that was selling the
Right.
posters there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the guy would never lie.
And just
no.
one more thing, this person is Michael Nesmith. What do you call it? He works for Michael Nesmith.
Oh, he does.
So in other words, they go around, concerts and everything like that, and they sell these things. So, it had to be a Michael Nesmith poster.
Yeah, it had to be.
So, signed by him.
Who told you he worked for Michael Nesmith?
I just know that because he was in the theater with the other people that were selling the
Right.
What do you call it? The T-shirts and stuff. So they're associated with Michael Nesmith.
Oh. All right. Well, we got Rick coming up in a couple.
Okay. I get a lot of people coming in there. This is where people go to retire.
Yeah.
So I get kids from out of town saying, "Grandma, Grandpa just passed away. They got all this stuff."
Yeah. And
I mean, who really eats with silver flatware anymore?
No one. So you get rid of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen? She just was rambling on. I'm trying to talk with Rick.
You're a big fan. You've seen every episode.
I've seen every episode. I love the show, and this, she's just babbling on and on about God knows what.
So if you're an intern, what university do you go to? Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Excuse me.
She goes to a swollen liver U.
Excuse me. I'm a fan of the show.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a hat to sell.
Okay.
All right. Can I show it to you?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This is a very rare hat.
All right. Do you buy hats?
NASCAR champion Dale Earnhardt Jr., number 8.
Say something about it, Di.
He doesn't drive the 8 car anymore.
That's why it's.
Okay. So what can you tell me about it?
It's a really nice hat, and I bought it. I bought it a few years back.
Okay. Do you know who owned it before you did?
Nobody owned it. It was brand new.
So this is your sweat.
Just a thought.
Nobody really
Might
ever
be some
wore
liver
that. It was
juice.
in the bedroom for a long time.
Right.
So then I don't want to know what these stains are then.
Yeah, you probably don't if it's been in the bedroom.
I'd say priceless.
Priceless. That's good news.
Wow.
So, how much do you want? Tell him.
Tell him how much you
I
want.
wanted $750.
$750. He's not the number 8 anymore.
I know he's
So
not. He's number 88 right now. He don't even drive the Bud car anymore. He drives.
So you should get
National Guard.
$750 for that.
So you know.
Okay.
You want to throw a counter offer at her?
No, I don't want it.
That's about it. All right.
You got the other item.
Now you got the big item.
She's a big
Now you
item.
got the big
Yeah,
item.
she started with a small item, Rick.
All right, here's the big item.
This is
a good one.
Careful handling it.
Yeah,
Careful
don't get any
handling
makeup
it.
on it. Oh, jeez. Watch.
Okay.
Here's
what? Oh no! What? No, don't blow your offer. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
It's a Ron Jeremy spiced rum T-shirt.
It's an original.
Rick's just shaking his.
Well, what can you say about the shirt?
Tell us about the shirt, Lady Di.
It was never worn.
Brand new.
And
Okay.
he
That's
was
probably a good
promoting he was promoting rum.
All right.
Okay, at a liquor store, and never worn.
It's rare, right?
And Ron Jeremy was the one that actually gave out these shirts.
Right.
Okay. That's a big
Actually,
one.
a few years ago
Yeah.
at the Mixed Martial Arts Awards,
Sure.
I actually gave out an award with Ron Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
It was for the best equipment.
Hey, we've all seen him use his. So, Lady Di, what? First of all, you're looking at pawn it or sell it.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You want to pawn it or sell it?
What do you mean pawn it or sell it?
How much do you want for it?
$7,500.
Give me $1.
$7,500.
$7,500 for the shirt.
I'll give you $1.
$1.
Nah.
Okay.
That's a,
Well, she's
okay.
going to
So
keep
much
it.
for that.
Check around.
Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad when the people have to leave with their item?
It happens.
It really is funny when these people are talking up their items, and it's a big cumbersome thing also.
What you don't see on the show, though, is so many people come back and say, "Oh, give me the money."
And they say, "Yeah." I assume that a lot of times
and,
they're like,
and the thing is, I said, "Well, can I get you on camera selling it?" No.
I've had it.
That's why on my show you never see anybody pawning stuff. They just sell stuff.
Right.
No one wants to admit they got to pawn something.
That they're pawning something. It's always yeah, because you ask them all the time. You want to pawn it or sell it? And they're like, sell it.
Yeah. The people who are broken need a loan. We found out like the first 3 days of filming the show, they don't want to be on TV.
They don't want to be on TV.
Excuse me, Frank.
Yeah, Frank. His name's Rick.
His name's Rick Harrison.
Okay. All right.
Just remember what it rhymes with. You'll never forget it.
Okay.
Sick.
Okay.
She is.
No, I'm not sick.
All right.
All right. Now, at home, I didn't bring it in. Okay, I have a signed poster, Michael Nesmith.
All right.
How much would have that been worth?
Signed Michael Nesmith from the Monkees?
From the Monkees.
Yeah, from the Monkees.
You do like rock memorabilia.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's true.
So when did it get signed?
It got signed of November of last year.
Tell him how you know it was actually signed, too.
Yep.
Yeah, it was at a Michael Nesmith concert.
But tell him how you know it was actually signed.
And the people, all right, I decided not to bring it in because
It's
I really
valuable.
don't want to sell it.
Okay.
And the people that work for Michael Nesmith, that travel with him, one of them was the poster person, and one of them was the T-shirt person.
And he told you?
Did you ask him if it was
He told
signed?
me. Yeah, but he told me.
Did he give you a certificate of authenticity?
No, I didn't.
They told you that he signed it?
Hold on. I think they were available. I think the tickets were available, but it was more money, so I said, no, I just want the
You had to pay for your
Almost
certificate
every
of
single rock and
authenticity.
roll band has a guy sitting backstage signing autographs. I just want everyone to know that.
So unless you see...
okay, so in
every
other
single
words,
Beatles photo. Well, I gave it to a guy and he brought it backstage and he signed it for me. And I'm going, I hope you didn't give a lot for this.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me, one more question.
All right.
All right. I used
apologize to Rick.
Wait, hold on. I used to have signed baseballs.
Oh.
Actually signed by the players. Because I met them and then they signed a base. How much would they have been worth?
How many Babe Ruth balls did you sign?
It's like
Ask that.
What players?
Derek Jeter, Joe Torre.
Whoa.
Jim
Not a lot of
Lawrence.
Jeters out there.
Guys that are still
Jose.
alive, next to nothing.
Yeah, that's shit.
Say?
Wait.
Eh.
Yeah. You got a Billy Martin? Maybe a Thurman Munson?
There you go. No.
Wait.
Luke Gehrig.
Michael Nesmith?
Ty Cobb.
All right.
Oh boy! Look, Roland's going nuts out there because he says Rick's got to go. He's a very busy man today.
The closest I can get to that is a signed picture that was taken of Cleet Boyer.
Cleet Boyer? What the hell are you talking about?
You have the
used to be
best
a New York Yankee.
memorabilia.
Roland, what's the matter?
Yes.
He's got to go?
Yeah, because kept the time constraints.
How much for one of Bob Apodaca's used condoms? How much for one of those?
Oh, boy.
All right, I'm glad I'm going right now, guys. See ya.
Rick Harrison from Pawn
Pleasure.
Stars, thanks so much. When
Rick Harrison's very
it's
nice
on
meeting you.
History Channel.
History Channel, Thursday nights.
Great, man.
9 o'clock.
Love the show. Thanks so much.
Listen, the thing with the hat. Listen, Rick.
No, he's got to go.
It's been a pleasure.
You guys can go make a picture with him?
Okay. All right. What?
Thanks so much.
Tell him. This is your chance. Tell him. Tell him. It's your chance. Tell him. Just tap him on the back. It's his chance. Tell him. Tell him.
Well, here, wait.
Oh, what? Wait. What's the matter? Die?
I just had to.
What? Oh, what?
He
You anyway.
He just waves her off like that.
Thank you.
He's shaking his head.
No, I was going to take my camera out.
You don't know how to do the picture thing with celebrities. They're not going to wait for you. You got to
do it right away.
Right away. Die. Right away. I think he liked you.
Yeah, I wanted a picture.
Let's all run her down and get her picture.
Yeah, go get a picture.
Run her down towards the elevator. Come
Go
on.
fast. Run.
Wait.
That's all she wants. A picture.
Go, Die, go.
Go, hurry.
Oh, you take forever to do
my
anything.
God.
If it was a natty ice getting on that elevator, you'd fucking run. Run, you motherfucker, run. That's right.
Yeah.
Put me on a pay me no mind list. Run, get my fucking drink. Step and fetch it. Look at him.
She said she wanted $7,500 for a t-shirt.
With a complete straight face, she held up that
straight,
shitty
round face
t-shirt. That shitty t-shirt she got at a liquor store. And told Rick Harrison she wanted $7,500 for it. Holy fuck, that was funny.
And $750 for the hat.
For the hat.
He didn't know what to think of her.
Oh, she was terrific.
He was horrified with her sitting next to him.
She went to get her pocketbook.
Yeah, she went to get her pocketbook. She
She
come back.
disappeared.
No.
She was supposed to come back. She had something
That was
to
a while
say.
ago.
Wait,
It was a
Probably
while.
dolling up a
Pit
little
stop in the
bit.
bathroom.
I think she's dolling up.
No, she can't go in these bathrooms. Sam, where's the
Not
guy
allowed.
that brought her to the Starbucks? Because I heard he has a story to tell.
Her walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring him in.
Yeah, Colin, she's not allowed to use the bathrooms here.
She has to be taken for walks like
I know.
a dog, a little puppy.
After
She went to Starbucks, they had no toilet paper.
No toilet paper because she used it all the whole day.
After the ugly Betty incident.
Yes.
That's my favorite highlight. I didn't know if
The
we were allowed to
fact
talk
that
about
ugly
that.
Betty.
That's my favorite.
It's the best. Saw her pretty much naked. Yeah, she was naked.
She decided she would change all her clothes outside the stall.
And throwing up.
You want a TV series for like however many years Ugly Betty was on. You're doing Mushu movies now. She's in the Cesar Chavez movie. Yeah, you kind of be treated like whatever's the best facilities you get to use. You're like, I got a PM at Sirius Satellite. She walks in and sees that thing. That's great.
There it is.
And she was vomiting in the. I love that she vomits in the sink, and it wasn't even an accident. So that's just where I like to.
I like that she was going, come out.
Yeah. Oh, come out.
Oh, you,
No, no,
gotta get it out.
I gotta get it out.
Gotta get it out.
Get it out.
Her turds.
Talking
Like
about
a sorcerer chanting.
I gotta get it out.
Talking about her duties. Here she is.
Lady Di.
What's she wearing today?
Why don't you take the seat of honor?
Take a seat over there.
Wait, it looks like you're eating today. That's good. That's a good sign.
Wow, that is a good sign. Oh, you're hungry today.
You're hungry.
Drinking a Schweppes. Yeah, you look better.
Thank you.
You look better.
Did you? What happened after the show yesterday? Did you go right home or?
I went right home.
You didn't go to TGI Fridays?
What I did the other day, I felt so bad about that.
What, spending all that money?
Most of the money in one place.
Oh,
that
boy.
wasn't right.
Yeah, when you desperately need money, it's probably not the smartest
my
thing.
mom used to have a word for that. It was a certain type of rich.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
it was temporarily rich, I believe.
I know what the word is, but I ain't going to say it.
Good girl.
I've been called that too.
Ah,
really? What are you eating today?
Yeah, what
By
did
the
you?
person that I live with.
forget it.
That's the one that called me that.
Bill's
Okay.
a lot of people concerned too that Bill is an abusive roommate.
Nah, we would have saw the bruises.
I don't know. He might maybe like old Tina Turner
He could
abuse.
be like that.
He'd hit her with phone books in the body so you couldn't see the bruises.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I mean, not physically, just mentally.
Did he beat you when you collaborated with Phil Spector?
We got to get Dr. Steve on the phone because he had a long talk with Lady Di on the phone yesterday, and Bill was yelling and screaming in the background.
Really?
Yes.
What was he yelling and screaming in the background?
He basically was yelling, "She needs rehab.
Oh, okay.
Get her in rehab."
Okay, that's fine.
Look, he likes that.
Well, Anthony won't let him.
I don't want to be touched.
He's afraid of
or
his
rubbed.
feelings.
I don't get touched or rubbed by anybody that's, I would say, probably 30 years or older.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, you are being honest.
What are you doing? Put your bags down. What are you doing? You're
Look at
you're in
those
the,
pants.
You're in the spot of honor.
And
Put your stuff down.
What's in the TGIF bag?
Oh, it's just some stuff that maybe this person that's coming in will be interested in buying. You know, two things.
Oh, we have
He might not. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
you have some stuff for the pawn stores guy. Pawn stores guy.
We asked her to bring in a couple valuable things today, Colin.
No. Rick Harrison is going
I
to
was
be
thinking, like, what can I bring in?
I told her yesterday that he only carries $100,000 cash on him.
Right.
So that's as high as he'll be able to buy in.
Yeah, but he spends. He's known to spend, this guy. So.
Oh, yeah.
So you brought two valuable things in?
Well, they're sort of valuable. Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Before we go there, though, what happened after the show yesterday? You went right
I
home?
went right home.
And then what happened? You have a few natty ices?
I had a few natty ices.
How many?
A few, I would say 3. Then I took a nap. You know, and
Hard day's work.
Yeah, you're up
well,
early.
hey, getting up at 3:45 in the morning.
That's true.
That is a hard
It
thing
is.
to do,
I'm
especially when you're not used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
And
Got up from your nap.
so
and then
yeah, well,
what?
I had no choice because I was trying to read the stuff on my little smartphone, and all of a sudden my eyes just started to go like that. I said, "Let me take a nap."
Oh, yeah.
Smart move.
I mean, that's a smartphone that I
Diana
have.
was always the smart one.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a smartphone does. It's pretty smart.
How long did you sleep for? How long did
She
you
loves massaging Carl's
Colin
back.
Quinn.
Oh,
Thanks,
boy,
honey.
look at this.
Oh,
She is all over Carl.
of course.
You getting wet or is that diarrhea?
This intern thing is really starting to pay off.
What kind of a question is that?
Sorry, that was a bad question.
Yeah. You're C blocking her. She's trying to make the moves here.
I heard you already made.
Take that picture off. I
Yeah.
don't like that picture.
Which one?
Take it off,
I
Sam.
was
You
all red
heard
in
her.
the face and
Guy,
everything
hold
like
on.
that.
It's a factual picture.
In the
There's no
collage.
way you
Which
can,
one doesn't she like?
I don't
She doesn't like the
That
one.
I
should
like the
be-
fact that she
That's what
gave
you-
Sam an order. Take
Yeah.
that picture
That's-
off.
that's what-
Sam, do it, bitch.
That's the picture when you
Bad
were
picture.
homeless, though.
I know what it is. I don't like it.
Brings back bad memories.
That should be inspiration.
We like your cute Winona Ryder thing.
Inspiration.
That
To be fair,
Yeah.
except for the middle, they're all quite bad pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was when you were taking it in the
pretty good.
shitter.
That's what got you
That
fired
middle.
from Scorch.
That was all
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, that was
That middle picture was when you were taking it in the ass
Yeah.
by your.
No, that was even younger. It looks
Was
like a
that
high
younger?
school shot.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wow.
That satin
Yeah.
jacket.
When were you playing
Somewhere around
Rump
there.
Invaders after work? when were you having anal sex? Which one of those pictures is you in the 80s?
The one in the middle.
Oh, that is you. Okay.
I think it
I
is.
stand corrected.
No. I knew it was you, but I didn't know if that was the time that was taken.
Man.
I would believe it was
Hanging
around
out with
time,
that
yeah.
fast crowd, smoking cigarettes in the back hall.
Oh no, I
Marion.
Yeah.
did not start smoking until I started to get evicted from my apartment in Westfield.
What year was that?
Her phone.
Why is your phone keep ringing?
Her phone again.
It's the Westfield Chamber of Commerce. Please don't mention our city.
Don't mention our fair city.
Look how long it takes for her to answer the phone. Answer.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, Di. You got to do it quicker.
Who is it?
Hello.
Private number again. Hold on, let me shut it off.
There you go.
All right.
Well, maybe Marion's going to call in.
Day 4, she thinks that.
I'd like to remake
Maybe
All in the
Mary should
Family
call
with
the
me
show.
and Lady Di.
Yeah, but her is Archie.
She's busy right now. She works.
How many times have you gone down to Starbucks so far? I heard once.
What?
Once, twice?
Yeah, one time today.
And that's why I want to talk to that guy in the corner. What's
our young intern?
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Adrian.
Adrian has been Lady Di's chaperone for the last couple of days because she's not allowed to use bathrooms around here.
Yeah, it's been a delight.
And I heard that she took a pretty monstrous dump in Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Well, that,
Sorry to embarrass you in front of Colin Quinn.
No, it's not embarrassing at all.
I
We
bet
all
they're
do
used
it.
to that,
Everybody
though.
poops, right?
I bet they're used to that, though, with the coffee and stuff. A lot of people probably sit there,
Yes.
drink their coffee, and they're like, oh, boy.
Is there anyone in this world who's not cast the first stone for you to Starbucks?
So
you go into the bathroom?
So what happened in Starbucks?
I was standing about 10, 15 feet away. You
From the
could hear
bathroom?
Most of it clearly. A lot of splashing.
A lot of splashing sounds.
I heard a lot of grunting.
That's a sign of health.
The Starbucks staff was a bit concerned. Wanted to know if she was all right.
Wow, really?
Yes. While they were making cappuccinos, they heard some of it was audible to them.
What was audible?
There a lot
Just
of squirting
splashing.
noise, little.
Oh, wow.
You
From
took a loud
outside?
dump in Starbucks. It could have been
I
the
don't want to embarrass you,
machines.
Di, but
Yeah.
From outside?
I couldn't be happier.
and the hand
else?
dryer went off 5-6 times. Each time we've gone down there, Di
Cleanliness
said
is
she's
next
very
to
particular
godliness.
about keeping her hands dry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very particular about everything.
Hold on, the
I do.
microphone, sweet.
Are
Hold
ya?
on. Talking
You're
to the
not
mic of
particular
honor.
about everything.
I'm
You
very
puking.
particular about everything I do.
No, you're not. You puke. Well, I guess in a way, maybe she
I
only
just-
pukes in
I
sync.
wash
Yeah, but they're
my
all
hands
gross
at
things.
least
Right,
before
right, right, right.
before
I always
leave
did the camera of
bathroom.
Adrian
And
standing
don't,
there.
Don't even ask me why I do
Stoically
that.
for 15 minutes.
I just do that.
Like
I
a
like washing my
Buckingham
hands a lot.
Palace guard.
What?
You wear underwear with shit in it.
Oh.
Like how? What do you mean you
Sam,
wash
be
your hands in
courteous
your
to our
particular-
guest. This is our guest, Sam.
Don't
You're
embarrass her
being-
in front of Colin Quinn.
She's trying to score a little CQ dick.
Are you wearing Dides today?
No, I didn't have to wear them today.
You didn't have to.
Besides that, that was my last pair anyway.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just had
So
one
I-
for emergencies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, that was an emergency.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to tell you that right now.
Well, you've cleaned up very nicely the past few couple of days.
Yeah.
This is a good change because you were, it looked pretty grim those
We got to
first
start
2
looking to
days.
the future. You got to
All
update the
right,
resume. Now
okay.
you got a week on O&M.
But
Then
the whole
we
thing
head
is,
over to the dollar store with a new
I
attitude.
told you guys this yesterday.
Babbles.
Every time I drink
Yeah.
tap beer, it goes right through you.
Beer. Oh, what a
Because they don't
And
clean the
I made
lines.
that mistake.
Right.
I made that mistake
Nothing but
twice
excuses.
this week.
what
Love it.
about but you still drink the cans of Natty.
Yeah, but that's that's cans, and I'm
It's
at home
TGIF.
anyway.
You should
So
sue
if
them.
I have to go,
Yeah.
I go.
TGIF.
Yeah, you,
You know.
should.
Wait,
They
so
don't
they don't
clean
clean
their
the
lines.
What's that mean? They don't clean the lines.
I don't know, but my uncle used to be a lines cleaner.
You got to
He used
flush
go
out those
bars.
lines.
Oh, yeah.
Some sediment or whatever gets in there.
So
A
I'm
lot
saying
of times,
TGI
the distance
I mean,
between
you
the
have a
actual
lawsuit against
keg,
TGI Fridays for making you sick.
the distance
the
between
tap.
the
I
keg and the
don't have a
tap is a
lawsuit. You
long
can't
way,
prove that.
and it's not refrigerated, and it's just
Yeah.
sitting in the line. So the next beer you pull isn't from the keg; it's from that line that's been sitting there maybe overnight, or and it's hot. It's not
Well,
insulated.
how would I know that? I went to two TGIFs in Penn Station.
You sue TGIFs in general, the whole corporation.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying.
I see a
how would I
lawsuit.
know?
There you go.
She loves TGIF.
Oh, she.
Why do
loves-
you ever have the artichoke and spinach dip there?
good.
Wait a minute.
That's a good question.
That's phenomenal.
It's a good.
But I know I never did.
Just I have
All
suddenly
right.
craving it.
Yeah, it's
I
good
remember
stuff.
Oh fuck yeah!
that the one TGIF used to be a Houlihan's.
I remember that.
Right?
Hula hands.
Okay.
Remember hula hands?
Yes, I remember Houlihan's. Sure I do.
Oh yeah. Remember
Now, they
beefsteak
had-
Charlie's?
they had
Yes.
Unlimited beer and
Wait, hold on.
sangria.
Remember it? She was named. It was named after her.
They had
tripped
the
on it.
best taco salad there
Where?
ever at Houlihan's. They had when
Fascinating.
You're
when you got
gonna
a
get
taco salad,
spoiled.
it was
We
like
will
that.
treat you
It was
right.
stacked.
You're gonna get spoiled at Beefsteak Charlie's tonight. I remember that.
Yeah,
I don't
beefsteak.
think I ever went there.
Hey, Lady Di,
No.
put headphones on. We got Dr. Steve on the phone.
Oh, hold on. Give our honored guest the headphones, Sam, please.
Dr. Steve is getting me involved now
Give
with
this
this
young
whole
lady
thing.
headphones.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Di.
Dr. Steve, welcome to the show,
Hi,
sir.
Di.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
We
Good
had
morning.
we had some conversations yesterday afternoon, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So, Lady Di's in studio and the great Colin Quinn.
Okay. Oh, hello, Colin.
Hi, Dr.
Hello,
Steve.
Colin. So, walk us through what happened yesterday.
Well, after your show, I called Diana at home.
Oh.
And I was going to fly up, and we were going to have a fun little bit on Friday. And but I didn't want to do it unless there was going to be some payoff for her. And so she and I discussed it. And Diana, it's okay that we talk about this, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There you go.
So we discussed it. It was obvious that she wasn't interested in going to rehab because it's, the problems that she has is the tap beer, or she had Norwalk virus, which, by the way, if her theory that she had a puke bug is true, then we'll know soon enough because all of you guys are going to be puking and shitting in a few days.
Colin loves that.
So, we'll know.
Would you be happy if she gave us a puke bug and we were all puking and shitting and I had to cancel a gig?
Oh, man. Imagine.
This is a great day for you, isn't it, Colin?
I've been hungry. I might get it, too.
Of course, if it's the alcoholism, it will just continue to happen.
But,
right.
But it hasn't happened now in 2 days.
That's right.
Probably because she got some beer in her, maybe?
Yeah, maybe so. So, well, here's the thing.
Will you listen to Dr. Steve?
Oh, my God.
What are you saying?
She's just rambling over Dr. Steve talking.
What's going on over there?
Yelling at Sam.
Yes.
She's just yelling at Sam.
I wanted to write something down.
You look like Jim Florentine's brother.
Oh, really?
I don't even know what Jim Florentine looks like.
I know, but in the mouth, he looks exactly like you.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, his brother looks exactly like his brother Danny looks exactly like Lady Di.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
Looks like me.
Yeah.
He's thrilled.
All right, anyway, go ahead, Dr. Steve.
So we talked for quite a while, and there's a significant amount of denial there. I told Di that the swelling in her abdomen could be a sign of a condition called ascites, which is where fluid kind of weeps off of the liver and fills up the abdomen with fluid.
Oh, weeps off the liver?
And yes, and one of the reasons why she's never hungry could be because she's got fluid in her abdomen that's pressing on her stomach, and so she gets full early.
Oh.
And so that contributes to the malnourishment.
We should just stick a tap in there then.
Right.
I can.
I do take vitamins,
we do
Dr.
that.
Steve. I do take vitamins.
Well, she takes vitamins.
Yeah,
so
hold on a second.
Well, then
it's not like I'm, malnourished.
Hearing you say that is like somebody walking through like Hiroshima with a broom.
And I take my thyroid medication, too.
As you should.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
That'll help.
But you're in terrible denial.
Well, there you go.
Continue, Dr. Steve.
So I talked to Di for quite a while, and she does not have a primary care provider, but she does have insurance. And so we couldn't negotiate a trip to rehab, but we did negotiate her allowing me to send her a lab slip so we could just do some liver function tests and a complete blood count, and I ordered a thyroid test just to see where we're at with all of that stuff.
Oh.
And then if it's horrendous enough, I can actually arrange for her to have follow-up with a doctor local to her.
Uh-huh.
And I can get her in quickly if her lab tests are bad enough. Now, I can get her in anyway, but she's got to have a motivation to go, and I thought the blood work may help. So, and then the other thing is, it was clear talking to her, because the whole time I was talking to her, Bill was in the background yelling, "You need to go to rehab."
Oh, Jesus.
As he's drinking his 30-pack, by the way.
I believe it, Di.
He was yelling, and I'm like, shut up.
Right.
I kept on telling him to shut up.
You're
I'm on the phone with Dr. Steve.
But if Bill's telling you that, I mean, come on, Bill's a heavy drinker. For him to be telling you need to go to rehab.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something right now.
Okay.
All right. Nice. He was drinking his Coors, and, whenever he has a few drinks inside of him, he starts yelling and screaming.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Oh, no.
No, it ain't good, because I have to live with him.
Cops.
Jesus, with Bill in the background yelling.
Oh, it's just a bad scene. But Lady Di, I know you lie. You lie a lot about following through with things.
That's true.
Now, Dr. Steve is doing a lot of things that are for your own good.
Right.
That's it, out of the kindness of his heart.
Right.
And you have to follow up and follow through with these things.
All right.
But no, you say all right all the time about everything, and then you don't do it.
Right.
Yes, us to death.
Well,
this is very important.
When are you going to get these tests done?
Whenever the
what we need
papers
to
come.
do is, well, the first test, of course, is if she has the blood work done, and and I'll follow through on that. But it became quite obvious through this that what she needs is an intervention.
Yes.
Because us talking about this stuff, it's just because, she said, well, I'll think about it, which is, just a way to get me off the phone, kind of. And, we had a very nice conversation. We have, I think, all come to really care about Diana this week.
Slow down.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
The thing is, the people
we're just trying to get to Friday. Who are you kidding?
Who care about her need to be in a room and tell her what the consequences are if she doesn't go to rehab, and there need to be real consequences.
If she doesn't go to rehab, she can't be on our show anymore. There you go.
Well,
I did my
that
part.
would be your consequence.
There you go.
Might have another one, and her son may have another one, and Marion.
Bill might have one.
Dr. Steve sounds like Sosa.
Yes.
I tell you the consequences.
Yeah. I told you a long time ago not to fuck me die.
Dr. Steve, let me ask you this. If she doesn't do anything, right, and continues on her way here.
On her merry way.
On her merry way.
Yes.
What do you see happening to her?
Well, what will happen, and I've seen this a million times, is there will be denial until there is a catastrophic event. Bill comes in and finds her unconscious and can't wake her up and calls 911, and she ends up in the hospital.
Oh, boy.
And then that's when the process can start. Now, some people can survive that and actually it's a wake-up call for them. And they go through detox and rehab, and they actually do okay. And then some people, which are also, I'd say it's about 50-50, if that. It might be 20-80. They will go through the hospitalization and, like Tippy Tom, go right back into their old ways again.
How long before this catastrophic event?
That's difficult to say. That's kind of between her and her creator at this point.
But educated
Frankenstein. Rather than
All right, Anthony. It's all right, Jim. It's okay.
Oh my God, was that great?
That was gold.
Dr. Steve, you're a doctor, though, so an educated guess from a doctor.
Yeah, well, I can say sooner rather than later.
Sooner meaning what? Within the next year?
Yeah, I'd say, months, several months to a year, maybe, if she keeps going the way she's going. But that's difficult to say.
Lady Di, some major shit might happen within the year.
Different resilience. Now, I can tell you, based on the blood work, a better prognosis once I see how, if things have started down a certain path.
Yeah.
If I see elevated liver tests, or grossly decreased protein level in her blood, that would tell me a lot.
Based on, visual, even just looking at her pictures, did you see that collage of her through the years? That last picture, the most recent one, what do you see there as far as alcoholism goes?
Well, I see a condition called rhinophyma.
Oh,
what is that?
That's the enlarged nose that she's got, and that is I'd have to see it in person.
The WC Fields.
WC Fields,
right. The WC Fields nose.
Okay.
And what that is a condition where you get rosacea of the nose, and it's untreated, and then for some reason it's exacerbated by alcoholism.
Wow.
Jeez.
I see some...
Wait, Lady Di, in denial again, is staring at the picture and goes, I don't see it. She goes, I don't see it.
I don't see the
You don't see it because you're not a doctor.
Yeah, well,
you have a nose like Dagwood Bumstead's boss.
Wow.
Bravo.
I see I'm in need of a haircut, that's for sure.
Good point.
That's it. That start from the
a haircut and some
down.
clean beer taps. You're back in business.
Let's hope Jack Torrance comes and can cut it for you.
This goes back to the denial thing that we're all talking about here. Like, that's all she sees in that picture, that she needs a haircut.
Needs a haircut.
Dr. Steve.
And I need to lose some weight, yes.
Oh.
But you might not be able to lose the weight because it's advanced liver disease.
Yeah, you don't lose weight by quitting drinking.
Weeping off your liver.
You're not going to quit.
Weight bank.
You don't eat, so it's not the weight's not from that.
Yeah, you don't eat, right?
Dr. Steve, Can I ask you one question? When you graduated medical school, that day you got that diploma, and the whole family's surrounding you, and you're all cheering, you got your little hat, your cap, and after all these years, all the loans, did you ever envision yourself on the phone yesterday talking to a disgruntled ex-dollar store employee while an angry former Golden Gloves champion falling on hard times is yelling in the background?
Yelling in the background. Yeah, my mom would be very proud.
There it is.
Wow.
Yeah. He's tossing his hat up in the air. Hey.
Fast forward.
Oh, the future is his.
My life is just starting, Mom.
That's it.
Too good.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
And so you were saying, and her face looks bloated, right?
It does look bloated, but I'd have to look at the whole person. Now, the pictures that alarmed me the most were the ones of her abdomen. But when she said, "Well, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger," I don't know why, because I don't eat anything.
Yeah,
and that's what makes me concerned.
It's called Fred Mertzism.
It's called what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, there was another question. What the fuck? Stomach. Shoot. What was it?
Oh, man. What did you eat? You're eating a
What's
donut?
that, hot sauce?
No, it's a bagel and cream cheese.
Hot sauce?
Oh.
Yeah.
Spices it up?
Oh,
No,
Dr. Steve,
She wants to be close to the call. She loves her call.
She needs some effect. Yeah.
What do you got to say about the diarrhea and her peeing herself and stuff?
As she's wrapped around Colin.
Exactly. I'm like this. And she laughs.
It was an accident. That's what it was.
Oh, no one thought it was on purpose, dear.
No.
Do you got adult diapers on today?
No.
She used the last one.
The last one.
Well, I used the last one, but I don't think I need them today.
Good for you.
And I think the thing that we've missed.
You got to roll the dice sometimes.
Right.
The point that we've missed.
Still waiting for our date, you know.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Boy.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Dr. Steve.
While you're trying to save her life, she's trying to fuck Colin.
Right.
So, yes, Dr. Steve, you were saying.
Well, I think the point that we've missed on this with the adult diapers is that she used her last one yesterday. That they come in packs of 20.
Oh.
So that means that she'd used 19 before that.
Ah.
Have you had...
Good point, Diana. How long do you have those?
You've used 20 of them?
Of course I did. I mean, I had that adult diaper for a long time, and I said, if anything, I need it today.
So if she's shitting herself...
Why did she need it before?
Yeah.
So that tells me that it's not an acute problem. This is a chronic
You could say that again.
A what problem?
It's a chronic problem.
Chronic problem.
An acute problem.
Wait a
So
minute.
that leads us into a whole different set of diagnoses.
Yeah.
Chronic diarrhea can be caused by malabsorption, which can be caused by pancreatic problems. Can be caused just by irritable bowel syndrome, but that's
listen,
very
Dr.
extreme
Steve.
version.
Here we go.
I remember now.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm in menopause. I'm going through menopause.
Right.
Yes.
And I used to get my period every 6 months.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Every 6 months?
What
are you, an elephant? Were you a cicada?
That's what happens.
Yeah.
To answer Opie's question, yes, she is.
I was getting my friend every 6 months.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Marion.
whatever you want to call it, okay?
Yeah.
And
That's a long-distance
you know
friend.
what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
The curse.
I bought adult diapers because it was pretty bad,
Oh, you were really bleeding.
really bleeding.
What's the matter? No tampon?
But the whole
More excuses,
No,
by the way. Here are the
that's not an
excuses.
excuse. That's
Fucking
that's
take it off. It
serious.
looked like Lincoln's pillow.
Did you ever have to wrap a sheet around the fire plug while Bill went to the store and just stand there and wait?
Because if I didn't do that, I would stain the sheets and stuff like that.
Oh, you can't have
All right.
that.
So,
But you continued
I would
to
wear
use them.
I would wear an adult diaper, especially when I went to bed
For your
because
period.
yeah, seriously.
Every 6 months.
It's like the Apollo's joke. It looked like the horse's head seems like got that.
But it would be like when it finally came.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it would come a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So finally,
We get it.
that is over with.
Ah.
So I didn't need
So
to do
you're all
that.
the way through menopause?
I don't know. Maybe. I
You
have
don't
no
get
idea.
your period, right?
No, not at all.
Well, see, then she's done with menopause.
Not at all.
Good news for Colin Quinn.
She's not pregnant.
No,
you can dump right in. You can dump right in there. Yes.
No need to pull out. Just wrap your fucking hands around that back and fill her full of seed.
Jesus. Oh, wow.
Anything else, Dr. Steve?
Colin?
No, well, that's...
Yes. It's a beautiful visual.
Information.
Oh, it's a beautiful visual. All right.
What about her weeping fluid?
If she wasn't using those for piss and shit, then it's...
Hold on, easy with the medical terminology.
Dr. Wise Guy.
It is more likely then that the first few days she was going through acute withdrawal.
Yeah, right?
That was our original theory.
But Dr. Steve, what about the psychological stress of starting a new job? That affects all of us.
Absolutely.
I used to get a tummy ache the first day of school. I remember that.
There you go.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing.
Stuff like that happens.
Just keep enabling her. There you go.
Keep enabling.
We just want to get some good radio.
Me.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Well,
so what we're going to do, Di and I are going to follow up. I'm going to keep talking to her. If we have a miracle and she agrees to go to rehab, we'll have it all set up. Dr. Lydia is going to help us with this.
Oh, nice.
And, she's licensed to do an intervention in New York.
She's licensed to have giant tits.
Yeah,
that's
right.
She's
We all know that.
Yeah.
She got some big ones.
That's right, she's licensed to milk a load.
But other than that, she could help out with the psychological aspect of the whole thing.
We're gonna set that up, and maybe within the next month we'll try to get that going. So.
All right, that'd be nice. A little dye intervention.
Once again, when Dr. Lydia threw her cap in the air, do you think she imagined you animals would be saying you should milk a load?
Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve.
Yes, Diana.
All right. I don't know. I forget if we went over this yesterday. But did I tell you why I started drinking?
Oh,
no, you did not.
Oh.
Okay.
Let her rip.
Low self-esteem.
Oh.
All right. Wait a minute. Because the guys that I used to like were either had another girlfriend,
gay or unavailable,
or unavailable, right? All right. Or they just didn't want to go out with me.
Well, welcome to Earth.
Thus,
well, everyone would be drinking. Everyone would be drinking. We all have our, unrequited loves.
Right. But I think that was the reason why.
That's right, and you started drinking.
It started like that,
right, Diana.
Screwdrivers for low self-esteem.
That explains giving up the asshole for the entire.
That's right.
Yeah, that is
80s
true.
decade.
I guess it does. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's right. All through Reagan, you were giving up the fucking shitter.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't feel worthy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Lady Di, pull down the back of those bloomers.
I love when you do the Ronald Reagan.
Isn't it great?
I'm a national treasure.
Yeah, right.
You should bury this treasure.
That's a good one, Chippa.
So you start drinking because of that, and then it just escalated.
It just kept on going on and on. First, I started on the weekends.
Right.
Then I started after work.
Right.
All right. And then it just went on and on.
What about the guy that killed himself with the train? Did that have an effect on your drinking?
No.
Really?
No, it didn't.
She didn't care about him.
I wasn't with him. I wasn't with him at the time at all. I broke up with him.
She's made the classic error that a lot of people make, that she used to drink the hard stuff, and she figured, well, if I drink beer...
Yes.
Right. There you go.
This is what beer drinking does to you.
Well,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not just a beer belly, I think.
We keep trying to tell you it's not just a beer belly.
All right.
Weeping fluid.
Yeah, your fluid is filling you. It's,
okay.
it's a sack.
I don't know.
Why are you so afraid to go to rehab? Why don't you just go and quit? Aren't you done with it?
Should just go to rehab.
Like, what are you holding on to that nonsense for?
Yeah.
I'm thinking right now.
It's like, what is so good about your life right now that you don't want to change it through like rehab or trying to improve yourself?
This is something that Dr. Steve and I are going to have to talk about.
Well, no, I mean, it's just a question I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Look at your life right now. Look at where you are in life.
Yeah.
Look at where you were. Look where you are right now. What's so good about what you're doing right now in life that you don't want to mess it up by going to rehab or self-improvement?
I really don't know.
There's nothing.
Right.
You sit at home. You watch horrible television. You drink beer with an abusive man. and that's your life. So why?
He's not physically abusive.
But whatever. But you understand his point.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's not like you're like a rock star on tour doing drugs and drinking and going, oh, you got to go to rehab. It's like, wow, I'm fucking on tour. I'm a rock star. You're fucking living like, look at you.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Okay. All right.
Hold on, we got Dr. Lydia that wants in too. Dr. Steve's on the phone, and now we got Lydia. We also have Colin Quinn in the studio. What's up, Lydia?
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hello, lovely.
And say that this is not what I imagined when I threw my cap up in the air.
Who's that?
Dr. Lydia.
However, I do appreciate the forum, and my heart really does go out to Diana, although it's very frustrating to work with substance abusers and alcoholics.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because it's very hard for them to stop, and I do understand that.
Well, because you're leaning toward alcoholism yourself, no?
Because I do drink and I do understand substance abuse, and I have seen it ruin people's lives, and maintaining a balance is very difficult.
Oh, no, Lydia's not going to be good for Di. Di's going to go like, I like to drink once in a while. Lydia's going to go, here's to it.
Lydia goes, once in a while, that's fine.
Who is this? Dr. Lydia, where are you from? Who is this?
Yes.
She's working the crowd. Where you from?
Where you from? What do you do?
Lady Di, thank you so much for asking.
We're celebrating a birthday.
Generally, when I work with people, I don't talk too much about myself. I talk more about them.
There you go.
I am very, very concerned about you. I'm glad that you recognize where your drinking started. My guess is that it continues.
I know that's where it started.
It continues because of that, but also because of what Dr. Steve and the guys are saying. There's now a physiological addiction that makes you ill when you don't drink, and that's a big, big problem. You're at a point where you really do have to make a decision about whether you're going to live or die.
Damn. Wow. Now that's serious right there. That just got serious, Lady Di.
You're only 52. It's not like you're in your late 80s. You're 52 years old.
Yeah, 52, 53, 54, 55.
And you got a baby face underneath that,
Yeah.
You do. Little cherub cheeks.
That is so nice.
You're like a little John Panette.
A little more.
That is so nice.
Thank you, honey. Anthony, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, I do.
Kiss to the floor.
You just kissed Colin's forehead.
Anthony, you don't know what you're missing,
I
baby.
know, seeing this now, it's making me a little jealous, Col. Oh, what is she doing? Wow, she's trying to get a little close to your mouth there.
Absolutely. Di wants a little bit.
You're going to get that puke bug.
I don't know.
How long is Colin going to fucking tease that cooter before he gives a little bit up? Am I right or wrong, Di?
I don't know. I better do some heavy training. I got to match his face up to Bill. I know they're not doing it anymore, but there's still something there.
I think so, too. I think Bill will be jealous.
You feel it get all wet and find out it's just weeping liver juice.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Liver juice.
Now we understand the smell from the other day.
Weeping liver juice.
That E-Rock smelled and the rest of the guys.
That was bad news.
I know, that was a good one, that video.
Yeah. Dr. Steve, what else? Are we done?
Yeah, if
can we move on with the funny?
Diana that if by some miracle she makes the decision to go to rehab, we can have that done that day.
Oh, see?
I'll keep in touch with her in the meantime, and then if we need to do this intervention, then we
Colin, don't forget to call me one day, okay?
She's not listening to you. She's too busy giving Colin her number.
Yeah.
I got the digits.
Good luck with this one, Dr. Steve.
Why don't you trade numbers? How come only you're giving? Why don't you just trade numbers?
I'll leave mine on your machine.
What machine? She's right here.
I'll leave it on the phone.
You should probably.
Just send her a text real quick.
Okay, all right. He can do that.
Yes, Lydia?
Thank you, Anthony. I wanted to thank Dr. Steve for reaching out and asking me if I could be involved because I would very much like to help Diana. I know that Dr. Steve is working very hard. Diana, only you can make this decision, but if you would like some psychological support, I'd be more than happy to give that to you.
Dr. Lydia, two of the top doctors are trying to help her, and she's yapping to Sam.
She's talking to Sam. Diana, you're a
She's yapping
psychotic.
to Sam about taking taking down one of her pictures.
Like that?
I think I know why Opie's making that face.
You're not listening. Are you?
A, you're not listening, and B, Lydia is accepting an award for some reason. I want to thank Dr. Steve for informing me of this.
Why do you feel this way?
Anthony, you should not act in this manner.
She's right.
I still say.
Unfortunately, I would predict that Diana probably won't do anything until the situation worsens because she is living in an enabling situation.
That's true.
An enabling situation.
What enabling? Bill's yelling for her to go to rehab, too.
That's true.
Even he's had it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bill was telling me to go to rehab.
But he's buying beers for you.
She's mad. Bill was telling me to go to rehab.
What is it? He'll buy, you'll fly kind of a thing?
I have no idea.
I used to
what
love
it
those.
is.
Hey, I'll buy, you fly.
I don't think he realizes, I don't think he realizes.
What?
Boy, if any house should have fucking reality show cameras in it, it's the Lady Di Bill house.
Right.
Why should he realize he's got his own personal horrors to deal with every day?
What, Lydia?
You know what? Let me tell you something. I didn't talk to him all day yesterday.
Good for you.
As soon as I got home, he said, "Don't have too many beers. Don't get drunk because you're gonna have to go back out again."
Oh,
he's not concerned with you. You're just the liquor fetcher.
Why did you have to go back out?
Oh, I know. I had to take money out of his card to pay the rent, but I didn't go.
Okay.
I did not go.
You had to nap.
He gives you his debit card and PIN number?
Yeah. And he didn't say don't drink. He just said don't drink too many beers.
Too many beers. Right.
Don't forget, Bill's in that world, too, though. He doesn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Bill's idea of help is, hey, just slow down.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm going to get going, guys.
All right, Lydia.
All right, Lydia.
In studio.
Thank you, Lydia.
You know where to reach me.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good luck working with
two top medical people willing to help you.
There it
That's
is.
true.
Jumping about Sam.
She's kvetching over there with Sam about something.
She has a medical team
You have a
behind
team
her now.
helping you for free.
Yeah, look at this.
And you're over there smiling and flirting and trying to get some dick. You're trying to get some dick.
I'm trying to get his whole body,
Batting
not just
your
the one
leaky
area.
eyes at Colin.
That's true.
Wow.
That's
Not
true.
just the one area.
Yeah.
Sam.
What would you do with Colin Quinn? We learned what you would do with Anthony.
What would you do with Colin?
Same thing. The same thing.
I don't remember what.
Yeah, walk us through
kiss
it.
down,
You don't
kiss
remember?
down his whole body. She said to Anthony.
Kiss down his whole body from head.
And then I like the sexual part where you go with your second chick. She goes, I might do that too.
She really does like Colin.
Would you give him a
I sure
massage?
do.
If he was on his stomach, would you give him a nice massage?
Yes, I would.
And would you kiss his back a little bit?
Ure.
Maybe work your finger into his asshole?
Oh, no, I would that.
Nice.
She doesn't like ass play. And you know what?
man.
I kind of
I would
agree
not
with you,
do
Diana.
that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Steve.
Sorry to interrupt. As much as I love sexual fantasy, I've got to get my
Colin
kids
would do.
up.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Dr.
Thank
Steve,
you.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Steve.
Dr.
And,
Steve, sorry.
Dr.
Keep it
Steve
the
does
same
so
thing.
much for this radio
That's
show.
good.
And fucking...
And they want to cut his $150 down.
Carl, do you have a nice double door to sleep on with Lady Di?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Exactly.
Hold on.
What happened?
What's up, Di?
Colin.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Would you tell him what you did, Di? Tell him what you did so the audience didn't see.
What?
I showed him my boobies.
Yeah, but why doesn't the liver? Why doesn't the liver juice fill those things up?
I think they look pretty good.
That's real tits.
Yes.
That's all tit right
I'd
there.
say that's about.
I'm just saying, God's
Well,
cruel if he's going to let the liver
They
juice.
weren't that bad. Those are about 34C, would you say?
It's 40C.
What?
40C.
Maybe I should have let everybody guess. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's all right. We're fine.
40C is nice. Those are nice, big, heavy bubs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hefty.
You want to touch him?
Yeah.
Those are real bubs.
You want to touch him?
No, I don't want to.
You sure? You sure?
Fair question.
Sure. I just.
Why don't you start, Di?
You
Get him up a little bit. Get him hard. Get out and squeeze it. See how big it is.
You sure?
Get him hard.
Get out and squeeze the fucking puppet master's cock.
It's inappropriate.
He wants to ruin this radio show. Give his cock a little squeeze. All right.
I think it's only. I think it's only fair.
rubbing his
Colin.
leg.
Yeah, what are you
It's
doing?
only fair. This is called payback. This is called payback.
How great would that be? He starts this off to ruin us, and he has to eat her ass.
Hey, I would do anything for Colin if I get a free show out of him.
A free show.
Free show.
Yeah.
Private?
Go to one of your shows again.
Yeah. Private show.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah, you don't go to the you don't mention the show when you're trying to get in his pants.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know.
I don't
now
know
you just
what
seem
show's
like one of
gonna
the
be on
many
next.
groupies
No,
that
the show's the
follow
thing.
him
We can
around.
set that up, and we'll deal with whatever we're going to do afterwards.
Okay.
But back to
I saw you once at Caroline's, and that was a
I
long
remember
time
that.
ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was,
believe you made your presence felt.
That was when I
I
looked
believe you
like,
also managed to.
No.
She made
Like
a
that.
presence felt in the beginning of the show.
Around, no,
Like standing
before
up.
that, when I had that
standing up and
Oliver
yelling.
Hardy haircut.
Oh.
You know.
Oh my God! They have no clue.
Guys,
Yeah.
remember that Oliver Hardy haircut I used to have?
Yes. We do.
Yeah. Okay, that's around the time that I saw Colin Quinn.
All right, look. We got to take a break, and it's time for your makeover.
There you go.
Hey,
I'm getting made over.
I know.
All
I think that's not Oliver Hardy. I think that's more like what's her name?
Oh,
like,
no. That. Wait a minute. Yeah. Well, maybe
It's
this
more like
one
a
over here.
hipster kind of Tegan and Sarah haircut.
Maybe that one. Maybe that picture.
It's like Mary from The Little Rascals.
Good reference.
If I
Nice.
could find the pictures at home.
All right. We'll figure it
back
out
in the
later.
90s.
Okay. All right.
The 90s. Where were you taking it that decade?
Was that the deck?
Please, everybody.
He's seen some crazy
Someone
people,
would be nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's just it. He's seen plenty of crazy people, but
Well, let's get Marion on the phone. Marion.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I always have to pull my headphones
Yeah.
off a little bit with
Thank you
her
for
that voice.
Why do you keep calling us?
No, you called me.
No, you called first, remember?
No, Adrian called me because I wanted to ask Diana what she got for that T-shirt because I had the same one.
Oh, well, she asked
I
for
didn't get it.
$7,500.
Right.
Diana, what'd you get?
No, don't tell her. You should have been here with your shirt.
Whatever it is, I hope you put it.
Marion's got the same Ron Jeremy shirt there, Jimmy.
She wants to know what Di
And
got
wants to know
for
what
it.
Di got from Rick from Pawn Stars.
I hope you got something that's gonna at least have some money in the bank for a little while.
Well,
I think you could say that.
Yeah, definitely.
She did pretty good. She scored pretty good on that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 5? Was it 5 or 4?
5 or 4 what?
4,000.
Well, she went in with an offer of $7,500.
That was a little high.
It was high.
Yeah, he was trying to, you know. I ran out of steam in my thoughts. I just realized who I was talking to. I'm like, why am I trying?
I hope he got 5 for it.
5,000 for the T-shirt. What do you think it's worth?
About that.
Are you going to sell? You're going to sell yours?
Wait, why do you think? Hold on, very interesting because you're pretty close. Why do you think the shirt is worth $5,000?
Because it's signed by a porn star.
Well, there you go.
And you know what? He's semi-retired now.
Right.
Retired porn stars. You know, those are gold mines for autographs.
Sure.
Marion.
Yes.
The shirt was not signed. The bottle of rum was signed.
Well, yeah. Well, he signed some of it.
And she drank that before she got out of the store.
I didn't buy a bottle of rum.
Oh, okay.
I'm not allowed to have anything like that in the house.
Jesus.
I bought the bottle of rum.
Yeah, you did, but I'm not allowed to.
Missed the
If I walked in with a bottle of rum,
yeah.
Bill would kick me out.
Why?
I bought the bottle of rum and it lasted me a long time.
Good. It's all about you again. Good. Right back to you.
I'm just saying I'm not allowed to bring any kind of liquor like that in the house.
Hold on a second, Di. Marion wasn't finished talking about herself. Go ahead, Marion. More about your irrelevant story.
I don't know, but I cannot bring any liquor in that house.
Why not? What happened?
Who's Bill to try to keep you from getting all liquored up?
All soused. What happened?
I don't know. You know, he just doesn't want me. He just doesn't want me buying, bottles of liquor and bringing them home.
Something must have happened.
Right.
No, he just doesn't want me to do it.
No.
So he's looking out for you. He thinks beer is okay.
Yeah, he thinks beer is okay, but any other liquor, he doesn't think it's okay.
No.
So I just didn't buy it.
He probably knows you get really frisky when you drink hard liquor. Like when he's sleeping, you ever wake him up by like just pulling his boxers down and eating his ass?
He snores.
What?
He snores.
Correction.
Yeah,
Correction.
Excellent
Marion,
interjection.
correction.
You both snore.
He doesn't snore. I snore.
You snore.
That's what I heard.
These are one of those conversations.
Yeah.
These inane.
Well, let them talk for a little while.
Yeah. You two just hash it
We
out.
hate the listeners.
Yeah, how you doing? Are you having fun up there?
Sure, I always have fun with them.
Good,
I always have fun with those
I'm glad
guys.
You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Tell her about your makeup.
Wait till you go home and see this makeup that I got made over.
What'd you do?
You'll see.
I'll see you on the computer later.
Then you're going to call me up and say, how'd you let him do that? I already know.
Ooh.
Well, you know what? You did it for the show. You're having fun. You
Thank
had
you.
fun all week. And you know what? You guys are going to have her back next week, right?
Yes.
No, we're not.
Make it a 2-week. Make
I
it a 2-week.
promise we will
The
not
listeners
have
are
her
loving
back.
it, though. The listeners are digging it.
I'm finally listening to that.
Make it a 2-week.
No.
I'm finally listening to
Why
that.
not?
Maybe I wasn't listening yesterday, but I'm all in now. No, this is not continuing past tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I bet you she's boosting your ratings.
We don't get ratings. That's why we call it in every day.
I bet you she's boosting the reviews. I bet you.
Reviews?
What reviews?
What reviews are you thinking of?
Reviews.
Is Walter Winchell going to talk about it?
Facebook and Twitter. I can hardly wait till I get on that train and see all these reviews that I'm getting.
So let me tell you, she's having a good time and everything. You know what? Let me tell you something. She's one of the better guests I've heard. And what happened to Bobo? Bobo, you didn't ask Bobo to come up this week.
Listen to this train wreck of thought.
Yeah, it really is just a tongue and teeth fighting.
I think she's a bit jealous.
Little jealousy.
Little jealous.
I could hear the jealousy in your voice, Marion, that you are.
Sandy hasn't. I don't think Sandy has called them.
All right.
Not this week, anyway.
Well, either. I hope she's okay, wherever she's at.
Hope she's dead.
No.
Who?
Sandy Kane.
Oh, I know you know.
She's a very nice
I like
person.
Sandy.
No, don't say that.
You guys
Yeah.
are back for another movie.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it just goes on
You're
and
going to
on.
tell me, Opie and Anthony, you ain't having fun with Diane this week.
It was kind
You're
of
having a
fun for the
blast
first
with
2
her.
days.
First of 2 weeks. This is going to be great.
No, it's not happening.
That would not happen.
You know
No way.
what? Yesterday, today, and tomorrow you'll have her play. Maybe you'll have her back next week, and I hope you do.
Yeah, maybe I'll stick Wolfie on her.
Whoa.
Hey,
That's up to those guys.
Good. I've been listening to the replays, and everything else is good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're having fun, Diane.
Right. Thank you.
And you know what?
I got a phone number. Wait, hold on. I got a phone number from a cab company because I did ask for a job. You know, being a cab driver.
Well, they remembered you as the dispatcher in taxi.
And maybe they can hire you part-time. Maybe they can hire you part-time to do this. 3 days a week? 4 days a week? Think about it, Opie and Anthony. You have Diane answering the phones and doing all the
No, that ain't happening.
We have interns do that.
Doing
for free.
tasks?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No.
We have interns that do that.
You gotta give her a part-time job.
No, that ain't happening.
Think about it.
No, I'd rather have her driving a cab.
Okay.
No.
What about when you guys do road shows? We can come with you.
We haven't done a road show in over a year.
I know you haven't done a road show
in years.
but you know, at least I could, come with you guys and help you out.
Surprised no one is annoyed by Marion's phone call. Weird. At this point, you would have a lot of people calling. It's so strange. I'm really liking her phone call this time around.
Yeah.
You would have the whole gang back.
What happened?
The whole gang would come back.
It'd be nice if the whole gang came back.
A lot of
What are you talking about?
The people that used to go on your show years ago.
All right. Well, they're long gone.
Is anyone calling in about the call?
No, they kind of like Marion this time around.
Oh, cool. Let her talk to a couple fans.
No, Marion changed her tune. Now people are really digging Marion on the phone right now.
What happened to Frenchie, guys?
Whatever happened to Frenchie?
I don't know.
It didn't translate. Put my C in your A.
Yeah, it's like not quite.
You know,
He died. He passed away,
hold on. Okay. While I'm on the air, all right.
Ask for a job.
I've been looking for a job.
Ask for a real job because I think you've shown a lot of people this week that you got your shit together. So how do they get a hold of you if they want to offer you a real job somewhere close to Elizabeth, New Jersey?
No way.
Frenchie died.
No. No.
Don't care.
All right. What was I going to say? Anybody that records the shows, if you could find the show, if you wait,
hold on
a lot
a minute.
of people do.
Hold on, John wants in. Hold on, Marion.
Frenchie died, Marion.
John from South Carolina wants in. John
He died. He passed away.
This is what I want to know. Why is her face not on a poster and at the bottom says, "Do you qualify for disability?"
Who are you talking about?
face?
Yeah, whose
My face.
Ooh, he means Marion.
No, not my face.
I think they're talking about me, Marion.
Yeah,
I know they are. So answer them.
Well, you should have stuck up for your friend of 80 years.
She can answer for herself.
Yeah, he died of cancer. It was really sad. Frenchie.
Listen, speaking of Frenchie.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know. How would I know?
I'm telling you, I know he's dead.
Oh, the poor guy. All right. Well, he's very much alive, I'm sure, someplace.
He passed away.
If anybody has the audio to the show where we were in the limousine before we went to that Philadelphia show.
What?
The audio when Frenchie, Marion, and I were in the limousine. We were in the limousine on the way to Philadelphia.
You're supposed to be asking for
like the Kennedy limousine audio.
If anyone had,
you're supposed to be asking for a job, not for audio.
When we did YSP.
Yeah, all right. When we did YSP.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I have the part when we opened up for Rich Voss, but I don't have the part when we were in the limousine.
You didn't open up for Rich Voss.
Somebody got to have that.
You were the cartoon before the show.
That's who you should have had in the studio.
You consider me. You consider
Sounds like
me,
we have him on the phone.
Right.
If you consider us a cartoon, we opened up for Rich Voss. But I wanted the one when we were in the limousine on the way to Philadelphia.
All right.
Remember when you guys were talking to me?
I think Big Al has it.
Remember when you guys were not talking to me?
I think Big Al has it.
And you were talking to Marion.
I think Big Al
Remember
has
that?
it.
I'm done.
Big Al.
I wasn't allowed on that show. I don't know.
It was 8 o'clock this morning for me.
Yeah.
I tapped out at 8.
Yeah.
Just totally tapped out.
Yeah.
Al, go ahead. And I apologize for that.
When I called earlier, she turned me into a alcoholic. I'm a fucking heroin addict now. Hang up on that bitch. I'm going to kill myself.
Marion, he don't like you.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad he's a heroin addict. Keep shooting up, buddy.
Hold on.
Keep shooting up.
Let me go to Tom.
Keep it up.
Good comeback.
What about cocaine? Keep putting that up, too.
What?
Good one. Let me go to Tom in Westchester. Tom.
Hey, guys, the shows have been unbelievably great this week, but get these disgusting cunts off the radio.
Oh, wow.
Do you mean us?
Don't listen to it.
That is not nice.
Oh, my God, they just babble all
Get the radio
day.
off.
Shut up.
You shut up. Make me a motherfucker.
Make you.
Thank you, Marion.
Make me. Come face to face. You don't know where I'm at, but come face to face. I put my fist down your throat so goddamn far. You wouldn't know what the hell hit you.
Oh, my God. I'm going to go throw myself in front of a train right now.
Oh, that's
Die comment.
That's insensitive.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Bye. You asshole.
No, I mean, some people are still enjoying this, though. Bob is one of those people. Bob in Georgia. Bob?
Oh, God, for the love of God. Do one of two things. Either get them off or at least put the Ropers theme music on in the background so we can be entertained in some fucking way. Please.
You love us.
You don't like their conversations?
You love us.
All right, Andrew's got something for you. Andrew.
Calling, Marion.
These are fans of the show, aren't they?
I know how to shut you up. Remember you yelling the N-word in that video with your who kid? That shut you right up.
Maybe you should shut your fucking mouth, okay? Maybe you should shut your mouth.
I'm going to go to Elizabeth and beat the fucking piss out of you.
Jesus.
Yeah, go ahead. Where do you live? I don't live by Bayway Liquors. I don't live nowhere near Bayway Liquors. You're talking to the wrong person.
Bayway Liquors.
I'm not the one.
Hey, say the N-word a couple times.
No, why don't you?
Well, good comeback.
Yeah.
She's full of the good
I'm
comebacks.
speechless over here. I don't know what to say.
Unfortunately, you're not.
All right.
Yes. You're lifeless.
Help us, please.
Hold
on, one more.
Thank you very much. I don't pay attention to these jerk-offs too much,
Hey, I'm having fun with this.
I know, but I don't pay attention to these phone calls.
Fuck!
All right.
Lou, if you're still there, go.
Marion, you're a fucking disgrace to New Jersey. Honestly, will you shut the fuck up?
Why don't you shut your mouth? You're a disgrace. You got a problem? Don't turn your radio off.
She's good.
Fucking enabling her and stepping over.
You don't know me.
Fucking talk.
You don't know me, buddy.
The entire fucking state can fucking hear you're a disgrace. You're giving us a bad fucking name.
Shut your mouth. You don't know me, okay?
Wait, hold on.
So, shut your mouth.
Marion, hold on a second. Hold on. Why don't you have us two come up one day? All right. Have us two come up one day and do our own radio show, like you did years ago. Remember you did that years ago?
Sure.
Our own radio show.
Sounds great.
Maybe sometime next month,
Why not?
Well, they're scheduling it themselves.
Do our own show for a little while.
How long's a little while?
Yeah, how long of a show would you want to do?
4 hours.
Maybe 2. Yeah, well, like she said, 2 hours.
1 hour.
Could you imagine?
Well, 1 hour, whatever, you know.
1 hour.
Because you did that
hour
years ago, and we
babbling.
enjoyed doing that.
You did it?
You remember, don't you?
Not
XM,
really.
I think.
You don't remember?
No,
no.
serious.
No, when they were on WNEW.
Oh,
really?
And what did you talk about?
We took callers. We took callers, and we would answer their questions.
I don't remember this either.
Oh, well, some people do because you're on regular radio.
Marion.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You were
not as
on
popular
regular
now?
radio.
Love advice.
You were on a regular radio. Yeah, I remember that. People were calling us.
over anyone that's talking. You go ahead, Marion. You just.
Yeah, you go ahead. You
I was just making a suggestion. I don't know. Yeah.
You just take the reins.
Yeah.
I was just making.
I think she waits to hear a voice and then
has to
cues her
talk over it.
You talking to me?
No.
All right.
Marion's mind panic triggers conversation.
Yeah.
Like she'll hear a voice and then her mind will just go, talk now, quickly.
Yeah.
I love you, Jimmy.
I love you too.
That was even before Jimmy was coming into the studio. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
He remembers that.
Yeah. Well, it was only you two for a while.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'll let you go.
Damn lucky Jim. Lucky Jimmy.
All right.
Jim Norton.
Hold on, Marion.
Bye.
Will you
Bye,
be in
Marion.
next week?
Talk to you later.
I say Diane, Marion all week next week together. In the studio.
You are
well, that
so
would be
lucky
nice,
you're
but she
not
has
in
to
tomorrow.
work, you know?
This has run its course.
One more day of this shit.
Yeah, imagine Marion and Die all week.
Later.
All right.
Love you, Anthony. Love you.
Yeah.
Tons of love. Tons of love.
Right.
Well, Marion, when you go on vacation, we could do that.
When they go on vacation, we'll take over.
God, I thought she was...
When you guys go on vacation, we'll take over for you.
Bye, feds.
Bye. Call me.
I will.
Call me.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get her number for you. Dog her in the ass.
I think he's going to email me or something. I don't know.
Boy, go ahead, say it. That Marion's a hunk of shit, huh?
I'm not saying it. What are you talking about? We're best friends. I can't say anything about her.
She is a real fucking piece, right?
But she's so jealous of your attention.
She's all jealous of you.
Jealous of nobody's jealous of anybody.
She's gonna hone in on your fucking action here.
No one's jealous of anybody. That's okay.
What are you doing with that big dumb fucking square bob sponge pants?
Ruining this country. Their dumb thought processes.
Now we got to pay Lady Di today.
Scratching her pussy.
Yeah.
Have you passed the hat around yet?
Oh.
There you go. You got a little Bruce Springsteen.
You want me to pass it around right now?
Shirt.
I would, and the rest of SiriusXM, if they've also been entertained by Lady Di wandering the hallways.
Go begging.
Should I talk to the cleaning lady who had to clean the bathroom?
Okay. I just wanted to let you know that intern E-Rock brought me in, and he's a very helpful person, and so is Sal. They're both very helpful, and they're very nice.
Intern E-Rock?
Yeah,
what?
E-Rock.
Why are you calling him Intern E-Rock?
Is he an intern?
You don't know who E-Rock is?
No.
Oh boy.
How do you not know E-Rock?
I do not know E-Rock. He's been on this program.
You were sniffing your panties in a bag the other day.
Yeah.
I know. I know who he is. I know what he did, but I thought he was an intern.
You look healthier.
Thank you.
A little bit better today, right? A little
you showered
healthier.
again, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like your hair isn't as greasy again.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Did you shower last night?
Yes, I did.
So walk us through.
I shower almost every night.
Almost, not quite.
Almost. No, sometimes I skip a shower.
Well, you know what? Tuesday it didn't seem like you had showered in a couple of days.
Tell them the ideas that I had for the show.
Tell them.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Ideas for the show. She wants to leave a legacy before she walks off this program today. She's leaving a legacy.
We got this. Don't worry.
Okay,
There's a lot to get to with you. They'll get to all of it.
All right,
I've been doing this a long time. Let me organize this a little bit. We want to start with what happened to you after the show ended, because people are curious.
Right. They're always curious as to what you do.
She just worked her own volume knob, by the way. She has picked up on a lot over her.
Learning.
Well, I found the cafe downstairs, and I scrubbed my face.
Oh, right. She had the makeup on, remember?
Downstairs.
Did you get
Everybody's staring at me.
Did you get some looks going down the elevator and
Yes,
walking
I
through the
did.
lobby?
I hear you're mad at Sam.
I am mad at him.
Why?
I love him, but I'm mad at him.
Why?
Because he didn't let me wash up here before I went downstairs.
You weren't allowed to use the bathrooms.
I'm not allowed to use the bathroom. I wasn't going to use the bathroom. I was just going to use the sink to wash up.
No. Management was going to shut us down.
You're not allowed to walk into the bathroom.
You're not allowed.
Yeah, I
the
already
sink
know
or
that.
anything.
They didn't want you back here. We had to negotiate and work it out.
Yes.
And that's what we worked out. As long as you didn't use the bathrooms here, you were allowed to come back for the rest of the week.
And internships are about life lessons, and you've learned that your behavior has consequences.
Yep.
And the saw makeup was a huge hit.
Huge hit.
People love it.
Huge hit.
That's scary.
I'm going to remind people of that when I pass the hat around.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
The hat.
We're going to pass a hat.
That is scary.
Oh.
That's just nuts.
Lady Di, we're going to pass a hat around for you.
All right, whatever.
Besides the money that, I promised you and Ann promised you, we're going to try to get a little extra from everybody else here.
Thank you very much.
But please don't go and just binge drink with our money.
I'm not going to binge
What are you
drink.
going to do with the money?
I'm going to go right home.
And then what are you going to do with this money?
I'm going to go right home. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I stop and at least have one drink?
Oh, boy.
No, just one.
That one.
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's impossible
all right.
to have one drink.
No, it ain't. You could do it. People could do it.
You're not going to do it, though.
All right. No. I'm going to go home and...
Wait. All right. Hold on. So after the show yesterday, you left here with the saw and makeup on. You went down to the cafe downstairs and...
I was mad like that. And I only had $2 in my pocket.
And you washed up in a sink down there?
I washed up in the sink down there.
How hard was it to get the makeup off?
5 minutes.
Let's just put it that. Okay.
No, that means that's hard to get off.
Not bad. No, it was over
5 minutes.
Your whole
That's
face.
great. I thought it'd be a lot longer.
It's on your whole face.
Believe me, I tried to rush as fast as I can, trying to get the stuff off.
Right.
Did anyone say anything on your way down? Did anyone say, "Hey, it's Saw"?
No.
No, they looked at you just weird.
I just got a lot of looks, and
Lot
I'm
of
like,
looks.
I was cursing under my breath and everything. I said, I don't know if I want to come back today.
Let's have a little fun.
Having a little fun.
It's a little fun.
Yeah,
It was
a little fun.
There was dumb makeup on your face.
It was
We didn't make you do anything crazy this week, to be honest with you.
No.
We were scared.
That was the nuttiest thing you had me do.
Physically, you don't look like you're in any shape to do
Talk
anything.
to Stalker Patty. The stuff we've had her do over the years. That's
right.
Wearing makeup is nothing.
She would have loved to just wear makeup.
yeah.
We
Right.
shaved her head 2 or 3 times.
I know you did.
She had to crawl around naked to get money. Mouse traps.
Yeah, that's true too.
Did we put the mousetrap bit on our podcast yet?
Oh, we should. That was a good one.
That was an amazing day.
Take the wig, right? Remember, take the wig.
Maybe you could walk
the
around
wig.
naked and get your money today.
Walk around? No, I don't think
I mean,
so.
on your hands and knees, maybe.
Hands and knees. Yeah, that's another one. I don't.
So what happened after the makeup? You went home?
I went right home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I just shook my head.
Right.
And I just, I couldn't believe it. And then Bill started to get on my case.
Oh, what did Bill get mad at?
He's like, I'll bet you went to TGIF's after the show. I said, no, I did not go to TGIF after the show. I'm home, ain't I?
This guy cares about you. But maybe you smelled alcohol on your breath. Did you have any alcohol on the way home?
How?
I don't know.
With what?
Grab a beer.
Maybe you grab a
You
beer.
have no money, right?
I could have used the credit card, but why would I do
Penn
that?
Station has all those beers and ice for people.
Boy.
No, I didn't do that. I
She
wouldn't
went
do
through
something like
so
that.
All right. So why would he accuse you of going to TGIF?
Because I guess he knows how long this show is.
Right.
Okay, but he doesn't know how long Sam's show is.
It's not Sam's show. It's a
Well,
post show.
yeah, whatever. It's the after show, whatever it is.
Sam has made it a show.
And and then the train. You have to take the taxi to the train, and so on and so forth. And I was like,
all right. So after you convinced him you didn't go to TGIF, how was the rest of your night?
How was the rest of my? I was just plain old tired. That's all.
Yeah.
Plain old tired. Did you have any natties?
Of course I did.
Of course.
How many natties?
I don't know, around maybe 5 or 6 or 7.
5 or 6 or 7, which means 8, 9, or 10.
Holy shit!
5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah, and
dude, I swear to you, and I'm probably just a wimp. If I did 6 or 7 beers after the show yesterday, I would not be here today. I would not be able to function.
Well,
my
you're
hangover
not
would
a
be
drinker.
shitty.
You don't drink.
No, I know. I used to be, but my tolerance is way the fuck down.
That'd be a rough.
Even just a
Well,
couple
that's
at this
what
point.
happens, you know.
I'm a pussy.
But
about it.
Anyway,
wait,
I did that.
So you had 6 or 7 beers, safe to say. Are
Right.
you feeling it at all today?
No.
God, I don't understand that.
Nothing, huh?
I guess your body just, adjusts to it?
Yeah, tolerance. You build up a tolerance.
You don't have a headache. You don't feel shitty. You don't feel...
No.
Wow.
No, well, I do feel a little down because I didn't get too much sleep last night.
Why?
She was drinking.
I had a couple hours sleep, because I watch TV and then in front of the TV just lay there. You know what the thing is too, I don't know, about an hour later, all right, Bill took a nap, he gets up and he goes, go to the store.
Oh, boy.
I said, you got to be kidding.
Threw you right out of there.
Why did you have to go to the store yesterday for him?
I had to get 2 6-packs for him, and he says, here, go ahead, get yourself 2 6-packs also.
Oh, hey.
Does he drive?
He does drive. But
so why doesn't he leave the house?
He just figures that I'm home, I can go out and
but
get it.
He's been there all day. Why doesn't he go out at all?
He doesn't go out.
He doesn't like going out. He was yelling and screaming that you need rehab when you were on the phone with Dr. Steve, but he's buying you 2 6-packs.
Now, is this after you've already... This is after you've already had a few beers?
Yeah.
And then you get in a car and drive to the liquor store.
I can drive, believe me.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen.
Don't drink and drive.
I went, I got him his 2 packs of cigarettes, and I got myself a pack. He said, put it on the card. He took money from his bank and put it on the card because, we got bills coming up.
Wait, so how many beers did you drink before you went driving?
About 3. That's it.
We can't condone that.
I don't think anyone.
No.
Well, I don't know what's the matter with him. He could have went out and got everything while I was here.
Right. Yeah.
But he didn't. So he just waited till I got home. He goes,
He's
what
a
took me
lazy
so long?
bum. He goes,
I bet you went to TGIF. I said, no, I took the bus home because all I had was $2 on me.
So why doesn't he pick you up?
I don't know.
She had $140 fucking the other day, and she's got $2 on her today.
Right, that's why I don't.
Wait,
or she had $2 on her.
I swear I don't want to pay her today.
I know. It's crazy.
You're going to get paid, don't worry.
And then you're going to go to TGI Fridays, and you're going to blow fucking all the money on beer.
Anthony, I'm not going to do that this time.
You're going to spend all this money on beer.
I said I'm not going to do it this time.
I don't believe you.
Do I have to yell at you?
You could yell all you want. I don't believe you.
Sam's going around right now.
I think you're dishonest with everyone and yourself. You are gonna whatever money we give you, most of it, I'm going to say right now, most of it is going to go to beer.
No.
Yes.
No, we have to do other things with that money, too.
Yeah.
You got to invest it.
Yeah. Invest it in what?
Beer. What are you going to do with the money?
I got some cheap Citadel stock if you want.
Well, we have
What's it earmarked for, that money?
Well, Bill already went food shopping, so we don't have to do that.
Oh, good,
all right,
good.
And,
more for beer.
He went out of the house to go food shopping.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day. He got the things for St. Patrick's Day.
And
he goes, if you don't believe I went shopping, open up the freezer.
All right, whatever. What is your share? You're going to get a couple $100, a little more, whatever. What are you going to spend it on?
Probably some more clothes, I guess.
Clothes?
We'll have to call her Monday. I guarantee she spends all the money before Monday.
Do you want me to show you receipts or something, or what?
No, just be honest with us when we call you on Monday.
Just know you're going to buy beer.
Because people will want an update.
And food,
All right.
whatever we need.
So you brought some ideas for the show today?
Yeah.
Oh, that I want to hear.
Sam has them.
Oh, Sam's got them.
Sam's passing the hat around, trying to get you even more money.
He got the ideas. Another good idea is, you remember that
Another?
song?
You didn't even give us one.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, this is the one I didn't write down.
Oh, okay.
All right. You could have guests from the studio in here. I don't know about you guys if you ever want to leave your seats and do this, but you know that song "Hot, Hot, Hot" when they do that chain and they go around. They go around around here and stuff like that.
Conga line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and you could do that with the guests.
So we go through the halls of.
Over here, around here, right.
We're going to do a conga. Is it conga? Conga.
Conga line. Yeah, conga line.
David Johansen's song.
Right. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
You missed the first idea that's not on the sheet, Sam.
Oh.
Tell Sam.
Okay, you do a conga line, right?
Jesus Christ. Whatever guests we have in here.
The song "Hot, Hot, Hot," and you have the guests and everything go all
and then we
around.
go around.
Oh, so that's the spin that makes it unique. That you're playing "Hot, Hot, Hot" instead
and
of.
you go around dancing and stuff like that.
And then we do it, and it's festive, and people in the hall will laugh and everything. Right. Maybe join in.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
We got to try it, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, I'm writing it down now.
Hold on. Another song is "Love Train." I think that's by the OJs.
It is by the OJs.
Right, and they do the conga line to that, too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Never heard that.
I saw it done.
Is there any way we could see what it would look like with? I mean, we don't have a line, but maybe with just like one person.
Well, one person?
Like, could you demo what that would look like?
Right, yeah. Marion thought of some of these things, too, don't forget.
Boy. Of course you did. By the way, people are reminding us that the Natty Ices are a lot stronger than regular beers.
That's true.
Yeah,
so if you're having
5.9.
5.9, and they got an extra ounce now or something?
Yeah.
5.9, what's a regular, Bud?
Actually, it's a little higher now. I think it's 3.5, if I'm not mistaken.
So 6 or 7 Natty Ices, safe to say, is at least 10 Budweisers, 11.
It's a lot.
Maybe about 11
don't forget
Budweisers.
That I eat too, you know. I mean, you know,
Doesn't
it's not
matter.
all like...
What'd you eat last night?
Oh, I had corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, boy.
And potatoes.
Oh,
Why?
boy, I feel bad for Starbucks.
Oh, boy.
What do you mean?
Splatter up those bowls, maybe, huh?
I'm not going to Starbucks today.
No? Why?
No.
Where'd you go?
I don't feel like going today. I don't want to go to Starbucks.
She was down in the Metro Cafe. It was just another place like Starbucks.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
It's actually a step down from Starbucks, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right,
It's closer, though.
Let's hear your other ideas.
You want to read them yourself?
No, you read them.
Okay. First bit, she was asked to come up with 5, and I think you did more than that, above and beyond.
I did.
First radio bit, bring back old characters for Super Show.
We've tried.
I think we
kind of tried that.
We did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first bit is the other.
Here. Okay.
Side.
Next bit. We'll go with this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Show up in the studio with pajamas on.
With pajamas.
What's pajamas?
I guess it's pajamas.
I think pajamas is what she was referring to.
Why?
Pajamas. Now, why is that a good radio bit?
I don't know. It's just something I thought of.
Yeah,
it's just something I thought of, and I wrote it down.
Like, why would... There's got to be a thought process behind it. Why would that be good? What would it do?
It's like you're just getting out of bed and you come to the show. All right, you don't think it's a good bit, right?
I used to do that with my sweatpants.
Yeah.
Until I got yelled at.
Get scolded.
With your pajamas, a robe on.
I haven't worn my
nightgown.
sweatpants since.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to walk around like that. You could always change.
Yeah.
Should we do next one then? Next bit?
Yeah, please.
Okay, next bit. Show up looking homeless.
Well, we've done that already.
Well,
I think you've actually been...
I'm talking about, people that are not homeless showing up looking homeless.
Well, you've been working on that all week, right?
You've been working the homeless angle all week.
Oh.
I thought of this all at one time.
Amazing. Keep going.
Oh, this is a good one. Paint Sam up and put him in a clown suit.
Now, that's kind of your makeup
He got
thing.
the hair for it.
Ooh.
Oh.
We're taking shots.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, she's got a better one. It was improved. This is the next bit.
Okay.
Paint all 4 of them up in clown suits.
She's loving it. Listen to her.
She's got a mind for the
Laughing
business.
away.
We could do Clown Day.
It's true. I mean, I don't know why we would, but we could.
I don't know why we would either. Right.
All right.
Play the silent game again.
We do that already.
Do that. This isn't an idea.
That's our idea.
Okay, here's a legit idea, and this is a good one.
Okay.
Get Peter Tork on the show.
Oh, Peter Tork.
We're trying.
Yes.
We're trying to do just that for you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
I
going to
would
happen.
love that.
Final bit.
Yeah.
Get Bon Jovi on the show for a Friday Super Show when Marion is on.
That sounds like a Marion idea.
Bon Jovi has never done our show.
But that because we haven't invited him when Marion was on.
Well, that's
The
true.
radio bit.
We've had Richie Sambora, but we've never had Bon Jovi.
Oh,
I don't
Radio
think.
bit.
She's pointing out that I'm forgetting one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
The words radio bit are written on the paper.
Oh.
You know, when you have your guests do a radio show and for about an hour or so. Well, that was both Mary and I idea.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you'd
Yeah,
want
we're
to
going to have
that.
you guys do an hour
Sure.
soon,
Okay.
where you guys are in here by yourselves doing whatever the hell you want.
And if I come up with anything else, I'll...
Please write it down, email it to me.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
I like the conga line one.
that's a good one.
That's terrific.
Feeling hot, right?
Could you walk around in a clown wig today?
Me? You want me to walk around with a clown wig today?
Yeah. Do we have one?
We could get one.
Yeah.
We do have one.
We do have one.
Have there
that
been
cool?
That I can do, yeah. No more face painting, please.
Have there been any more comments about her from any of the staff around here? Any rumblings
No, we had
since Tuesday?
We've had a protector since Tuesday.
I don't mean like that. I mean just like her walking down the hall. Or
We had a meeting yesterday with the whole promotions department.
Uh-huh.
And they were all asking who the woman was with the Saw makeup on.
You know,
I love that they have to
I've
ask
never
that.
even seen that movie.
No?
No, I
You
have
didn't
not.
see Saw?
I'm not too.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy about horror flicks, so I never saw that one either.
Wow.
It is interesting going into those meetings with people with suits and
Yeah.
who are all then asking questions that there's no possible explanation that
You
they
know
would
what?
understand.
Let me tell you something right now. I went on the train yesterday, the taxi in the train. I still had that green stuff on my eyes. I couldn't get everything off all at once.
That's too bad.
Must have been great.
Yeah,
I got to
did
tell
the
you,
best I could. You know,
I've been watching what's going on outside the window, back and forth here, back and forth. The interns over at Shade have brought in buckets of ice, all kinds of things, glassware. Now I'm just saw bottles of vodka going in there. There is a fucking hip hop party going on in Shade.
Where's Heather B?
Yeah, because
I think
we have a
we
guest.
should send an envoy, if you will, a representative of the O&A show.
Right.
A person that could go over there.
Could you knock on the door with Lady Di? Can we get a microphone to the Sway studio?
We definitely would like to do that.
Would like what?
Sway starts what at 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Well,
We should
there's
be rolling
some
in
kind
in
of
about
party
10 minutes
going on
then.
over there. I've noticed a lot of ice and a lot of vodka.
Is Heather B here yet?
She should be. Let me go find out.
All right.
See if I can get her in
vodka,
here.
by the way. I don't know.
It's not for you. Yo, Heather B, you out there?
And vodka puts my
Yo, Heather!
mouth in gear. Oh, is she coming in?
2 hours
HB!
sleep last night, man, I feel.
We got HB coming, I think.
Here she comes. Here's Heather. Here's Heather.
You're so smiley.
How you doing?
Okay.
You can come right here.
Heather's very sweet.
They didn't show your sweetness on The Real World. I gotta tell you.
They didn't.
I don't think
the
so.
power of editing.
Yeah.
I was probably mean some days.
You
Eric
think
had
you
his
were
shirt
mean
off
some
a
days?
lot.
Eric had his shirt off
Trying
a
to
lot.
show me up. I should have took my shirt off, right?
I showed him up.
I was a little intimidated by you when I first saw you walking around these halls, because man, on that Real World,
Really?
they didn't show the smile that we get to see every day, the sweetness.
Me and Julie had a lot of good times. In
Yeah.
fact, she's coming here. She'll be here next week. I'm going to bring her by.
Really? Yeah, bring her by.
I'll bring her by if that's okay.
Sure.
You don't need a wig.
Oh, she's got the multicolored wig on her head. I was just noticing.
Do you know what's going on with
I
Lady Di
have no
this week?
idea. I've learned to mind my business.
Heather was giving me some strange looks when she saw Lady Di looking like the monster from Saw yesterday.
From Saw, yeah.
Yeah.
Go over to the
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And then I saw you in the bathroom,
Puking?
Miss Di, on Monday, vomiting and making noises out of the stall. So I just decided not to speak to you after Monday. I really did. I was like,
It was crazy.
Well, I'm sorry about
Go to the
that.
microphone.
She was in bad
But she-
shape Monday and Tuesday.
She was puking in the sink. She doesn't believe in puking in the
No, the
toilet.
noise was coming. The noise
Yeah.
was coming out of the stall.
Oh, that was coming from the
and
other
then-
end. She had the runs.
Oh, God.
Is that true, Lady Di?
Why does everybody keep on talking about that?
But Di, is it true or false?
What?
That you had the runs?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I was going to put makeup on today, but after that, I said, no, I don't think so.
All right, you look great
Yeah,
without makeup. You look terrific.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
A natural beauty is
Yes.
this.
Right, don't worry about
Yes.
it.
All right, I won't worry about
I was just noticing that a lot of people walking back and forth into the Shade Studios. Ice, buckets of ice.
Oh, yeah.
The bottles of vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all
Let's
kinds
go
of
join 'em.
drinking accoutrement.
I came by here last week, right? You guys invited me in.
Yep.
Every Friday we have Fantasy Friday.
Fantasy Friday.
So today I thought I was going to make chicken, but I ended up making coconut shrimp with.
Oh, wow.
Do we get a little taste of that?
Absolutely.
Damn.
That's what's going on. We're setting up everything
Setting
to
up
go
everything.
up live and
Started a
get
big fight
everything
between Denny and Sal last time.
Yeah, it did. It did.
See, I didn't understand. Actually, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I met someone who listens to your show out at South by Southwest. A guy who heard me on air with you guys and saying
Really?
how vodka is my favorite drink.
Right.
And he bought me a huge gallon of Tito's vodka. I can't
Nice.
remember his name, but he
Nice.
said he listens to you guys every morning. I hope he's listening now. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for the vodka. He was really, really nice. nice. I took a picture with him. He said he heard me on Opie and Anthony at Sirius XM.
Yeah, nice.
It was nice. So
you love your vodka.
I really, really do. Vodka and tequila.
Every day?
No.
Okay.
I start
Thursday
every night, not day. Not in the daytime, at night when I get home.
And you can function the next day, no problem.
Yeah, I'm not a heavy drinker.
Just a little bit.
A little something. I bring out my bullet, my shaker, and we just.
Oh
we
man,
make it up.
look at that!
She's got her bullet.
We make it up, yeah. So we're gonna have margaritas today, peach and mango margaritas, and coconut shrimp, and
we got
a nice pineapple mayonnaise.
I was just wondering.
I used to love that stuff.
An envoy, a representative of the Opie and Anthony show, maybe could check out what goes on in there.
Is it like an open? Is there invites still available for the party?
Drink?
You should talk this way. You have to ask Sway. I'm definitely not a toe stepper. I don't do that. But you could
Sam
talk this way.
could be a chaperone.
Yeah,
right. But we just have.
Okay,
we just have kind of a party animal.
We'll talk to Sway about it.
You say he gives the best waves, right?
Every
Wave
morning.
him in one day.
Every
Wave
morning.
him in and ask him if
He's not here yet, right?
I don't know. I've been on that side, so sometimes he sneaks.
Don't you guys start at 8?
I don't know. There's a delay, I heard. I hear there's a delay.
It's a little after 8 at this point.
All right. I'm going to hook you guys up today. I'll bring a little sample.
A little something. Thank you, Heather B.
Of course.
And maybe Lady Di will stop by in a little bit.
Talk this way.
Thanks a lot, Heather.
All right, we're going to take a break here. Lady Di is here for her last day.
She's a pisser, man.
Dan Soder should be here. He'll join the show next. We'll tell you about Dan. He's an expert at something.
Sure.
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
Lady Di, he's an expert on aviation, yes.
Planes. I worked as an air traffic controller for 14 years.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So,
That is something.
Landings and takeoffs.
Oh, yeah.
So, we figured maybe you could ask him a few questions about the Malaysian
if you're interning
airplane situation.
Yeah, if you're interning for the show, we like teaching the interns a little about radio and broadcasting, and one thing that you're going to have to do is our interviews.
What?
I wrote down her questions for her. These are actually hers, and we dictated them.
We had interviews with a porn star, with the guy from Pawn Stars. It was like entertainment. This is more.
Oh, don't forget about the games of Game of Thrones
guy.
Oh my God!
But this one now is a different take on the interview. This is more news. So this is a little more hard hitting, a little more serious. So that's what we're looking for. Well, don't listen. She's just rambling on to Sam.
Why are you rambling on, Lady Di?
Just
Hey, Lady
fucking.
It's almost like you guys are in a marriage and you were just trying to explain something.
Right, and just
like,
whatever, right, whatever.
Before you get to your questions, there's a guy, hopefully he'll call back. Oh, he is calling back.
There he is.
Yeah.
Put your headphones on. He's got a proposition for you.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh, God. Here, this will all be
That is a cool shirt you got on, Lady Di.
Hold on, Cedric in Tennessee. I knew that. Hold on, there's too much going on. Hold on, Lady Di, you're on hold for a minute. Cedric loves the fact that we said most black cities would fuck up the free marijuana thing. He's black, but he loves it. Let's see what he says. Cedric, go aheed.
What's happening, fellas?
What's up, Cedric?
Man, I love your fucking show, man. I knew you was a fucking skinhead, but I'm kind of disappointed. You bastards just named all the blackest cities.
We did.
You ain't had no fucking weed. Come on, man.
Come on.
Well,
you don't think that shit would get all
listen,
fucked up?
Actually, no. The blackest cities are like Gary, Indiana, and Peoria, Illinois.
yeah,
We're not even going with like the really black cities.
Cedric, in all fairness, hold on. Because we don't know that world, obviously. So, as a black gentleman, what black city could handle the legal marijuana thing?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Absolutely.
You think Atlanta could handle it?
I wanted to give a pass to Atlanta, Georgia when you said Atlanta. I do feel, because it's just like New York.
Well, I'll give it Atlanta's San Francisco of the South.
Yeah.
It really is.
I think Atlanta could probably figure it out.
I think Oakland could.
Oh, shit, no way.
I think Oakland could do it.
No fucking way.
I'll put my money on Oakland.
There'd be just a line of beatings when you walk out the fucking place.
Oakland. I think Oakland does it.
Shit.
You're high right now, sir.
A little bit.
The knockout game and then fucking run off with your weed.
Oh, come on. The knockout game is just a lie told by the white media to scare rural white people.
Oh, was that it?
What about?
Damn, I thought so.
What about Jersey?
Not now.
Yeah.
What, Camden?
What about Jersey?
Camden, no.
Camden would have a problem.
West Orange?
Newark would have
Jersey
a problem.
Could deal with it.
Yeah.
On
Cedric's
the whole.
gone? All right.
Few bad parts, but
anyway, here's a call for you, Lady Di. You got your headphones on?
Yes, I do.
She's got a wacky fucking clown wig on today.
How are you?
I'm good.
What are you doing, like sitting right next to? Move over. Give Dan some fucking room.
She's a little horny.
Lady Di,
She's a little horny.
move the fuck over.
Somebody's already asked me.
Sorry about that, Dan.
Now move the
right,
mic. Now
Lady
move the
Di.
mic over.
By the way,
there
Dan,
you go. There's no reason to be right up on the guy's fucking lap. It's
Dan-
not Colin Quinn.
Dan is
I wish it was.
Dan is available and looking, Lady Di.
Are you?
Yeah.
Viking. No, I have a lovely girlfriend.
Lady Di already asked me.
I do.
You sure?
Yeah, I do. I love my girl. I've never loved my girlfriend more than I love her right now.
Right now.
Right.
I am truly in love with my girlfriend.
Someone's actually
so
saying,
sweet.
is Anthony jealous? I'm telling Lady Di to get off your lap.
I like Anthony will never talk to me again. I'm like, why did it go weird with Anthony in there? I don't know. You did something.
You motherfucker.
Okay.
Cock blocking. Lady Di, Eric wants to ask you something. Eric in Jersey. Go ahead.
Morning, gentlemen. How are you?
All right.
Hi.
I hope you're not just saying what you're about to say to be on the radio, because we hate that shit. Okay.
No, I've called you before. No, listen. I've listened to you guys rip on Lady Di, especially this week. That I wasn't as bad as Lady Di, but I wasn't the best looking guy. And some chick threw me a sympathy fuck probably 15 years ago. And now, every now and again, me and my brother will go out and we'll throw a sympathy fuck to some homely girl in a bar, mostly supermarkets. That's a good place to pick them up.
Wait, you and your brother?
Like at the same time?
We've done it at the same time, yeah.
Well, you go to a liquor store and pick a girl up.
I mean, yeah, if you want to dance with hepatitis, that's
no. You're a special case. You're the only one I'll pick up out of a liquor store, Lady Di.
So he.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So Erica and his brother want to take you out and give you a sympathy fuck. What do you think?
They would have to send me a picture of themselves.
Shit.
This way I know who I'm going out with.
You want a mirror?
Hard bargain.
Yeah.
The audacity.
Listen, ladies got her rules. Oh, I really like that they do like MILF Hunter setups for all this stuff.
I told Dr. Steve online, I said, send me a picture of yourself. I want to see what you look like.
It's like when the bald chick dumped George. She's bald!
You mean to tell me you really got fucking standards, Lady Di?
Some standards, yeah. I'd like to find out who I'm going out with.
It's a sympathy fuck. You're not going out with anyone. A few drinks and then Eric and his brother.
I want to end up kissing Nat King Cole over here.
I got four.
I'd just like to know.
I got four brothers. And you obviously got a brother. I have you? Have you ever?
Wait, how is Joey anyway?
Will you shut the fuck up?
Jesus.
I hit my limit yesterday.
I know.
Okay,
I'm right with you.
I do like that Dan is coming to her rescue, though. That's very sweet of him, isn't it, Di?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What the fuck
are you feeding her, Sam?
Over again. Look.
Sam's in her ear. Sam's saying shit
No,
that I'm
he's
not
in her ear.
Eric, I can't imagine.
What the hell is she hitting you?
I don't know. That scares the shit out of me.
Eric, I can't imagine having a threesome with my brother and a girl. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I got to ask the ultimate question that everyone.
Huh?
I can't imagine you either.
What?
We're not fucking each other.
No, I understand.
Still.
Yeah, but now I got to ask the question. Do you guys ever do the DP?
Oh, shit.
No.
Okay, good. Okay.
It doesn't matter if you're not fucking each other. The thing is, you're looking at each other's dumb fuck faces that you make.
Yeah, that would be a problem. I don't want to see my brother's fuck face.
Your dick and shit. I don't want to see that.
You got to hear the. It's always in the Devil Threesome. The guy always does the same noise when he's getting blown in the porns. Where he goes, yeah, fuck yeah.
And then And then there's a possibility your brother's dick is bigger, and that'll piss you off. You're like, really? We have the same fucking parents, and you got the bigger dick.
Bigger dick.
One of you comes, you get sprayed. It just goes.
Right. That cum goes everywhere.
How's Thanksgiving dinner the same?
Yeah. You're sitting there. You're both fucking the turkey.
I like this size.
Eric.
Jesus.
Eric.
That's why.
You just said a million
queen.
things that no one said, so let me give you a chance.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I said, we're brothers, and we've been looking at, I've seen his dumb face my whole life. We both know that I'm a little bit bigger.
Oh,
It's not a big deal.
How big are you?
Well, you're going to have to find out. But I'm going to say...
Oh. You better send me a picture.
No one's
getting all amped up.
Know what I learned this week? She's horned up
She's
all the time.
fucking frothed. She's a frothing mess of horn doggedness.
Dan's over there getting a little jealous.
I don't want to be stepping on Colin Quinn's toes, but...
That's true. So you're going to go out with Eric or what? And his brother?
If they send me a picture, I want to see what they look
All right,
like. They
send a
already know
picture,
what I
Eric.
look like.
Can you send...
I know what you look like.
Huh? Excuse me?
I know what you look like.
Well, I don't know what you look like, so you got to send a picture through the email address.
You do realize you're a 2, right?
Oh, shit.
What was that?
Why? How did you give her a 1?
Just be nice.
That's
me
a
being
1.
nice.
That is a 1.
What's a 1 for
But I was
what?
being nice. Because I feel like I know her now. So
I don't know.
I graded on a little bit of a curve.
There's nothing.
A sweetness curve.
Okay.
Maybe missing body parts could be worse. I don't know.
You think that's a 1? We're looking at
It's
a 1.
gotta be a 1.
That's
A solid 1.
But a 2 is bad too.
Is it vibrating?
2 is terrible. So I think 1 is worse than that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a conceited guy, but I'm going to say we're about 7.
No.
But let's say, because I
Wait,
don't
we're
want-
about 7 , so combined you're a 7?
Combined.
No.
So they're a solid 7. So
You got 14-inch of brother dick.
Right.
Don't do it.
Lady Di, do you want 14-inch of Jersey brother dick?
Let me see.
Yes, you do.
I like that she's. I like that she's.
14 inches.
No, they're both 7. It'd be 2 7s.
No, not their dicks. I think what they look like.
I mean, yeah.
Not their dicks, what they look like.
I know.
Did you stoner? Fucking.
All right, I guess this isn't happening, Lady Di.
He has to send me a picture,
All right.
maybe of his whole self.
Okay.
We have
to get back to the expert, Dan Soder. He doesn't have much time. Hold on, Eric.
Yeah.
He's on hold. Maybe we'll send a picture. I don't know. Whatever.
Private.
Send a picture.
What?
I said it's private.
Oh, okay.
What's private?
All right.
She just blurts things out.
All right, so Dan's an expert on aviation, and we've asked all the questions already, so we figured we'd give you a shot to kind of interview an expert on the Malaysian air disaster.
14 years, takeoffs and landings.
Okay.
That's all I watched. That's
great.
Yeah. Right.
No crashes on my watch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Clean
That's
record.
good to know.
First one.
Well, you
started out.
It's your question.
You wrote the
Started out at a little
Yeah,
airfield
you're
in
right.
South Dakota. Worked my way up to Dulles.
Nice.
The big leagues are JFK and LaGuardia. I never got there, but I got to O'Hare for 3 months.
Okay.
All right,
Pretty
Lady
good.
Di, go ahead.
All right, Lady Di.
Okay. Do you think there were Russian terrorists on board that airplane?
Oh, Russian terrorists.
First thing you got to look at is flight plan. That was clearly interrupted.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't think that we have enough facts on board to determine if they're terrorists, but I know from the direction of the flight that there was interference. And both sonars were taken off. And if you know anything about aviation, I mean, your first day in aviation school, they teach you that, the satellites don't shut themselves off,
That's
guys.
True.
That's
true.
Are you listening to his answer?
Yes, I am.
A good interviewer, you listen to the answer, and then maybe you play off the answer,
We're trying to teach you here.
Right.
All right. Wait, hold on. Do you
I like the wind chime ringtone in the back.
That's my
Dumb phone.
It gives me anxiety. She doesn't answer her phone. It drives me nuts.
When it's ringing, she goes
it
like
takes
this.
it forever.
She fiddles it. It's ringing. She's fiddling with it. And you're like, answer it. No one lets it ring for 10 times like the old days.
Did you answer that one in time?
No.
How are you? You're getting so many calls.
God.
Yeah, and that's something.
I mean,
Okay.
hopefully it's Eric from
Anthony's
Jersey.
picture is gone now.
Okay.
Your picture's the wallpaper on the phone.
I really like her.
Why is it gone?
I really like her
glad
60s,
it's gone.
60s
I'll
NFL
explain
lineman
later.
face.
I'll explain later. Okay.
George Plimpton's paper lions over here.
Alex Karras?
Oh,
She
God.
looks like Alex Karras' face.
Can you put up
Dick
a picture of
Butkus.
Alex Karras? Or Dick
Looks like that. Looks like
Go
that.
with Alex Karras.
Looks like she played
Alex Karras.
We might have to get her an old school.
Looks like she played O-line with just the bar.
Yes, just that one. It's Alex Karras.
Go Google images. Him a little older even. Whoa, the one up
Webster.
in the... Go up.
Just Webster.
No, right corner, right there.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow,
That's
Lady
you.
Di.
We got a new one for her.
It's not me.
You look like Alex Karras.
George Papalopoulos from Webster.
Yeah, or Mongo from Blazing Saddles.
Candygram for Mongo. Candygram for
Oh, it's
Mongo.
funny.
Di, why did you think there were Russian terrorists on the plane?
Yeah.
Dan, how would the Russian
That was a
terrorists
question. I
sound?
don't know.
Why Russian, though?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dan knows how
I mean,
Russian terrorists sound. You want to ask him?
Well, wasn't the
Okay.
the
She just blew right by
airplane-
that setup.
All right.
Did the airplane come from Russia?
Well,
Where did the airplane come from?
I mean, that's a great question. Now, any aviation expert would probably be able to tell by the fin. However, I haven't seen the fin, so I wouldn't know. But I would probably say that some parts were assembled in Russia. They have the high export of aviation
Boeing
tools,
aircraft.
Boeing
Right,
tools.
okay.
She's giving you the bedroom eyes. You know that, right?
Oh, wow. I
I
feel like a tackle from the Rams in '67. I feel like I'm blitzing the quarterback at the old Polo Grounds.
Oh, my
Are we
God.
engaged?
Yes, very much. I'm married now.
He's kidding.
No, I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Di, there is some chemistry there, though, isn't there?
Sam's a little. I'm gonna
I think
fucking kill you.
Colin's going to get jealous.
Colin is what we call yesterday's news.
I
around
don't
these
step
parts.
on Quinn's toes, Mr. Quinn.
She was hugging and kissing Colin yesterday.
Yeah, well,
He's a hunk,
well,
isn't he?
you don't want to hug and kiss, so.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I complimented you on your vagina yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Show Dan
And I
your
said thank
vagina.
you.
No, don't.
No, through the pants. We're keeping it nice.
don't.
Just spread your legs and show Dan.
I mean,
What?
it's happening.
Look, see?
Yeah.
Nice, right?
Hey, there it is.
Hey, there.
Hey.
Someone
It's
was looking.
there, you know?
Nice, right?
Yeah, there it is.
What are you doing?
You got one of
Nice,
those.
right?
I can't think
Obviously,
about
I have one of those.
Yeah, it works,
you know.
doesn't it?
Oh,
See the
just
camel
It
toe?
does, yeah.
lovely.
But when she gets wet, she's not sure if she's excited or if it's her diarrhea.
Oh, yeah. That's.
I know
are
the
you?
difference, believe me.
Oh, she knows the difference.
Oh,
I know
yeah?
the
Explain the difference.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Explain the difference.
Between
Okay.
being excited with moisture and your diarrhea.
Yeah.
Well, one is on one side and the other one's on the other side.
Yeah, but
Good
I was
point.
thinking it kind of pours into the same,
Yeah, it
area.
Yeah,
Trough.
it does.
By the way, Dan, just to get you up to speed, in the 80s, Lady Di used to get it in the shitter every weekend from her boyfriend.
All right.
Really?
For the entire decade.
I mean, that was like you were ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Anal really
No
didn't get popular
chicks.
until mid '90s.
No chicks were taking it in the ass
you're
like that.
Yeah, you're like the Ramones of butt sex.
Yeah.
You were doing it in a garage in Queens before everybody.
If you want to say so.
Oh, no, I don't want to say so. I have to say so.
You're right. Women didn't.
They didn't take it in the ass.
until they figured out that hair thing, and they're like, okay, now I can present
They didn't
this.
take
Well,
it in the ass.
I didn't want to, but to keep that boyfriend of mine.
Well, you have to.
Keep,
I mean,
yeah, well,
keep that prize.
Yeah, that's Savage Head standards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And by
it
the
only
way,
happened on the weekends.
she lost her virginity in an abandoned building on top of a door.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
laying there.
I did. That's true.
That's
Also, about a year ago, she came into the studio and was so excited she had a vaginal discharge.
Yeah, she squirted.
I did because
you did, right?
No, well, the reason that happened is because I haven't seen you guys. I haven't seen you guys in 8 years, right? Okay, and then all of a sudden I see you again. It's like, I have to run to the bathroom now.
You gotta take a pussy shit.
I
gotta go take a nice puss dump.
A pussy shit.
Everybody's talking sexy.
Wow.
That's what you want to call it. Yeah.
I mean,
why not?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what's so funny is people like in porn. the women try to act like Lady Di, but this Lady Di is the real world equivalent
She's
of a
the
lady in a
real
porn.
world deal. Taking it in the ass.
It's like if you really think about what a girl in porn's like, I just want it in my shitter. And then Lady Di's like, I'll do it.
She took it.
It
was on the front bench seat of an Oldsmobile, and he would lay her down on his stomach and just tool her right in the ass every weekend.
Every weekend.
She would pull up. I can smell the wet cigarette butts that were somewhere in that Oldsmobile.
Yes.
So Winston's? What did you smoke back then?
I didn't smoke back then.
What did he smoke?
He did.
GPCs?
Marlboro cigarettes.
Of course.
Back then, it was a while ago.
Marlboro Reds.
Did you lose yourself? Did you go to your happy place and lose yourself looking through the rust hole in the floorboard? Just looking at the street?
Zooming by? No, of course not zooming by.
It would be in the parking lot, so I'm thinking,
Discarded wax paper from a deli sandwich?
Yeah, something like that, just crumpled up. Blowing by the
having breakfast,
rust hole.
and you gotta go talk.
I mean, you're the one dropping the...
man, you had the diarrhea, not me.
Di, why would you...
in the ass.
Yeah, you wouldn't want these guys to gross everybody out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't do anything like that.
So, once you ask the expert...
Oh, you got more questions.
All right, more question.
Yeah.
Do you think the airplane exploded in the air?
Impossible. No. The flight direction...
Why would it be impossible?
Well, you got to understand the lift... in itself, if the explosion would have happened, there would have been a drag, a little bit of a lag time, and as far as coming down, so pieces would have been spread out and much more available had there been an explosion.
Okay, now that was a serious question because I'm wondering about that.
Do
you think?
Di, can you repeat the answer?
Did she ever watch the news?
She's editorializing now.
You can't avoid this story.
I just think of her trying to block for Johnny Unitas. It's making me laugh.
Alex Unitas.
I don't know, something like that.
She played in the NFL before they let blacks play in it.
Yeah. Emerson Boozer.
By the way, New Orleans checking in. They think they can handle their weed. They're legalized weed.
Get
the fuck out of here.
You can't.
No.
They can't handle booze.
I used to smoke pot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was this before or after?
That was a while ago, long
did
time
it
ago.
looson up the old sphincter muscles?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the benefit of the drug.
No. I remember. High school graduation.
Yeah.
Okay. We
You and
drank.
Marion.
No. It was not even me and Marion back then.
Oh.
All right. It was another girl.
Oh.
Okay. And we had a party at her house. She lived close by to me. And I had Michelob back then.
Oh, high class.
I remember.
I used to like Michelob.
And we used to pass around the old toke.
The old toke.
The old toke.
Now, what do you think would have happened if you would have stuck with weed instead of booze?
Oh, my God.
CFO?
I don't know.
Running shit?
You ever les out?
Yeah.
What?
You ever les out?
Les out with a girl?
No.
No?
No? Never scissored?
Be honest.
No.
Never kissed one of your girlfriends back in the high school?
No.
No curiosity?
Nothing like that.
Touch a titty? You ever touch a titty? Someone else?
Into girls.
Not at all.
Oh,
Not really.
Never get all riled up.
Oh, Dan, she's twirling her hair for you.
Every once in a while.
Dan's getting a little excited, isn't he?
Every once in a while, what?
Not
I think Dan's questioning his relationship right now.
Every morning.
I think she's still asleep.
Every morning.
I watch the news every morning.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. We watch the weather. There's one lady on Channel 7 News, Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Every single time Bill sees her, he goes, "Nice tits." And I'm like, why are you telling me this for?
Yeah, right?
What do I care?
Why don't you show Dan your boobs? Because I want Dan to see what he's missing.
Okay, yeah.
Play along.
Play along.
She goes,
Dan.
play along.
But she'll
show your boobs.
But she is going to show.
There they are. There they are. Hey, Lady Di's titties. Opie, I'll never forgive you for that. You just murdered any boner in March.
What are you, gay?
Yeah, you're on.
What's wrong with you? What are you, gay?
Wait a minute. Oh, my God.
What the fuck?
Did you guys have nightmares last night about me with that face on?
No, but I'm about to tonight. Mush those images together.
No, not.
No, I know. With your saw. I know what you're talking about. No, I'm talking about that. It's a whole smorgasbord of things.
Yeah. There's a lot going on here today.
Christ.
All right, you got any more questions for the expert?
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Oh, it's quite all right.
Dan's been on all the news channels the last week and a half.
One of those talking heads, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it on Tuesday.
Yep.
And then
ABC.
I was here.
You were here. You missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought me
They
on.
don't have Channel 7 on over here.
No, we don't.
So,
You did a little thing with Heather O'Rourke, too.
Yeah, I did like that. I half did the weather.
Yep.
Oh, you did?
I showed her where in the ocean the plane might be.
Yep.
Yeah.
How were the tits?
Oh, wow.
Tits amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
She showed them to me before we were getting makeup done.
Cool.
It was
Wasn't Heather O'Rourke the kid from fucking Poltergeist?
Yeah, well,
Come into the line,
I think that was Carol Ann.
You know what Bill told me?
No.
She's dead.
What a Bill. Bill's a sage, isn't he?
Bill's my roommate.
Sage.
He
Bill's an
told me
abusive
the
fuck.
things I,
But he
the
used to
things I
lick her
could do
box
with
a
their
lot.
tits.
Hey, tell Bill to call his kids. Just do that, please.
Yeah.
As the,
Call your
as the
kids.
son of an alcoholic, just tell him to call his kids.
Call your kids.
Just call your kids. That's what I tell every alcoholic. Just call your kid just once.
Bill used to lick her pussy all the time.
Yeah, that's
She
awesome.
would suck his dick.
So you guys just bang out?
He couldn't get hard.
No, we don't do anything
He had
right
whiskey
now.
dick.
No.
He had whiskey dick. He
But
tried
back
once.
in the day, they used to, fool around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're just
A
roommates.
couple of times.
Yeah, he used to lick your pussy a lot.
And now she just
A
gets
lot?
beer
How-
for him.
Were you there?
I
How do
heard.
you know?
You told us.
Told us yesterday.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah,
fucking
okay.
blackout drunk.
How about another question for the expert?
Okay, all right. Another question. Do you think that there were any Americans on board?
I think they checked the flight records. But as far as I don't think there were. I don't think there were.
All right, that's a serious question.
I haven't been asked that yet. Out of all the news sources, out of all the outlets, you're the only one that's asked that.
Wow, so that's a good question, Lady Di.
Yeah, that was a great question.
Because that's something,
Thank you.
unlike anything else, they could check.
Yeah.
Right. You need an expert.
Yeah, I definitely, and my expertise, I don't think I would be able to tell. I couldn't tell.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Another question.
Any children on board?
I don't know. Again, that's an expertise question that only a couple people would know. People with flight records.
Right.
Yeah.
Ticket sales.
Sure.
That's a thing. So, yeah, I can't answer that.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Do you think there was a bomb on board?
Absolutely not. The flight took off. I think the explosion, the black box would have been saved, and there would have been some sort of transmission.
Did they find the black box?
They have not found anything yet.
Yeah, they did. They found debris.
They found debris, but debris that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The black box is what they need to find.
Right. Let me see.
Flight
what else,
records,
what else?
indicators,
Right.
other words that are big words.
Nothing. Must be
All right,
amazing
wait
that
a
the
minute, hold
news
on,
just
hold on.
misses her.
I can't believe
Like,
this.
I can't avoid knowing certain things that happen in the world.
I shut off 10 channels, and the 11th one still has
it. doesn't matter. Like, there's no way to not know this story.
All right. Well, you know, all right.
Another
so,
question.
All right. Another question. Do you think? I can't ask this.
Yeah, you can ask that. Come on, lady.
You just asked the question.
You just showed your boobs.
First of all, I hope so. Okay. Do you think there are any people alive and floating on the seats?
Alive and floating on the seats.
Why are you laughing? That's not a bad question.
No, I know, but
it's not improbable.
I don't.
Why are you
see
laughing?
How that is
A flight that I dealt
Then why'd
with
you ask it?
in Lake Superior, they floated for days.
Yeah.
So that could
I hope
still
they're all alive.
Wow.
Are you going
She's not listening.
at all.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, there she is.
All right.
I don't think so.
Okay, now terrorists. What weapon do you think the terrorists used?
Well, again, I don't think it's been ruled out that it's a terrorist attack.
Maybe the
Right.
Maybe
Okay.
Okay, here's a bigger question.
Wait a minute.
Here's
Hold on.
the question. Come on, Lady Di. Don't
Come
you
on,
get all
Lady Di.
schoolgirl on me.
All right. How much money does an expert make?
I clear around $22K a year just from the aviation union.
Wow.
Not bad.
And then I get paid
Righteous
every time I
bucks.
go on. Yeah.
22 grand, lady.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's after taxes.
22 large.
That's enough money to take care of a lady, isn't it?
Oh.
Is that it, Lady Di?
Nice.
That
No,
is nice.
no. I have another question on my own.
All right, go ahead.
Do you think one of the pilots might have had a heart attack or something? And
You know what? That's an excellent,
and then
excellent
all of a
question.
sudden, or something wrong with them, and then all of a sudden they just lost the airplane was lost from the radar.
Yeah,
Because of a
could
heart
be.
attack?
Could be.
That, a medical
All right.
emergency in the flight deck. And then what? He fell on the transponder switches.
While turning them.
While turning them.
Which could have been a thing.
And then the co-pilot was so overwhelmed, he fainted and fell on the other one.
Yeah,
right.
And broke the communications, the radio.
Well, then the plane could have gone what we call George, which is autopilot.
Right.
Yeah.
So it probably went on George for a while.
George.
And then we don't know where it
And the
touched
people
down.
in the back were just hanging out, having some drinks.
Tiny vodkas.
Right.
Tiny
Eating
gins.
maybe.
Yeah.
Eating some
But
Malaysian
that's,
food.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
lovely.
That's
lovely
a serious
cuisine.
question too. I just thought about that.
That's a great
Something
question.
might have happened to the
Chilled
pilot.
monkey brains.
You know.
Cover your heart, Indy. Cover your heart.
Kalima! Kalima!
All right, Lady Di, you did great, I think.
All right, that was the best interview I've had.
I'm amazed that you have no idea what's going on
Tits
with
up
this
front.
story.
I didn't even have to wait through the questions.
Yeah.
Have a good flight, Dr. Jones.
Welcome. It's the post show, 866 Wow 1 Wow. Dan Soder is here.
Hey, buddy.
Lady Di is here.
There she is.
You can do it into the mic, too. See, Dan did his into a mic.
Buddy.
Hey, buddies. Oh, is everybody feeling good? Di, still working on the headphones, huh?
You're a WWE Network superstar. I can't believe I'm in the same room as you.
That's right.
Show me the picture. I'm fucking.
That's
we
right.
gotta talk. What have you watched all of it?
I watch the WWE Network constantly.
Can I tell you a new character that Big J Okerson and I developed?
Please do. Oh,
it's called.
Di just said no.
So there we go.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next.
Yeah, what's going on? How's the?
Big WWE fan.
You don't even know. We already went over this. You don't know who's.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know. Tell me about the character.
Big J and I, when we get high, we do Macho Man subtly getting racist. Macho Man describing the deterioration of his neighborhood.
High?
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, first they start moving in, yeah, then the rent price is going on, yeah. Next thing you know, crime is up, yeah, schools aren't as good. You're like, what? What are you talking about, Macho Man?
No, I'm not a racist.
No, I'm not. I'm the most liberal person you're ever going to meet, but I
statistics speak for
All
themselves.
I know is small crimes, yeah. Down to the bottom, up to the top, yeah. Corruption in the city, dig it. Yeah, it's.
And you can kind of see Macho Man in his crazier moments having those conversations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that Asians moving into the neighborhood, yeah, it affects it. Changes the way the school districts are zoned, yeah.
I like the older wrestlers, like Hulk Hogan and stuff.
I mean,
The older ones. I mean, you know.
Not like Macho Man, more like Hulk Hogan.
An alive old one, not a dead old one.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Hey, Sal, do we have a line of the day? Although for me, line of the day is racist Macho Man. But Sal, you pick line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
We stayed friends with them. You don't remember him, do you?
For how long now? Not
yeah.
I feel like I've been lying at Arby's.
I fucking agree with that line of the day.
It was good. Greg Gutfeld. See, Di's a little out of sorts because the first 3 days of this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Di scored a line of the day.
Oh, so she's mad that she didn't.
So she was kind of hoping to close the week strong. Is that right?
3 out of 5 is good.
But you know what? It's hard because it's top heavy. It's the first 3, so it's like you get that glory all at once, but that's it. You don't realize that's it.
Well, you stop fighting for it.
That's exactly right, Dan.
If I have the line of the day, that's fine. But if I don't have the line of the day, that's okay. That's all right,
What
too.
a good philosophy to just have.
This is why I ensure that there's going to be more lines of the day coming from Lady Di.
You're exactly right,
Oh,
Dan.
boy.
Because of that attitude, that can-do attitude.
That's it. Ron in Wisconsin.
Hey, Sam, I was watching the WWE Network the other day, and they showed a clip from a beach bash where Ron Bennington and Chris Watley were fighting.
Dan,
Wait,
have you seen
what?
that?
Bash at the Beach? Which one?
I think it might be 96 even.
Okay, because I just watched 95. Like, I just was telling E-Rock about it. I just watched 95.
If you watch Bash at the Beach 96, like halfway through the pay-per-view, Tony Schiavone starts talking about these radio guys that they had wrestle a match before the pay-per-view started from the Ron and Ron network, and you see they go to a clip of it because they pre-taped it before the show started, and it's Fez, and he's in a tag team match, and Ron Bennington is his manager, and he's hitting him with a cane. It's amazing.
I mean, I'm gonna watch this today.
It's amazing.
It's 96 Bash at the Beach.
I believe it's 96. Bash at the Beach.
Wait,
which is the big NWO. Wait, was it?
No, it's 97.
No, it's 96, I think.
It is.
96, Bash at the Beach.
Was it really them or was it a cartoon? Because,
What?
No, you're right, Di. You're right. You're good to call me on that.
Can I take back my line of the day?
Dan, I misled you.
Yeah.
It was a cartoon.
Well, everyone knows the 96 Bash at the Beach was animated.
Yeah. It was a cartoon, Di. You're right.
No, I don't know because I used to, back in 1998, I used to have a computer and sometimes you see these cartoons and everything like that. You know, people put them up as cartoons sometimes.
No, you're right, too.
I like that you just explained computers like they didn't catch on.
Yeah, you're right to bring that up.
It was like if computers never became wildly popular.
And some of the computers had cartoons on them, and in 98 or so.
Oh, this is it. You guys found it.
1994.
94. I was a year too late.
See, that's Fez.
Oh, okay.
That's Fez.
All right.
That's Fez. You can find it. Bash at the Beach 94 is the year?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You had a girl wrestle him?
And there's Ron, the manager.
Holy
and he
shit.
does the
There's
bad guy
the sassy
manager
boys.
perfectly. Matt in D.C.
Prime time.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm a huge wrestling fan, too, and I'm just curious, what do you watch the most on the WWE Network? Because there's so much to choose from.
You know what I watch the most? I watched the episode of Countdown that I was on.
Of
I
course
just keep
you did.
rerunning it. Just,
Narciss-
there it is again. There. Oh, look who's talking about the barbershop and Brutus Beefcake.
You're more
Sam
of a
Roberts.
narcissist than Lex Luger. Who's
right.
been watching it?
That's why you're a comedian. That's why save that for the stage. That's gonna be.
I've been watching the WWE replays of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, from like 93?
Dude, they're fucking awesome. I watched the ramp up to the King of the Ring. Every night after my shows in Denver, when I would come home at like 2 in the morning, it would be perfect. They would show the whole Raw. So I watched the whole lead up to the first King of the Ring.
And then you can find the King of the Ring.
And then I watched King of the Ring.
Yeah.
And it's so disappointing. The only good match is Mr. Perfect Bret Hart. That's the only good.
Di, what were you just going to say?
You're a comedian.
Yeah.
Are you a comedian too?
Yeah, I'm a comic.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're up there watching planes so long, you just start writing jokes.
Right.
Eventually,
Okay, well,
What's a funny job being a plane expert, an aviation expert?
Aviation.
You could be an aviation expert and be a part-time comedian.
You know what? Yeah. We didn't mention on the air
I'm
today.
a full-time comedian, part-time aviation expert.
Of course, Lady Di found out that Dan Soder was an aviation expert today and was asking him questions about the Malaysian air flight that was lost.
A lot of questions.
Before she came on the air, Lady Di informed us that she was under the impression that an aviation expert studies ships in the ocean.
I got them confused.
Aviation is the gift of flight.
Right.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the
And
gift
navigation is...
that the Wright brothers.
Right. Navigation expert is strictly boats.
Yeah, I understand.
Di
that.
also told me that she was...
I got them confused.
Oh, my God.
Sure.
Yeah, I got them mixed up, so...
Di also said that she was in the Navy.
I was.
You were in the Navy?
Yes, I was.
When were you in the Navy? My dad was on the USS Chicago. What were you on?
No, I was not on
Were
a
you
ship.
in Nam with my dad?
I was not on a ship, but I'll tell you what, I tried to find a Navy boyfriend.
Oh.
You know,
Were you in
back
the Navy?
then.
Were you enlisted?
I was enlisted, yeah.
What happened?
No, I was 2 years into the service, and I didn't like it. I just went back to a regular life, you know.
But you can't just leave. Did you go AWOL?
You can just leave. Yeah, you can.
You just walked out. People go to jail for that.
That'd be hilarious
I got an
if they've been
discharge
looking for
because
her.
they figure I was too young to be on the job anyway.
How old were you?
I was like 19 years old, 20 years
No,
old.
you're fine.
But that's not too young. So you got an honorable discharge from the Navy?
Yeah, but I had to fight that. It was not a good discharge at first.
It was a
and then
dishonorable.
it became an honorable.
Okay, all right. So why did they give you a dishonorable discharge?
Because I did not like where I was stationed at.
Where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Florida.
Okay, Florida's
all right,
beautiful.
And I
this time
kept
of
on
year.
leaving the base because I did not like my job.
Okay, where would you go when you left the base?
Where would I go?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Tell me.
Motels.
What'd you do in the motels?
All over in Florida.
And what year was this?
I just like that you didn't like the Navy. Like, I like that Lady Di just completely fucked over the Navy's rules. Like, the Navy's like, you have to stay on the ship. You have to do this. She's like, I don't like the Florida. I don't like this job.
First of all,
I don't like it, though.
It's like, you can't do it. So what? You're not supposed to.
First of all, I was not on a ship.
Okay, wait. So Lady Di,
I was on
what
land.
year was this?
This was between 81 and 82 because I just got out of high school.
Okay.
So, no, wait a minute.
So where did you go? You went
I
to
think it was
motel?
81
You would
and
leave the naval base and go to motels?
Motels, yeah.
And what would you do at the motels?
Well, sometimes I would just hang out with friends.
What kind of friends?
Sometimes it was guys.
You don't do,
Sometimes it was girls. Sometimes
motel
it was
hangs?
both, huh?
Motel hangs. Just watch TV.
I would go. I wasn't a drinker back then.
Yeah.
I wasn't a drinker back then, but I used to go to bars.
Did you do coke?
No.
Not yet.
No.
What'd you do at the bars if you weren't drinking?
Nothing. Listening to music.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: when you were in the motels with the guys,
yeah,
did you blow anybody?
Oh.
I mean, that's a clear yes.
Not that I really remember.
But
no, I don't
But
know.
if we're gonna have to go with a yes or no, we'll go with.
In Florida, no.
Okay, good.
No, I did
so
not.
you would just go to motels and sit with people
and party with people.
But you said you don't drink or blow guys. So what does partying entail?
Well, partying entails like drinking sodas, having pizzas, stuff like that.
Was this one of the Denny air check parties?
In motels?
They didn't care.
So you would leave. You would leave. You got a dishonorable discharge from the Navy because you kept leaving to have pizza and soda.
Yeah. Basically.
Can I tell you something?
This is now a network spring break movie.
I'm having a really hard time believing this.
This is a sitcom episode.
Oh, right.
Somebody wants to talk to you, Lady Di.
Sure.
Somebody on the phones. Anthony on Long Island. Anthony?
How the fuck do you know this broad for this long? All this shit, and I've never heard that she was in the Navy.
Never. Why have you never brought this up?
She never brought up the fact that she was thrown out of the Navy.
Well, no, but I've been told I don't have to talk about it, or I don't have to.
Because
leave it where it is.
They kicked in her door and found a whole bunch of half-full 2 liters of Coke and some slices of pepperoni.
Were you drinking Shastas in this motel room?
I wasn't. You know what? I wasn't a beer drinker. Yeah, once in a while I would have a beer or two, but I really wasn't.
I like that she talks about being her time in the Navy like she was a SEAL, like she had murdered, like she took out a dictator. She's like, I can't really speak about it.
My thing is,
hang on, Lady Di, let Anthony talk.
Discharge. You got a dishonorable discharge because you kept going AWOL?
Yes. If you don't want to be there, they're not going to keep you.
Then why did you sign up in the first place?
I was good for a while.
Military. You're supposed to not like.
Will you shut up a minute?
Oh!
Shut up! I'm trying to explain it to you.
Okay, explain it.
I was good for a while. They put me in San Diego. I loved it there. And then when we got our orders to go, this is where you go. This is what they give you they gave you a list. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
You picked Florida.
Right. And no, wait a minute, hold on.
Oh.
I couldn't stand Florida. Because I went to boot camp there. Now,
look, Di, let me tell you something.
What?
Dan Soder just talked about his dad being in Vietnam, and you said I didn't like being stationed in Florida.
I couldn't stand it.
You were in Florida. How bad could it have possibly been?
It was bad for me. I didn't.
Why
like
was
it
it bad?
I didn't like.
You know what?
I did not like it.
What? You get station places in the military. You know that going in that they could put you anywhere in the world. And that's
anywhere in the world, and you're in Florida. Like, do you know how much worse it could have been?
Oh, you could have been like Okinawa. That sounds great.
On a ship. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I did not want to go back to the place where I started.
The humidity is just so much.
Florida was a meat grinder.
It just turned out people, hardened sailors coming out of Florida.
I did about a year and a half in Florida in '81.
Yeah, 2 years actually.
Okay, so explain to me, were you sexually active at all?
Not in Florida, no.
So you're telling me
not in Florida.
You went to you went to bars and motel rooms.
Yeah,
but you had no sex and no alcohol.
No.
No drugs.
Shit.
No drugs.
Bullshit.
What the fuck is she talking about, Aunt?
I don't know. I think she's lying again.
I'm not lying.
Di, we've been so honest this week. Remember you came in that day and said, I got to tell you guys, I have the runs.
You went.
That was such an honest moment.
Well, that's different.
Also,
that's different. That really happened.
But you're getting banged in a factory, in an abandoned factory. You go from that to not.
It wasn't a factory. It was an apartment, in a building. It
was an abandoned building, not a factory.
Right, okay.
Don't besmirch her character.
I apologize.
Okay, so
that's okay.
How did they catch you going AWOL?
Well, first of all, I was not in my room. You know, I mean, they gave you a nice place to stay.
Private is belching. I smelled Dr. Pepper on her breath.
I was not in my room, okay? And I was supposed to be at work. I never showed up. They're like, oh, she's gone again.
And where
What
were
was
you?
your job? What was your job when you were in the Navy?
I was a cook.
So was my dad. That is.
Yeah, I was a cook, but
So not only were you not stationed anywhere except Florida, but you didn't even know you were the cook. It's not like you were anywhere on the field or anything.
I wasn't the chef. I mean, I had a boss. You know,
God. Oh, you didn't get to be your own boss when you were in the Navy. I can't believe you had to put up with that.
No. What I'm trying to say is, there was me and several other people that were put in Florida, and I did not want to go back to the place where I went to boot camp. It just brought back memories of being in boot camp.
Eric,
seeing other people going through it, I said, no, I can't take this anymore.
Iraq has a comment.
Kyle.
Do we know anybody who can research military records for us and
Those are
find
public records. Military records are public
We'll
records.
look into it, but
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you're going to find any. You can't find any.
If you were dismissed,
so how did you? How did
negatively? There's a file on.
How did you get? How did it go from dishonorable discharge to an honorable discharge?
Oh, this is how it went.
They left a couple Vietnam vets back in Vietnam.
No. Right.
The government hired her to go and get them out.
Oh.
She was a soldier without a country.
Right.
Do you want me to come with you and do a show? I'll explain it to you.
Headband around her head.
This is Raven. They're all gone. They're all gone.
No.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just going this next town to get a sandwich. Then Brian Dennehy harassed her. It's my friend Marion. Marion, they're all gone.
Talk to me, Di. How did the story go?
Out?
Yeah, Dan, please don't interrupt her like that again.
Sorry with my Rambo analogies.
Oh, I'm just going to listen. Forget it. I can't even talk to her.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Aunt.
Bye, Aunt.
Bye, Aunt.
Yeah, Sal, we may go a little long.
Yes.
Di, how did the story go? You go from dishonorable discharge to honorable discharge. Yes. You were dishonorably discharged because you would leave the military base to go to a motel room and meet men and drink soda and eat pizza.
Yeah.
How did this become an honorable discharge?
All right. What happened was I came home and, I mean, it wouldn't look good on your application. You put down, oh, yeah, I had a misconduct discharge. That's what it really was.
And what the misconduct was?
It was dishonorable.
And the misconduct was being AWOL?
The misconduct discharge, which is the same thing as dishonorable.
But what was the misconduct?
AWOL. It was like not leaving the plant and you can't find me.
Okay.
I mean, not leaving the base and you can't find me.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what happened was when I came home.
And what were you doing when you left the base?
Wait. No, I didn't go home.
You would leave the base?
No, I did
not.
For
what reason would you leave the base?
Because I couldn't stand where I was.
And you wanted to eat pizza and have soda in motel rooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rather do that than
I get it.
And serve your country?
Than be over there.
I get it though. It's not diet soda.
Okay. But
bitch-ass
what
diet
happened
soda.
was I asked my parents to Western Union money, which I eventually paid them back.
How much?
It was like $300-something.
Okay.
A flight now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, a flight to come home to New Jersey.
Okay.
But I looked at the board and I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to go home. I think I'm going to go. I'm serious. I think I'm going to go to San Diego. And I took the flight to San Diego.
Okay, so here's what happened.
I made my life over there.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah. What?
So you're AWOL.
Yeah.
You ask your parents for money.
Yeah.
They give you some money to fly to New Jersey.
No. I was already discharged.
Okay. Now, how did you convince them to make it honorable?
All right. I lasted in San Diego for about I don't know.
Okay, so when you were in San
so.
Diego, it was dishonorable discharge still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you fly to San Diego with your parents' money. Your parents must have been very upset.
Yeah, they weren't exactly happy about it.
Right. Yeah. So you're in San Diego.
Well, it's a shame. I paid
fucking
them back.
sucking.
Who was more upset, your parents or the government, that you were leaving their military?
I believe it was my parents.
They were more upset than the United States Navy.
And then I called them up and I explained to them what I did, and they're like, what do you do? And I said,
maybe that flippant attitude was the reason that maybe you were in the Navy.
Maybe
that parental attitude of like,
fuck it, you walked away from the Navy? Who gives a shit?
This 300, you're flying to Jersey, right?
You gotta go to Jersey.
Okay, so you're in San Diego, making your life what it is today.
Well, yes and no. I mean, I lived in a little trailer thing for a little while.
Sure.
In
San Diego.
And in San Diego.
Okay.
Somebody eventually helped me to, get myself an apartment and everything. They were cheap. The apartments were cheap there.
And you drinking?
No.
You still weren't drinking?
No, I was not drinking. No,
drugging?
I
a little
start
drugging?
Drinking. No, I didn't start drinking.
It's like you keep asking Keith Richards when he picked up the guitar.
Yeah.
But when did you start playing the guitar? It's like, that I was still doing my day job. Yeah, but when did the songs start coming up?
But eventually, okay.
So you're living in a trailer, somebody helps you out, you find a cheap apartment.
I found a cheap apartment, and then I found myself a job.
And then?
All right, at that time, I used to go to the base.
You ever seen the movie Joe Dirt?
30.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for her to find a shit thing that she thinks is a missile.
Well, you guys listen to me.
I met my friend. I met my friend Kicking Win, but I called him Kicking Ass. Go ahead.
She's becoming a diva. I like this.
You're
you guys put her on for a week, and
go ahead.
All right. I visited the base, 32nd Street.
Wait.
Is that a bar?
After
you
had a dishonorable discharge from the military because you left because you wanted to eat pizza in motel rooms.
Yes.
You flew to San Diego, making a life for yourself, and then you decided to visit a military base?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
To get a military man.
Wait, what?
Your idiocy
Your
idiocy is astounding. It really is.
This story's starting to unravel. Because no one leaves the military and then just stops by for some dick.
Right.
Just go, I'm going to drop in, see if I can get some old uniform dick.
I forgot how much I love those uniforms.
Yeah. I know I'm on the lam from one of the most powerful militaries in the world.
To this present day, I still have my military ID.
Right.
Right. So
don't they take that away from you when you're dishonorably discharged?
Not if you go AWOL. They can't take it off you.
Or
I don't know. Maybe.
Or were you maybe at this point you were AWOL, not discharged? Maybe that's what happened.
Did you go AWOL?
Maybe you were AWOL in San Diego.
No. They told me I had to leave.
Of course they did. Look, I don't know. We don't know what to tell you. You just got to get the fuck out of here.
Usually there is a mountain of paperwork.
Wait.
We're going to forego that.
You just can't be here right now.
They white fanged her. They're like, go. Just fucking go.
Now I'm going way back.
You don't belong here. Go.
Okay, wait a minute. I used to have guys, not guys, like maybe a couple of guys let me into the base.
Oh.
You give them a little sucky?
No. Just,
pizza and soda?
No. Yeah, well, maybe pizza.
Okay. Anecdotes?
Yeah.
Give them some good zingers?
No, I didn't.
Maybe it's your storytelling technique.
Like that. And then I finally found a boyfriend.
In the military base?
Yeah, in the military base.
What a fucking idiot.
Why?
Because you
went AWOL.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you stay as far away from the military as humanly possible?
Because I loved to look at ships. I wanted to be on one. I used to.
Then why wouldn't you stay in the Navy?
You're like one of those autistic kids with subways where they just get consumed with them. Yeah. You just fucking just like, I gotta watch the ships.
The number 3 comes in at 4:59. It's 5:01, and I don't understand.
Definitely the USS Idaho. Definitely.
That makes her pussy wet every time she has a boat.
Yeah.
All right, so then it becomes honorably discharged? Di, there's so much to get into with this.
If you stop talking, maybe I could tell you how I did that.
Well, I mean, we got to make it listenable.
The guy that I was living with, all right, he had to go back on the ship. He said he's going to be gone for a few weeks or months or whatever.
And you said whatever they do, don't let them send you to Florida.
All right, so
he's like, yeah, I'll be back in like
3 I can't
weeks.
do this. I mean, the apartment.
Goodbye.
The apartment was real cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get
and we were like. We paid half and half,
right,
on the apartment.
This is like the Notebook.
I'll tell you the amount of the apartment. Okay, and this is the truth. I was working in a Jack in a Box back then.
Oh wow!
And
still really
not
cheap.
that I was bringing
That's still
righteous,
really cheap.
Yeah.
Not that I was bringing righteous bucks in, but I couldn't handle $305 a month. That's how much it was.
$305 a month.
It was real cheap.
$80. That's fucking pretty expensive 80s money.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't.
305 80s money is that's a good
minimum
$2,000
wage
now.
was probably like 2 something.
So
it's not exactly as you said, righteous bucks.
Righteous.
All right, okay, so eventually I said, okay, this guy's going to be gone for a long time. I'll probably never see him again. All right. And I couldn't afford the apartment, so I called up my parents again. I said, this time I'm really coming home. Can you send me the money?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they sent me the money. I came home.
Yeah.
All right. And I went from a really warm day to a really cold night. And I'm like, my father came to pick me up.
Right.
Okay. God rest both of their souls.
They're happier now.
Well,
go on. Go on with the story.
Oh my God. Okay, now, all right. I love them both. Okay. Now what happened was, I decided to go back over to, the recruiting office.
You went back to the
explain the situation, and they said, "This is what you got to do."
It's almost like a Naked Gun move at this point. They just keep going
you
back
to change your discharge.
Really is like an
To
arsonist.
go in front of a board to Arlington.
I like to watch the
Virginia.
families.
All right. And I went in front of a board.
I watched the Flames dance.
And I had to go to Arlington. Okay, and I got a motel room over there.
And they keep
Arlington.
going. In Arlington, they're going, why do you keep coming back?
Right, you gotta go.
We fucking let you go honorably.
I had an appointment with them.
What'd you get at the motel in Arlington? Maybe a little pizza, a little soda?
No. I got
Dick
I
and some
remember
beer?
watching.
Did you graduate to Dick and beer in the motel?
I thought we were using code words.
I remember watching some movies over there.
Yeah, balls and Coke.
Yeah, no, but no, really. The Ramones movie was on.
All right, I'm not interested
that.
as much in the motel anymore.
Yeah, all right. So
you're back in Arlington.
I went there.
Tribunal.
And,
Did you go for tribunal?
I went there, and I had to go to one of those military offices, and I was in front of a board of military people.
Yeah, tribunal.
And they were asking me questions and stuff, and they were like
why do you keep coming back?
Yeah,
please.
You were out.
Get over it.
We get it. You don't like Florida. How's the rent in San Diego?
Oh, it's very cheap.
Oh, all right.
Cheap,
Good.
I know. But anyway, so they heard my story. And they said, okay, we're going to come back with a decision for you. You can go back over to New Jersey, right? And then a few weeks later, which, by the way, I had a job.
Where?
Okay. In a clothing store.
Okay, the Gap?
In Elizabeth. No, not the Gap. No,
okay.
In Elizabeth, right?
Kanye worked at the Gap. That's
and the Ritz Theater.
Yeah.
All right, this was the same day. Okay, the Ritz.
Stay away from the Navy.
No.
Navy, yeah.
All right, I had to go on a lunch.
Do you guys
dinner
have
break.
ships here? Because I love ships.
I'm obsessed with them.
I love fashion fleece.
But
the denim is so affordable, but I haven't seen one boat.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm trying to explain to you.
No, you're right.
This clothing store was near the Ritz Theater in Elizabeth.
Sure.
Right. So I passed by one day and I heard music playing. I'm like, what is this? And then I went. I said, what's going on here? Right. I asked somebody, and they said, well, Motorhead is filming a video. I said, Motorhead? Who's Motorhead?
If you blue Lemmy, I will lose my shit.
Did you blow Lemmy?
I said,
That'd be so
who's
cool.
Motorhead? Right.
Yeah.
And I explained to my boyfriend back then.
Right.
My boyfriend came to pick me up.
Okay. Is this the one who was in the Navy?
No.
You showed back
He
up?
had nothing
He
to do with the
disappeared.
Navy. Yeah, the other guy was.
This guy was just a drug dealer.
Well, I think the other guy went back to his wife or whatever.
That would make sense.
His ex-wife.
Don't even have time for follow-ups on that one.
I don't know. He mailed me a couple of letters and then he just.
Well, you're
I haven't heard
irresistible,
from him
obviously.
again. All right. Anyway, he said, well, what's going on? I said, some group named Motorhead is filming a video of you. He goes, Motorhead, I know who they are.
Right.
You want to go see them? I said, if we can get in, I don't know. So what happened was we actually got in.
Okay.
And this guy that was my boyfriend, he was a biker.
Right.
So he knew who Motorhead is.
Established.
I had no idea who Motorhead was.
We've got the facts.
Okay, good. So what happened was they let us in. And we saw them filming the video.
And then Lemmy was like, do you want to join the Navy? You should get in the Navy. She was like, I was already there.
Halfway through the Motorhead story, I was realizing, wait, we have veered off completely and have lost all semblance of any point.
Well, it's gone. We're just floating through space at this point.
You wanted to know the truth.
So dishonorably discharged.
And then she joined Motorhead.
And then
she played bass for Motorhead for 14 years.
I was part of the video.
Did you get to blow Lemmy?
Which video?
Which video was it?
All right, I'll tell you. Killed by Death.
Yeah, all right.
Killed by Death.
Checks out.
They had like all the smoke effects.
And you're in the video.
I was in the video.
So we can find on YouTube.
I was in the audience. I was one of those headbangers.
Yeah.
Nice. But you didn't get to blow the dude.
Oh, no. Come on. No.
When did you start slutting it up?
If you want to call it that.
I do.
Finding other boyfriends and everything.
Yeah, gentlemen callers.
Gentlemen callers.
Yeah, right, like the glass menagerie.
I don't know. A little bit after that, early, 84,
All right, now,
85.
now that we know each other, we're about to wrap up because we're already in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we know each other and we're being honest, seriously, what were we doing in those motel rooms?
That's what I was doing.
Come on.
Were you fucking excited?
You don't go from pizza and soda to hanging with Lemmy.
You didn't have one sexual interaction in the...
I did not hang with Lemmy.
You didn't?
You didn't... Die. Focus.
What?
Not one sexual interaction in the... All right.
Hand job?
We'll die.
No.
No hand jobs. Would you give Eric a hand job? He doesn't want one. Okay. Die. I have good news for you. It's payday. So I got to wrap this up. Just this. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Metalheads. We were just talking about Lemmy. You're a big Lemmy fan, right? All right, Di. Just keep staring at me blankly.
All right.
Metalheads rejoice. You can watch Lady Di in a music video, and the other good news is that tomorrow, March 22nd, at 11:10 Central, it's an all-new episode of That Metal Show on VH1 Classic.
Yeah.
The only destination for all things hard rock and heavy metal.
Fucking A.
Hosts Eddie Trunk, Don Jamieson, and Jim Florentine sit down with rock legend Peter Criss, the original drummer for one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Who is it, Di?
Kiss.
Kiss. They'll discuss the band's history, life outside the makeup, and the controversy over their upcoming induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That Metal Show is back in the Big Apple for its 13th season, and it's an hour of balls-to-the-wall metal with your favorite rock gods. You'll also see popular segments such as TMS Top 5, The Throwdown, and fan favorite, Stump the Trunk, where audience members get their chance to test Eddie Trunk's metal know-how. It's time to get metaled up. Don't miss the legendary Peter Criss on an all-new episode of That Metal Show tomorrow, March 22nd at 11:10 Central. What channel is it on, Lady Di?
VH1 Classic.
She did it! Thank you very much, Lady Di. Now, before we go real quick, I got to tell you, it's payday.
It's a fucking handful of money right there.
Yeah. Now, Lady Di, what were you promised? What rate? It's the end of your internship week. You did great. And by the way, that whole Navy story, O and A are going to have to sink their teeth into it sometime. It's a great story.
Yeah,
Lady Di, how much money were you promised? What rate did you negotiate?
$10 an hour.
$10 an hour. You did 5 hours a day for 5 days.
Okay.
That's $250, right?
What? I don't know.
What's the math?
What's the math? All right, $250.
$250, $100, $200, $40, $50 from the Opie and Anthony Show. There's your
Thank you very
$250. We went around the office.
That's nice.
And we asked everybody who was entertained by Lady Di this week.
A lot of people.
If they'd like to put some money in the hat.
Okay.
And we got contributions from myself, from Sal, from E-Rock, from Denny, from Troy, who was the most generous.
Troy Kwan?
Nice.
Troy Kwan. From Mars.
That guy likes me.
Technically from Travis,
Who
but
doesn't?
Travis donated 77 cents.
That's...
Larry, who works in traffic, a girl named Liz, who works down there in programming, Madal, who works for the Comedy Channel, intern Adrian, who picked you up on the first day.
You better write those names down.
All contributed to another $113.77. Okay. Add that to your $250.
Wow!
You've got $363.77. Congratulations, Lady Di. Now, we're going to get an update from you on Monday as to what you're doing with this. I want you to spend responsibly, because we gave you $140 earlier this week.
Right.
You spent it all in one day on booze.
I'm not going to do that.
And Dr. Steve is giving you the info on where to go to get your blood work done, right?
Right.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, well, I got to get
Promise
the
me
information.
you're going to get the blood work done.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Dr. Steve will be in touch. Eric?
I found somebody who has access to military records.
All right.
I'm going to get some information off Diana, and then maybe Monday we'll know.
We'll look that up. Di, here you go. Here's all your cash.
Whoa,
right there.
that's a good amount of money,
There it
Di.
is.
Go get it.
All for you. We will see you on Monday. Oh, and by the way, this weekend, I should mention.
Monday?
No, not you. I'm talking to the audience.
Oh, okay.
Rob Bartlett, for those of you in the Westchester, New York area, Rob Bartlett from the Imus in the Morning Show is at Terrytown this weekend, so you want to check that out. And my show, The Sam Roberts Show, if you missed it last night at midnight, which most of you probably did, Kermit the Frog is interviewed by myself and DJ Who Kid.
God, that's fucking awesome.
And from the WWE, the Bella Twins
Ooh, how
are
the fuck
on.
do I always miss these awesome